So now narrate, he's just gonna go walking forward. If Mod just looks over to the right hand side.
So hey guys, सभी को राम राम. Welcome back again यार. यार पता नहीं मेरे को 4 मिनट दिखाया था अभी इनका मैच स्टार्ट होने में और सडनली इनका मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है. मैंने तुरंत स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट कर दी.
Yes, that spike in hand.
It's bad for me now.
Getting surrounded, but Sugetsu going to be dead on the entry.
Wait,
now arriving, wants to try to play this patiently.
Boy, साहब नाइस शॉट किको.
But Ethan tucked away.
बाद में तुम लोग बताना तुम लोग किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो.
Get up in your face, and I think it's going to be important that they do.
मैं वो करना भूल गया था.
Ready for that peak.
स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट कर दे मैंने. रुक मैं वो कर देता हूँ स्क्रीन शेयर.
He's not going to get the opportunity. Okay, Levin arriving when he is most needed. Gets that 3K. Gets KC now up to a second round win.
Okay, I mean this is a good recovery for KC from looked like.
Hello Gary, Ram Ram, welcome back.
Disaster of a round.
जल्दी स्टार्ट हो गया मैच. एक्चुअली में मेरे को पता भी नहीं चला मैच कब में स्टार्ट हो गया पता है.
और क्या भाई
अरे 4 मिनट दिखा रहे थे स्टार्ट होने में और सीधा मैंने देखा इतने में तो स्टार्ट हो रहा मैच इनका.
और कितने राउंड्स भी हो गए.
और क्या
for that drone to tee up the Hunter's Fury to get that first pick and you think oh here we go again but they break out. They coordinate that hit on the mid. They want to collapse and clear that space.
तू किसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है बता.
Extremely well.
NRG.
And NRG just didn't quite have the backup from out of there.
दोनों उसकी है ना यूएसए की टीम है ना दोनों. अमेरिका की टीम है दोनों.
Doesn't have that operator in hand anymore, and Ethan is over committing onto an angle. Rather than just trying to backpedal away, their own reckoning now going to be sent down. Kiko still in this off angle, is going to be able to find one Mata with another, but Aves pushing for the long side.
भाई माडा ने मारा क्या बस.
Back into a winning position.
यार माडा ड्यूलिश की नहीं खेल रहा यार पहला ये मैप में.
Spike in hand, still feeling.
4 2 भी हो गया और क्या.
Go for this is
My bad.
Trying to scale, and what a shot is that! Immediately destroys him. The drone out. Quickly cancelled. Worried about this potential ring around the rosy, scooping out with the greatest sight lines.
मैं खा लिया था already.
Spot on the one, but even with the near sight, Brock
थोड़ी
wins
सी
that fight.
इधर और आ जाती तो वो हो जाता फिर से भी. Q&A से पहले.
DOS9 has his work cut out for him. Given that he
इसका?
still has this operator
दीदी
in
का.
hand, Scuba
अच्छा दीदी
not
का.
quite able to spot him.
मेरा तो हो ही रखा है.
DOS9 is not going to be fast enough on the draw.
दीदी का फेस रिवील हो रहा है क्या. अच्छा
A
साथ
swift
में आएंगे
shutdown.
Q&A में.
Start off as a 4v5.
That is just filthy stuff from Brock again.
टेस्टी लगता है अपन ये कभी खाने में मजा आता है.
Stuck in a weird spot, opted to try to go for the kill.
अबे ब्रॉक ने पहली बार ओडिन के बिना इतना अच्छा शॉट मारा बंडल से.
हाँ ठीक है भाई.
मैंने पता एक्चुअली में इसका फैंटम ज्यादा खेलते हुए देख रखा है. फैंटम और ओडिन.
फैंटम है ही बढ़िया तो फैंटम से क्यों नहीं खेलेगा.
Entry points coming in
फैंटम ना बुलेट करके ना कुछ.
फैंटम लो बैठ जाओ स्प्रे कर दो.
I like the idea.
और क्या ऊपर से वैंडल का फर्स्ट बुलेट
Curious to me, they have the hero rifle in Levin's hands. He's got the overdrive.
सेव है केसी का. अबे केसी में नरेट है मैंने देखा था.
Yeah, no chance for that overdrive to come into effect here.
नरेट भाई साहब सोचो इसलिए केसी थोड़ी अभी इतना ऊपर आ पाई है.
He's going to be committed to this. Is that going to be an overstep? Looks like maybe not.
ओहो.
So gets to narrate, able to find a kill apiece.
DOS9 में अच्छा खेलता है ना.
We're getting taken down.
क्या मस्त ट्रेड लिया उधर.
Kiko will find DOS9.
Kiko से कैसे बचेगा लेकिन.
That win condition taken out of their hands. Chavez has to do it all himself.
1v2 हुआ.
In the back of his head.
अपोजी बताओ ना.
Awareness from Kiko.
अल्ट है उसका. ओ भाई वो बेचारा पीक देने ही जा रहा था मतलब देखने जा रहा था. इन्फो लेने जा रहा था.
Now moving up 6-2.
अपनी फेवरेट टीम का ना बस स्पैम करते रहो तुम लोग और कुछ मत करो लबाओ.
When you can hit sheriff shots.
बस स्पैम करते रहो जिसको तुम सपोर्ट कर रहे हो. यार पूरा ओनिफिक्स जैसा दिखता है यार ब्रॉक एक्चुअली में.
So good for them this event.
और क्या उसका छोटा भाई है.
एक्चुअली में लोगों ने बहुत ज्यादा डाला था इसका.
It's just that teamwork, that coordination. Even though this doesn't go NRG's way initially, last couple of players.
नेक्स्ट मंथ उसका होगा पता है. नेक्स्ट मंथ उसका होगा. काउंटर स्ट्राइक का भी होगा. वॉच पार्टी.
Highly enough of the preparation that NRG has
सॉम
put
था ना.
into this
यस नहीं इसमें नहीं था सॉम.
So well drilled. They understand.
अच्छा हाँ उसमें एनआरजी में था. मेरे को लगा केसी की बात कर रहा तू. सॉम खेल नहीं रहा अभी.
भाई सॉम में देखो इतना गंदा हवा था ना पर्ल पे.
भाई कभी कभार हो जाता है यार.
Wants to go searching for it, but I don't think he's going to get quite there. Yeah, it's going to be short.
Unable to find that Viper. Ethan able to get
11 मार दिया।
And Scuba got a kill.
Scuba वो मीम याद आ जाता है मेरे को ना।
Yeah, he just went out and saw it on the mini map.
Maybe,
and
off
just went
लगा
for the
रखी है।
spam.
They've dropped this pit, but already
पर वापस चले गए भाई वो वहाँ
very
से।
much corralled in towards B. Could still
नहीं,
go for a late
अभी भी
finish.
जा
You get
सकता
to
है।
find
पे
anything over here, but with
घुसी
the
हुई
double
कहीं
stack,
लगता है।
it just seems so unlikely.
ए पे देखना, ए पे क्या हो रहा है?
Screen falling.
अरे
Up into the corner.
ओए
Mono with
होए
the
ओए
shift and
होए
reposition. Two players going
गए।
to be spotted off that 0 point. It's going to happen.
अरे उसको नहीं हटानी थी आप यहाँ से, अभी नरेट को मार देता वो।
Stick around here. Just tucked in.
भाई अभी नरेट मर जाता अगर वो इसमें तो सॉन्ग भी था ना, बस यही थी।
KC always wants to have that extra player behind, but so far NRG's been pretty good about dealing with that.
Pretty good.
This still credence led to
मिड से कमिट कर रहे हैं
fragment
वो।
went through. Scuba now, however, he's got the spike. They know that they got pretty good control here as DOS9.
अरे nice.
But now the null command's going to be called in, Ethan.
भाई DOS9 ने पता नहीं माडा क्या कर रहा था वहाँ पे।
The push now coming in, Kiko.
Kiko का किला, easy.
Finds the first dash is back.
Easy
Covers
bro.
his retreat. The spike has to be recovered. The round is over. There's no way to work his way over
Low
onto the side
AKO.
to try to get that plant.
लोग है नरेट पूरा अब।
The rate will just have to opt to
49
save this
HP.
Phantom, carry that over into the next round.
हाँ यार ओनी पिक्सल लग रहा है यार मेरे को बार बार।
वास
मेरे को मेरे दिमाग में बार बार वास ही आ रहा है, गोल 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 और वास लंबाओ।
Harbor wall here.
After seeing Brock,
Create a little
nice shot actually.
fighting ring for yourselves.
I mean, if you want to put somebody in the Broctagon,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's one way to do it.
That's true.
KC on the timeout.
I love it.
Surround the Sova with it and let him kill off everyone who enters.
Exactly. Now,
First time out call.
yeah, first time out feels. I already thought there was one because we had that brief little tech pause, so that was not a real one. But anyway,
अभी तो NRG का
I mean,
वो भी आना है।
it's
Attack.
so efficient from the side of NRG.
लेकिन मेरे लिए पता है ये थोड़ा शॉकिंग है।
The
मैं
way that
पता
they
पहली
spread the
बार
map, the way
माडा
that
को वो
they,
खेलते हुए देख
you
रहा
know,
हूँ
look for
हार्बर।
contact, they have all these little trick and trap plays set up for
एंड
you
जो
that
वो
are
माडा है,
after
माडा
round
ने जो
that
अभी
hunters
करा है ना,
round,
मैंने
they
देखा
were
यार
able to
पूरा
get
का
the
पूरा
round
जो
anyway,
उसने
but, you know, just like that pit
आने की
round,
कोशिश करी।
Ethan's peeking
NRG
from
अल्लाह
top
को भाई
mid,
NRG स्पैम कर दो ऑरेंज
and
आर्मी।
that's just like
नहीं,
Scuba's like,
orange
okay, great.
लगा
I know where they
रहा
are.
था।
I have the crosshair angle for kind of where these players are going to be. So
पर
I'm
अभी
just
तो
gonna
NRG
spam
ब्लैक
through
हो गई,
there
पता
when
नहीं
you
कैसे
see
तो।
them and get the contact, and we can maybe find a kill
जर्सी
out of
ब्लैक
that.
हो
We
गई।
black again.
Because they're going to have to
We
walk
black
through some of
again.
that Viper
जर्सी
util. They
और
might be
कैरी का
taking-
कल का चैट है।
might be in
Oi.
a precarious position.
Love
We
and
Wow.
black again.
Absolutely, they
We
were.
black again.
So
मैंने
now
देखा
a little
Discord
bit of
पे
an
कह रही
adjustment
वो।
here for NRG. Look at this. Kiko now moving over to the A side.
साइड में तो
Wow,
पूरा
KC.
ही ओ नहीं लग रहा है, और क्या साइड से पूरा लग रहा है, सामने से
A heavy stack.
थोड़ा
Not a
डिफरेंस
little
पता
bit, a
चलता
lot
है।
bit of a heavy stack. Oh, that's a great shock dart.
सामने से
Yeah.
थोड़ा वो लगता है देखने में ना,
Now the walk forward
360p
in.
वाला ओनी।
Suffer some decay. Stunk's just going to be shrugged off here by Scuba, who's tucked. He's
नहीं
waiting
बोलनी
for
चाहिए
that
नहीं ये
stun to
चीजें।
expire.
Hell no, guys.
Screen now
गंदी
to
गंदी
fall.
बातें
The
कर
pit there
रहे
in
हो
his
तुम तो।
face, but he has a massive opportunity. Step
What?
Oh, what?
स्कूबा ने स्कूबा कर दिया भाई।
The wall to fall.
Scuba ने स्कूबा कर दिया।
Gonna be taken down, and DOS9 having to do it all. And he
Well
cannot.
played.
Oh, Scuba. What a brilliant.
मेरे को लग रहा है ये भी 1 घंटे में मैच खत्म होने वाला है।
KC never had an idea.
Actually.
And when they found out, they were not ready for the bad news.
That's that.
By the way,
classic
जो ये मग पे
trick,
डक है
hide
ना,
behind
तुम
the
लोगों को
toxic
मिडिल फिंगर
screen.
दिखा रही है, just saying.
Wait for them to
Just
commit.
saying, दो
One,
middle finger
two,
दिखा रही
he
है।
gets the third. Ridiculous, Scuba.
किधर दिखा रहा है?
देख दो मिडिल
He
फिंगर
just
दिखा रहा
dives
है।
right in there. Incredible.
किधर? नहीं दिख रहा।
I mean, again, but it's all these little tricks and traps that
People are
NRG
correct.
has that KC has
अरे
no
यार,
response
stream
for.
रुक जा।
And it feels
Love
like
out.
NRG is a step ahead. Like they know
अबे यार बहुत
what
white
KC
आ
is
रहा है,
going to
कुछ
do
समझ नहीं
before
आ
they
रहा।
do
अच्छा
it.
वो वाइट हो गया।
That round right there, I guarantee they took that time.
अब
to talk
इसको तो
about it.
मैं नहीं कर सकता,
And
ठीक।
now that's something you got to
लगाओ।
consider as KC. So don't be surprised to see.
पीछे मैंने रिंग लाइट
Scuba
लगा
find a
रखा
way to
है
try
ना,
to
इसलिए
punish that
थोड़ा
if they go B again.
वाइट फाइट
They
हो ज्यादा।
may well not, because there's only 2 more rounds left in the half.
He's using that same
Still,
wall setup,
Mark,
but
I've been
nothing
showing you
else.
middle
It's constantly
finger
gonna have them thinking
twice.
about it.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, bit of a change up.
माडा को देखो,
Try to play in
माडा कैसे
छुपा हुआ
बैठा
है,
है।
देखो कैसे?
against the box here at Nest. Don't already use. No
भाई वो
one
थोड़ा
really
सा
got
भी
this
नहीं
one
निकल
out
रहा, देख
fast,
उसके
so
नीचे
he's
2
gonna
बंदे
continue
खड़े
to
हैं।
go towards B.
वही,
Now the
वही,
push
वही,
coming
वही।
up in the net.
गया ये।
What?
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 Too quick. quickly.
माडा
It gives them
माडा ने थ्रो कराया
for free.
भाई माडा ने थ्रो कराया उसको ब्रॉक को मरवाया उसने
He's able to find Sugetsu on that late lurk, trying to work his way over. No way to
भाई उसके साइड से गोली गई गुद्दी के
suffering some damage. Scuba
10-9 मार देगा मैं और व्हाट
he can do nothing wrong. He is walking on water
नाइस ट्राई
until that.
स्टिल 2v2 है
But look at the damage
winnable
dealt. Dalsine at 47, Aves at 45. Scuba has already done an immense amount in this round.
वो तेरे लिए
Tries to
दिखा
keep
क्या
going
री
Ethan for success.
think Aves, well, now he knows for sure.
हो गया ये तो बैक डॉज जो कर रहा हूं भाई उसका फ्लैश
But Kiko finds Dalsine.
Flip करो, check
Aves
flip
has to
करो।
win this fight and has to try to
मैं
block time.
डॉज कर रहा था
Shock dart out, fragment going to be exchanged on the other side.
पोजी मिल गई पर टाइम नहीं है
Right now, it's not quite planted for him, but Kiko's not going to be able to hold this one up the half.
And
He'll be able
nice
to
one, nice
clutch
one.
it.
भाई लेकिन एक्चुअली में वेल प्लेड
But it takes so much.
Takes
why you
everything.
dodging
I'm not even. Did he get out of there? I'm not sure.
I don't think he
मेरे को
did.
समझ नहीं आया यार मेरे को लगा वो फ्लैश होगा दिखाएंगे ये
I mean, if it isn't,
मैंने ऐसे करा
that
साइड
early
में
trigger
इसलिए
pull from Mata, this is probably NRG's round. I mean, Scuba again. Love the way he's playing this.
वो तो
A little
सही है
bit
मैंने
of
माउस
off
पकड़
angle,
के
they
उधर नहीं कर
expect
रहा
him to be
राइट में
tucked into that elbow position again near that
Lamaao.
toxic screen, but he's a little bit further
एक
back
मेरे को
on
थोड़ा
side. They
गर्म
don't even
पानी
check
चाहिए
him. They're just walking through, and then he can get one, spam through for a couple more.
By the way, like the stream
Phenomenal
guys,
work
we are
by
so close to
Scuba,
10
but
likes.
NRG even better to punch back, get a response. Aves will have his ult. Only a Guardian to back it up.
Okay, he
There's going to be
ulted.
an outlaw in here based on the economy for KC, but none to be found for NRG. Kiko just going to go with that Vandal. Mata with the op.
And
Scuba
Levin's just
again.
trying to make a hero play. He knows that this pit's been evacuated, but he's still pushing through this harbor wall to his demise. Jump spot and okay, does get the headshot there on a Brock.
Bro got half HP.
Getsu, they've done a great
Feeling
job
sad for
containing
Brock.
him, not allowing him to find any value on this map.
Oh, Ethan, he's here.
Okay, they are going back.
He's out a little bit wider.
Well played,
Dalsine
Ethan.
So very low.
Nice
The
shot.
transfer becomes all the more easy.
Narrate is also on mid.
NRG looking to bring this half to a conclusion in flawless fashion. Narrate
Nice.
on the swing will die immediately, and it will be flawless.
Actually, मैं क्या प्यारा राउंड निकला यार NRG ने. 9-3, 9-3, 9-3.
Why they elected to go to this match.
9-3 कर सकते क्या guys?
Yeah, I mean they are really good on
हो
it.
सकता है
They were able to get
Can
the
be,
win
can be.
against Paper Rex on Breeze, but this was even better. This was a masterclass in a lot of cool setups, a lot of really good macro ideas, individual moments of
Lamaao,
brilliance.
those were some nice
A
shots.
few mistakes here and there for sure, and KC was able to capitalize. But overall, it just felt like
But actually में KC ने
it was
अच्छा
on
मारा था
NRG
उस
to
राउंड में
make the
भाई. 3
mistakes
बंदे को थे,
for
4
KC to
बंदे.
get round wins, not the other way around. You know, I don't necessarily think KC made mistakes per se. It's just NRG was a step ahead.
Yeah, you can just tell how
क्लिप कर रहा था इस पे क्लिप का ऑप्शन नहीं है सही है
multiple layers for NRG.
यार अभी तो स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करी थी फर्स्ट हाफ ही हो गया
Time went on from this defender's side. We'll
वही
see
तो
if the attacker side
अभी
is
तो
going to
स्ट्रीम
hold
स्टार्ट करी
just
थी
as
फर्स्ट
many
हाफ भी खत्म हो
tricks
गया
and
भाई
traps.
13
KC
मिनट की स्ट्रीम में
will
फर्स्ट
really
हाफ खत्म
back
हो
into
गया
this 'cause they really need to if they want to
6 राउंड
try
लेट
to make this a fast series for
वैसे
themselves.
5 राउंड लेट करा छठे राउंड में तो
Well,
कुछ कर दिया था
The
मैंने
scary thing for KC is NRG
मेरे को मैं
generally better
फोन
on
से
the
करके
attacker
आता हूँ
side of
ऐसे
this
कह
map,
रही
so
अच्छा ये क्लिप
Is it
करके
gonna get
आएगा
easier?
लगाओ
But I mean, we've seen KC be very resilient. We've seen
मैं
them
तो
be
तुम
able to
लोगों से कह
challenge
रहा हूँ
best of the best.
चलो
Back
एक
to
ना
dig
तुम लोगों
deep,
के लिए मैं तुम
coming
लोगों को
into
एक
the
टास्क
second half.
दूंगा
That man right there, Scuba,
तुम
put
लोगों
on
को
an
एक टास्क दूंगा
absolute
आपसे ना मैं
highlight reel over on B site. Was just such a great anchor, so difficult to
अभी
deal with, and I
नहीं
love
इस
the
स्ट्रीम
way
के
that
लास्ट में
he
बताता
would
हूँ
use his conditioning from success to breed more success, to work it
मैंने
against
सोच
them,
रखा था
change his
पर
positions
देखते हैं
in areas where they don't expect him to be over there. They started all from the pistol. He did it right out the get-go, hiding from that first recon dart.
Yeah, a couple of spotlight thieves with a great supporting cast on NRG. Scuba and Brock just went back and forth, trading out who is going to be the hard carry,
कोडिंग लिखना भाई
depending on the round. But like you said,
Actually.
better on the attacker side.
बट ही डिडंट ओडन यार
See
उसने
if that is
ओडन
going to
करी नहीं
continue. KC need one hell
What
of a
kind of
defense if they want
task?
to try to run this back.
बहुत
Granted,
hard
after
task है
what we
करी
saw
बहुत hard
yesterday,
बिल्कुल हार्ड
anything's possible.
True.
The 212 recovery from Nongshim. Couldn't close the series though, so
No. But it's one of those things that will be in everybody's minds the rest
Bro
of
was
the event.
doing the crab walk.
Everybody's gonna be like, well, you know, Nongshin did it. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
Scuba
well,
got low.
Scuba fearlessly still just storming his way forward onto the A site. Not
Scuba,
going to be
Scuba.
spotted
They
out
knew,
by
they knew.
Aves, but
They're
they're still
gonna try to-
very suspicious of this.
Now they're gonna try to sell fake over here.
Getsu's position now going to be known. Scuba striking.
What? No shot.
Value. The quick swing, the instant headshot. DOS9 dead. Now Spike going to be brought forward, and Aves trying to stay tucked away, but that recon will reveal him.
Bro.
Gets an immense amount of damage there on the block.
Ethan is also low now.
With Scuba tagged up previously. The shock dart would kill, but he's unable to find it.
Three of them are
Meanwhile,
low.
Kiko,
Ethan,
massive
Brock, and
backstab
Scuba.
opportunity, slowly going to be creeping his way back through.
मेरा तो
the
पढ़ने का मन ही
defender
नहीं हो
spawn.
रहा एग्जाम है कल
The
करना
rest of
पड़ेगा क्या रे
NRG,
एग्जाम के लिए
as
जाना
tagged as
पड़ेगा
they are,
चल
can try to hold this line. Kiko could very much benefit
He's
for
gone.
it. There's Ethan trying to
Anti.
reposition, but
Yeah.
they decide to spray and pray and will be rewarded. Right with one, but Kiko now arriving on the bridge. There's the one. There's the two.
Bro
The drop down the tailwind forward, gets himself in behind Orange. They're right now needing to try to check for this, and this delays them from getting onto the spike.
Still a snake bite.
The defuse having to be started. Narrate pulls off the defuse for a brief little moment,
Whoa.
but he's falling.
Bro
Do it all. He just doesn't have the time
Sagetsu
on his side.
but
Scuba will
still
go out,
NRG
find
win
that
the
kill, and
round
NRG will get the pistol all the same.
There's just so many layers to what they're doing in this
अजीब
pistol
सा
round.
लग
This
रहा
is
है और बर्थडे है बर्थडे
you
भी
could
पहली बार हो रहा है ऐसा
absolutely
कोई
spend-
बात नहीं कर रही
a serious amount of time breaking this one down because there's so much
मेरे
going
साथ
on
तो
here.
बहुत बार होता था
From the initial push by Scuba, by
Birthday वाले
himself,
दिन
behind
exam.
the toxic screen, nobody's making any noise, and there's a slow push up over towards B.
यार
He's
उसने
showing
ट्राई करा
the
ट्राई
jet
करा यार
and the harbor
साइगेत्सु
over
ने
there. It looks like that's a B hit for sure all the way, and that's exactly when Scuba decides to strike. He's like, okay, they've seen you guys, good, I'm gonna go, and he gets the kill when they're not paying attention, when they're thinking, oh shoot, we gotta get over to B. And they're able to layer in Kiko
Brock with
behind
a
all that. It
Guardian.
was so good.
Well, Marshall brought into this
Nice.
one. Sugetsu with the bandit, going to be overwhelmed there at elbow.
बोनस खेल रहा है वो
Only one
केसी
shot to the shoulder. So Brock still
पर नहीं सेव है उनका
Damn
बोनस
healthy.
नहीं है माय बैड बोनस उनका है एनआरजी का
energy for now. I'm still just waiting to see if
But
KC
still
try to
उन्होंने
push
buy करा है
forward, try
क्या?
to get information, try to make a
90
hero
था
play. They
किसी।
know that they're not going to have the util coming into this round to really be able to scout them out effectively, so they have to just do it with their own two
अच्छा
eyes.
दोनों टीम के सारे प्लेयर्स मर गए थे इसलिए
Yeah, this is the right call from
what kind of
NRG.
smoke is this
Always have to be cautious against
मिड
these
के लिए तो
egos.
कह रही हूँ एक्चुअली मैं
Too many teams, I think, make the mistake of not being cautious against them. Gonna get the
भाई
spot.
कितना तेज बन रहा था ये
Just considering to try to run him down. Shock dart's even going to start coming into the equation here as
Love
he's
him.
scaling forward. He's trying to get those right clicks in, but a little bit of damage. A little bit of
What
fun on the
the
back end.
fuck?
bro was also teabagging him
Shots to the corpse. Meanwhile,
at the
Brock,
EWC
yet now
Bro,
realizes that he
they
has
both
been
were aiding
intercepted,
each
so
other,
will
right?
be contained away from the rest of the team, but
Lama.
the team pushing their way forward onto the B site, so all sites from KC now naturally have to be trained in this direction. As Brock will just go sprinting through A, maybe up to bridge and try to find a backstab opportunity.
okay let's see
Making plenty of noise and narrate, not quite registering it there.
हेलो स्टार
Brock
क्या हाल
is
चाल
skinny
राम
one
राम
murder again.
एनआरजी इज विन और क्या
Yeah, there should be nothing left.
पहला
to do.
तो जीत गया अब देखते हैं
11 has a
बाकी
sheriff.
बाकी मैं तो
Does
एनआरजी
do some
सपोर्टर हूँ
damage.
भाई
Takes a
एनआरजी
lot
ही
of-
जीतेगा इजीली
Nothing.
Close but no cigar. I mean, Scuba's surviving
11
with
को
2,
देखते हैं
Brock with 28. 11 will be able to find the
बेचारा
finisher
ब्रॉक
onto the
एक
solo.
गोली का बचा था ब्रॉक
Wants to try to find anything else that he could possibly get,
No,
but it will
he
just be a
can't.
bullet from Kiko. 11-3, NRG. Looking to just quickly wrap this one up, move on to Fracture.
Pretty
लॉल
crazy to think that that's kind
ब्रॉक
of
का
been the
एस
story
है
of the
पर
day
मर
today.
गया ब्रॉक वो बहुत लो था
EDG just couldn't muster up much of a fight earlier.
यार ये
against
टी बैग
BBL,
अच्छा
and
था
here,
पता है
So far, it's been all NRG all day.
भाई वो
I'm
इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे कर
pretty
रहा है भाई उसको
concerned. I
टी
mean,
बैग
going back to the previous bonus they had where they did some serious damage. KC again going to be facing some pretty hefty firepower regardless. How many of those players?
ओके बोनस राउंड है
One
एनआरजी
tap
का
to Kiko's outlaw. Still Mata with that
केसी के बाद फुल
bulldog.
बाय है उनके पास इस
Couple
बार
guardians in there.
फुल बाय
Brock, give him the vandal. He's been damn good with it. Drone out. Ooh.
Trying to find that punish.
बच गया वो
Would have left DOS9 absolutely
नरेट को दे
wrecked.
देता ना वो बंडल नरेट का फिर भी एम चल रहा था वो उसको दे देता बंडल
Considering the check in towards door, but nothing to be seen there. Meanwhile, 11 taking some space in mid. Really going to be seeing much of anything here is Kiko sticking around, but yeah, will get pushed back, and Levin on the counter swing is able to find him.
That was kind of the plan here for NRG. Leave Kiko to his own devices to see if they could get a little bit extra space over towards B.
साइगेत्सु रिवील होगा यार बेचारा मार्डा को ड्यूलिस्टिक खेलना चाहिए था यार जेट खेलना था
Brock finding one. Scuba going to be pinned. His position known, but Brock just double checking up over the top of the wall.
कीको खेल लेता ना यार दूसरा वो ड्यूलिस्ट मतलब दूसरा स्मोक
follows the tracers. Does manage to find the headshot. The jump up.
nice try.
Quite going to be fast enough on that.
Scuba नहीं कर पाया बेचारा.
Once again, going to be preventing a bonus conversion.
Yeah, but still, again, pretty good damage being done by NRG.
By the way, 10 lakhs होने वाले guys, तो 10 lakhs करा दो
A little bit of armor damage to one of the other players.
मैं mostly mini map ही देख रहा हूँ पता है.
Nice quick reactions from him. Brock's gonna have a Hunter's Fury already here.
कम कर देता हूँ.
It's like he's gonna only go for this sheriff. Oh, what's he doing? Where's the money going, Brock? Marshall.
ये कौन से हेडफोन्स हैं इनके? कैरी ये हेडफोन्स यूज नहीं करते. उसके नीचे IEM होते हैं. नॉइज कैंसलेशन के लिए होते हैं जो हेडफोन्स होते हैं सिर्फ. कॉम्स के लिए और नॉइज कैंसलेशन के लिए होते हैं सिर्फ.
Pushing further in towards A main, but a lot of mid control here being established by KC like this makes it a lot more difficult for NRG. Force them into the extremities. They go A. Feels like you're maybe willing to play a little bit more retake potentially.
CS में भी same होता है और Valorant पे भी same ही होता है ये सीन ना.
I'll take that Marshall in a hand.
ताकि ऑडियंस की वॉइस ना आए पीछे से वरना बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएंगे ये.
DOS9 maybe?
Could be, but tap at the door. Ethan trying to see if he can get.
Bro, Ethan just निकला था बेचारा.
Spam, narrate. Tipping away. Got this KO.
Well, KC's had some good reads.
I think they know.
Some good angles to at least soften some targets up.
मेरे को लग रहा था उनको पता है कि ये जा रहे हैं. क्योंकि एक मिड पे बैठे हैं वो.
From NRG, the other four players. Considering the big hit.
आतुर बादल के पास वो है ऑपरेटर है.
In the back, he's actually just spamming for players, just ignoring the drone.
And nothing found there. Recon out. Going to be exchanged on both sides. Things not found. Kiko trying to find a target. And he will.
What?
Levin's going to be taken down as
Levin क्या कर रहा था?
Ethan. Position now for Kiko. Hearing these footsteps on the other side. Wants to play ring around the room.
क्या?
And catches Aves with util in hand. Coming over to the side.
Nice try, Kiko.
DOS9 will be able to take him out. Spike going to be planted. The Hunter's Fury trying to peel back some of this pressure as the rate goes up and over the top. And he will
यार थ्रो कर दिया यार उसने.
Brock's going to be completely surrounded. Skirts back the opposite side of the wall. The kill going through the
shot. अरे मेरे को लगा DOS9 मर गया.
Further, but now he is out of util. The lower player going for the defuse. Brock trying to get the spray and pray across. But the defuse won't be stuck.
Nice try यार.
KC.
बेचारा ब्रो क्या करता है यार इस टाइम पे?
For themselves. Still afloat, still denying
ये कहाँ
that
देख
point
रहे थे
from
दोनों.
NRG.
वही तो भाई. Still हार गए पता नहीं somehow ये round NRG.
That cove up. Give himself a little bit of extra protection. Gets a little scrappy here though for NRG, taking a lot of damage early. That really hurts them in the long run. Really
Actually मैं early damage बहुत ज़्यादा ले रहा है. NRG के player भाई मेरे को नहीं पता. मैंने 50 HP से ऊपर देखे या फिर नहीं देखे. एक दो player हमेशा वो हो जाते हैं बिल्कुल. 15-20 HP पे हो जाते हैं.
फिर भी क्लच करते हैं भाई.
नहीं अभी तो देख 2 राउंड वो जीत के 3 राउंड जीत गए वो.
अरे यार अभी तो बता रहे.
ये राउंड इंपॉर्टेंट है. तेरे को पता है ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है वाला राउंड.
Staying alive for a bit.
क्योंकि ये लास्ट राउंड में थोड़ा सा तो भाई है.
नहीं ये उनका बोनस राउंड है. उनका मतलब वो सेव राउंड है इनका. इको राउंड है. अगर NRG ये जीत गया तो फिर नेक्स्ट राउंड तो इजीली विन है.
Fast pivot here. Depends on how active Levin wants to get. High tide put up in front of his face. Is he going to
क्या वॉल
disrespect
खींचा
it?
भाई.
आवाज तो आ गई ना पर इनकी देख.
Okay, just enough of a pocket to peek through. Ethan will fall. Levin needs to not overstep from here, 'cause otherwise that could be a weapon recovered. It's just that one vandal alongside the bandits.
Brock को देख कर बैठ गया. Odin क्यों नहीं है Brock के पास?
Still in mid.
मजा आ जाता है अगर अभी Odin होती.
अरे इसमें ऑर्डर लेके फायदा नहीं है ना
Oh,
गया।
वॉल बैंग में
Timing.
स्पॉट्स किधर है
Shifting over to the side, maybe a
वही।
bit of an audio bait there
पर
from
पूरी
Sugetsu.
वो
Either
खत्म कर
way,
सकते हैं
he's
ना
been outdone.
टीम।
वो
It
तो
seems
है
like KC not finished with this map quite yet.
गए राउंड।
Lana trying to find that stun. Setting up the smoke, but it's
बेचारा
too
देख।
late. It's
मैं
not
वही तो
fast
कह रहा हूँ,
enough.
माडा को स्मोक नहीं खिलाना था,
But it
माडा को
has the
ड्यूलिश
kill.
खेलना था,
Scuba
किको
will
खेल
just
लेता यार
retreat,
दूसरा
goes to the
स्मोक।
weapon save.
वही
Carry that Vandal over into the next
इसमें
round.
माडा का
KC get
स्टैट देख
themselves
तो
up to
केडी
6.
देख
Well,
वही भाई
gotta give KC a lot of
एक ही
credit.
केडी है।
Talked a lot about how good NRG was on their
कीको अच्छा
defender's
ड्यूलिश
side
खेल रहा है,
about
नॉट
reading
इवन
their
गonna lie, अच्छा
opponents.
खेल रहा है वो,
They're
लेकिन
doing the
बात
same
वही है,
thing.
माडा को जचता नहीं है वो भाई
They're
हर बार।
finding their little individual style. They're
वो खेल ही नहीं पा रहा
ability
हर
to
बार लेके ना, एम भी नहीं कर
and
पा
then
रहा।
run. You know, Levin plays this so nicely here on
वो
the high
सोच ज्यादा
tide.
रहा है यूट्यूब के बारे में
Sugetsu
इसलिए खेल
वही
doesn't go down to the shorty
हमारे साथ
there,
भी
even
सेम
though
होता है, अगर
Scuba
हम कोई
finds that
ऐसा एजेंट ले
backstab.
लेते हैं जिस पे यूटिल
Levin
ज्यादा
plays
होती है
this
और हमें
wrong
यूटिल
really,
सा नहीं
really
होती है,
nicely. Finds great times
पर
to
सपोर्टिंग
disrespect
टीम
that
फिर
Harper
एम चले
neutral.
जाता है पूरा।
Very, very sturdy so far, RKC. So a very
रेडियंट
important
नाइट
round here.
माइंड मैप।
NRG looking to just get themselves up to 12. Get ready for the next one, but KC.
They want to try to make this fast again.
ऐसे
Players at main to try to contain this for KC.
मिड स्प्लिट कर रहे हैं पे,
The first, but Ethan trades it
फर्स्ट
back.
पिक मिल गया
This Bronx town
वही।
reckoning through.
That's it.
Blind
Nice
is
one.
out. Levin cleaned up. DOS 9 dead. 3-2.
मिड वाला
NRG.
जल्दी आए, मिड वाले बंदे जल्दी आए इसलिए इनको साइड
Back
मिल
on
गई,
the
पता है।
warpath.
हाँ वही
Try to take this up to map
रिकॉन है
point.
इसके पास।
One away from the knives.
3v2
one away
है,
from that Hunter's
winnable.
Fury. Not available to try to prevent this plant. Try to find
देख माडा फिर से मर गया,
a free.
उसका ट्रेड
disconnected
लिया
kill.
लेकिन सही है।
वही
Right, just swinging around the
shot.
side. We'll be able to find one. Makes his exit. Gets
अच्छा
it
मारा
back
भाई
into a
ने रेड ने।
2v2. Suddenly it
Okay.
becomes a hell of a lot more
2v2.
doable. It's a swing in the corner. Narrate. Finds
1v2.
another. Ethan dead. Kiko having the double.
वाओ
ओ
ब्रो, कीको
Gets
बिल्कुल
it
माडा
to
की तरह
NRG
खेल रहा है यार
now.
एक्चुअली में।
Up by 6. Map point is theirs.
Whoa. That
भाई बंदा सांस ले रहा है वहाँ,
just
Finally.
inches
देखा
away
देखा तूने
from giving
अपने
themselves a
हाथ
भाई,
couple more rounds. at least
हैवी
sending
सांस
it
लिए,
down
दिल
to
पे हाथ
the
लगा के बोलने
potentially.
ऑल इज वेल, ऑल इज वेल।
Nice little trade here
Love
early
out.
to set up the three-man stack through mid. Finds value. They find open space. Good read here.
कीको
by
लेकिन ऐसे नहीं
Ethan.
लग रहा था, ये कह रहा है ऑल इज वेल, ऑल इज
Get
वेल।
his team into a position to really get that plant down quickly. Now facing the full might of KC's ultimates. Literally everything available. Meanwhile, nothing super close for NRG.
Okay,
Scuba
एक round
not too
चाहिए
far
बस अब।
away from a pit potentially. Early pit ripped by
ए पे
Sugetsu.
अल्ट कर दिया
Oh, hello?
Has to backpedal away from that one real quick. The knives gonna go over. Thread this
भाई
is
बेचारा
Yes!
नरेट,
He's killed Narrate with a Hunter's Fury.
बेचारा नरेट। मैं पता है उसी चीज पे मेरे को हंसी आ रही है भाई, खुद के बंदे ने मार दिया अल्ट से।
As Levin
इससे बुरी चीज क्या होगी भाई?
And you know what? If you win the round, it is.
और वो
It
भी
happens.
क्वालिफायर्स में।
काजू भाई ने नहीं, जज भाई ने
Outside finds
किया था।
Ethan.
लगाओ
Peeping out of
भाई,
nest.
तो गलत
He
चीज है
himself surrounded and Kiko able to
भाई।
strike.
बेचारा डॉस 9
डॉस9 को दिया,
को ढोस
For
दिया।
now, out of her pit, as Sugetsu spotted a one.
लगाओ।
बेचारा धस गया बेचारा।
Slides back into this.
बहुत ज्यादा
Reinforcements gonna be
बेचारा।
coming in, but it looks like NRG might just be quietly creeping their way back
बी
out of
जाएंगे
this.
वो वापस, देख
Well, they should hear that.
उसने अल्ट कर दिया नियॉन ने, देख
जाना तो
Kiko made noise.
जाना तो बी चाहिए।
वही।
That's just an
सो हम
overdrive
वो
pop
ब्रॉक
to
मिड लेके
explode.
बैठा है ना,
Levin not going to get the opportunity to use that at all.
फ्रेंडली फायर बैन करो कि करो।
KC
लगाओ।
realizing that the rotations have come through the plant now on
सोच
the
अगर ये
site.
CS
Brock
होता।
still well out towards mid. He's
Ban कर
wary that the
देता
Viper's
भाई।
going to go through shop, through main.
नाइस।
Not
कोई
to be the
नहीं।
case. He needs to try to join in
2v2
alongside
है।
Mata sooner rather than later.
But he's going to be able to confirm the presence of KC
If
here.
he doesn't push this fast enough.
नाइस शॉट।
Beautiful.
दूसरा भी यही है।
Exactly where he needs to be. Recon can be tucked away from, but Sugetsu's still going to be known. Attention split on both sides. The wall set up to try to cut this off.
पिटे गए पीछे से, आगे पीछे दोनों साइड से।
Catch
क्या
on
कर रहा है
one.
ब्रॉक?
Eventually able to steady the spray. Snake bite over towards the arch side, but Mata's still going to be tucked over at backside. The stick having to come through. And Mata
Nice one,
swings to
GG's.
perfection, finds that elimination.
Let's
It's gonna
go,
be
भाई।
13 to
Easy
6
first match।
NRG.
सेकंड मैच होगा अब।
Stumbling a little bit,
केसी का
perhaps.
कोच
Couple
भी
of
भर
those
देगा
rounds for the
उसे,
most part.
नहीं
Working
इन चीजों में
full
भरते नहीं है,
control
समझाते हैं
always.
बस।
Yeah, this
लगाओ।
is just beautiful.
लेकिन बुरा हुआ यार उसके साथ एक्चुअली में
NRG,
नरेट के साथ।
execution from the players. Scuba,
मैं सच बता रहा हूँ,
absolutely
सबसे
nasty
ज्यादा
over
नरेट
that
को
B
पता है, खून
side.
फूक गया होगा। नरेट का रिएक्शन देखना है मेरे को।
Kiko, great with the op as usual.
मेरे को
really
नरेट का
meaningful
रिएक्शन दिखाओ भाई
awareness
यार,
displayed
ये
by him
देखो
too.
इन्हीं पिक्सल
Great map awareness. Again, I'm so impressed with NRG here, understanding where their opponents are, where they're going to be. If they give up
480p
negative
लेकिन
space, well, there could be somebody there.
और थोड़ा मोटू
The
वर्जन
boys of the Black Tees able to come out on top.
480p इसलिए तो बोला
win on Fracture. Extend this to a map 3. They would
लंबा
be sticking around, but for now, let's go ahead and send things back over to Digon and the desk.
The duel of the duelists were fun to watch, but there was clearly one winner in it as Kiko popped off and brought NRG to 13.
मेरा ये अटक
13
जाता
to
है
6
ऐसे
victory here in map number 1. Breeze NRG one win away from joining the rest of the teams in the playoffs as we welcome back our desk. It's Big Time and Kakuka. And Big Time, you've got two children that you've taught everything you know in this matchup.
What the
One of
heck?
them having a great start, the other one not so much. In Kiko and DOS9, how does it feel to be so torn right now?
Look, I'm proud of them both for making it this far. I think Dossie's on that harbor.
By the way,
It's
2 likes
always a
हो चाहिए
tougher
guys.
role,
10
but
likes
he'll
के
be
लिए
fine. He will cover.
लगाओ.
We know he can do that into the series. Keiko, I worked with him like right at the start of his career. He's grown so much since then.
Actually, मैं काफी easy match था ये ना उसके लिए.
That's where I work with him. That's where I feel like he's at
NRG के
his
लिए.
best on this jet, and I feel like he should
Just saying, नरेट अकेला कैरी नहीं कर रहा था केसी को.
That's what I thought, right? It's
I heard that too.
Kiko was like too long ago, but Dosha, yeah, like I know actually everything about him.
I think they're both amazing players that have learned a lot from other people.
GG, yeah,
Not
let's
just
go.
me, just most of
कैरी
it's
कितनी
me.
पढ़ाई है उसके लिए कल के पेपर के लिए?
But I do think when we talk about this map now, I really feel like
कुछ तो
NRG
तगड़ी
are
ऐड आ
so
रही है, पता नहीं
confident
क्यों.
on this map of
मेरे को
Breeze.
ऐसा लग
I
रहा
think
है.
they understand their own composition better than
Yeah.
anybody.
नहीं.
They know where to take these
बेकार
fights with
बेकार आ
the
रही है
harbor.
ऐड.
It's so effective. Common Corp just felt like they were always on the back foot from a macro perspective.
Yeah, but especially when we're in the second half, you know, and there was not a lot of ways that the KC knew how to deal with the A entrance
Actually.
and how to play around mid, something that I think on the
Hey,
first half
Aki.
NRG were doing
हाँ.
beautifully. When we were speaking about
मेरा
the
माउस
teams
का
that were
मैक्स पुलिंग रेट
working Breeze,
लिखा
working
हुआ
all
था
perspective
1000,
of the
ठीक है.
maps.
हाँ.
Actually,
लेकिन अटैक चेक को
NRG
टेस्ट करो
has to
पुलिंग
be
रेट्स
now on top
जिस
of
पे
that. I
टेस्ट
know
करते
the
हैं
BBL did an amazing
उधर
job
3000 आ रहा है पुलिंग
earlier
रेट.
today, but the
Nice.
work
3000 आ
that
रहा है.
NRG
कभी
has
कभार हो
done
जाता
on
है,
this
differ करता
map
है.
is incredible. Seeing Kiko, the tournament that he's having, not just
Yeah.
today, but previous days as well.
और
तेले तो अच्छा है ना अगर
Why
3000 आ
decided
रहा
to
है.
take him from us. He is
लेकिन वो
still
कभी-कभी आ रहा है ना,
absolutely
वो गलत
brilliant.
बात है.
Thank you very much, big time.
वो तो
Yeah, no, I mean,
inaccuracy है
I
फिर
feel
वो
like
अच्छा नहीं है
for me,
फिर.
it's all about the anchors on
लेकिन
this
सही है
defensive
3000
side.
आ रहा है तो
Scuba,
मतलब
I
पुश
think
हो जाता है
Raw
बीच
pulled
में.
his weight as well,
1000 भी
but
अच्छा ही
truly,
है.
I think on this Viper, Scuba is so comfortable, so confident. He's able to do the
और
hard
वो
jobs of locking
एक
down these
शॉट
difficult
बचा
tight sides.
है
He's
लास्ट
coming away
चैप्टर
from
का.
every
अच्छा फिर तो बढ़िया.
situation with more kills than he should, which is
और
incredible.
फिर कल का क्या प्लान है कैरी
This
बर्थडे का?
form of Scuba is what got them the trophy last year, by the
Yeah.
way.
ओ जब तक मैं ये कह रहा हूँ जब तक ये हो रहा है इनका, चलो मैं तुम्हें वो बता देता हूँ, तुम्हें थोड़ा वॉक थ्रू दे देता हूँ उसका टास्क का क्या है सीन है. मैं सोच रहा हूँ एक ना फैन पेज बनाया जाए जिसमें तुम लोग मेरी क्लिप्स डालोगे और अगर कोई क्लिप वायरल हुई तो फिर मैं तुम्हें वीपी दूंगा. ऐसा सीन.
ओके वर्क्स फॉर मी भाई, वर्क्स फॉर मी.
ऐसा सीन.
मेरे को चलेगा.
वही जितनी वायरल होगी उस हिसाब से और जितना थोड़ा रीच बढ़ेगा उस हिसाब से फिर मैं वीपी दे दूंगा. करा कर वापस पढ़ाई करनी
गाइस वैसे
पड़ेगी
जितने भी लोग देख रहे हो, तुम लोग को पता है गिव अवे होने वाला जल्दी, बहुत जल्दी.
एक्चुअली हिंदी का एक शब्द नहीं पढ़ा था अभी तक. हिंदी का तो इजी है फिर भी हिंदी में तो कुछ है ही नहीं. एक्चुअली में मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ पता है तुम लोग चाहे एक ही चैनल बना लो उस पे वाईटी का और उसका इंस्टाग्राम का फैन पेज के लिए जिस पे तुम सारे के सारे मिलके क्लिप्स डाल सको जितने तुम चाह रहे हो, जितने लोग चाह रहे हो कि उनको तुम्हें वीपी चाहिए तो. जैसे लिस्ट तो होगा ही उसमें पर तुम्हें लेकिन कुछ वो करना पड़ेगा.
List तो होगा ही उसमें.
लेकिन अरे नहीं लेकिन कुछ करना पड़ेगा भाई दूसरों को भी. ये नहीं कि तू ही डाले जा रहा है और तू ही सब कुछ कर रहा है. कुछ तो हेल्प करनी पड़ेगी, पूरी क्लिप डालनी पड़ेगी खुद से, तब जाके फिर मैं वीपी दे सकता हूँ. मैं पहले ही कुछ रेट नहीं बोल रहा कितने कितने वीपी दूंगा. मैं अपने हिसाब से दूंगा जितने मेरे पास उस टाइम पे पैसे होंगे क्योंकि अच्छी भी चीज़ है. चैनल की इससे रीच भी बढ़ेगी और थोड़ा वो भी होगा, लोग जानेंगे. मैं एग्जाम से फ्री होके करूंगा, कोई बात नहीं, जब से स्टार्ट करना है तब से स्टार्ट कर दो। उससे पहले लेकिन ना प्लान बना लेना पूरा, तुम सारे के सारे मिलके। यार एक तो ये मेरे को पता है, बार बार ओनी पिक्सल मैं बार बार सोच रहा हूँ ओनी पिक्सल कहाँ से खेल रहा भाई वैलोरेंट, फिर याद आता अच्छा ब्रॉक है ना ये तो इनकी टीम में। तो मतलब वो चैनल या पेज हम 2-3 में शेयर्ड रहेगा, और क्या। और तुम डिस्क्रिप्शन में कहीं पे अपने आप को मेंशन कर सकते हो, लाइक किसने डाली है। अगर इंस्टाग्राम पे है तो तुम अपना मेंशन कर सकते हो नीचे, लेकिन लास्ट में बिल्कुल पहले मेरे पेज का नाम कि फॉलो की इस लाइफ लाइक दिस, फिर उसके बाद नीचे अपना मेंशन डाल सकते हो कि किसने एडिट करी है, एडिटेड बाय करके, ऐसे करके डाल सकते हो, वो सही रहेगा। वाईटी पे तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में डायरेक्ट अपना नाम डाल सकते हो, बस नाम डाल दो, उससे पता चल जाएगा किसने डाली है वो। इस पे एड्स पे थोड़ा कॉपीराइट आता। हाँ तो कौन सा गेम डाउनलोड करा जाए, अभी नहीं लगाऊंगा भाई, मैं सबसे पहले ना इसको डिलीट करूँ बैटलफील्ड को। ये देखना 23 जीबी का अपडेट आ रखा भाई, 24 जीबी का। बैटलफील्ड 6 को डिलीट करा जाए ज़रा ना, मेरे पीसी में फिर बहुत ज़्यादा स्टोरेज हो जाएगा। यार मेरा मन कर रहा है यार ये खेलने का काफ़ी ज़्यादा। अभी जैकएस ये भी आ रखे है, स्ट्रिगर कैप्सूल्स, फर्स्ट मूव, स्केड्यूल 1, काफ़ी सारे गेम हो गए यार अब, बस खेलने का टाइम और मिल जाए। पता है मेरे को लग नहीं रहा अब कुछ टाइम तक ज़्यादा मैं खेल पाऊंगा, छोटी छोटी स्ट्रीम्स ही हो पाएगी ड्यू टू इंटर्नशिप, और थोड़ा करियर पे भी ध्यान देना है। हाश मैंने तो सीएस भी खेली ही नहीं भाई, कह रही मैं तो कह रहा हूँ माउस माउस के लिए ना कंप्लेंट करनी चाहिए थी तेरे को पहले उस पे फ्लिपकार्ट पे, जब तेरे को दिख रहा था ना कि ये तेरे को रिपेयर करके ही देंगे तेरा माउस। मोस्टली पता क्या करती है कंपनीज, वो एक्सचेंज करके नहीं देती माउस, वो उसको रिपेयर करके दे देती है वापस से, जिससे हमें लगता है कि इन्होंने चेंज करके दे दिया।
Up
And
1-0
that's
over
bad.
Carmine Corp, and now we move to map number 2,
बहुत बार
which
करी,
was
हर जगह
Carmine
कर दी,
Corp's
नो
pick
रिप्लाई।
of
उनके पास वो
Fracture.
करना फिर
Unique thing
कस्टमर
about
केयर पे,
this is that
फ्लिपकार्ट पे वो
Carmine
रिप्लाई
Corp
करते हैं
tried
जल्दी।
to gamble with
मेरा
their
भी एक
map
ऐसे
picks
दिक्कत हुई थी जब मैंने
against
उनसे सामान मंगाया था पहले,
Paper Rex when they pulled out the sunset and almost got
हो
it
गया था
done
मेरा
losing
तो
13 to
एक्सचेंज।
11. And then we were on the desk. Everyone was like, "Oh wow, you're going into Paper Rex's Fracture. This is where they get to do
करा था,
all of
फिर
the
क्या
W
हुआ?
gaming and cross all the different ways to entry onto that A and B site."
Yeah.
And
फिर
then
तू कह
Carmine
रही
Corp
तूने
won,
उनसे अच्छी तरीके
and
से
so
बात नहीं
now
करी, या तो
Carmine
ये हो
Corp
सकता है,
get
या
to
तेरे को
use
बच्चा
that as
समझ के
their
टाल
unique
दिया।
pick here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the story.
इसलिए मैं
for
कह रहा
sure.
था
I
तेरे को
have
अपने पेरेंट्स
counted
से
them
बात
out
करानी
when
थी।
it went to Fracture in
We all
that last
did.
series. But they really showed their resilience, and I think they really actually understood the map, probably even maybe more than they thought they even did, to the point where they play it, they win it, and they go, guys, maybe
ये
we should be
शेरवानी
picking
की
this.
ऐड क्यों आ रही
Maybe
है
we
बहुत?
don't need Sunset. Maybe this is the one. And that's what it
किसी का
feels
ब्याह
like.
होने
So
वाला है क्या
hopefully they're
जल्दी?
able to replicate that
लमाओ।
performance that we saw from them in the past here today.
Yeah, and also if we add on to the fact that NRG did lose this map against PaperX, you know, if I am able to win against PaperX and PaperX is with them to
The old transitive property there,
Actually-
right?
Yeah.
I can beat A,
We just
B,
hope that
B,
this is
C.
yeah, but the thing is, like,
Actually,
in
that was
Valorant,
bad,
it's
yaar,
never
जब
like
PRX
that.
हारा
It's always
KC
like
से।
rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
It's not because you are able to win, you know, it doesn't work like that. For the side of KC, I understand why they want to feel that way, when they also want to surprise. I think that you have to, right, get in at this moment in the tournament where everything is at stake and you are not the favorite. You have to surprise.
Actually,
For the
you are
side of
not the
NRG, though,
favorite.
when they played against PaperX,
That was
I
something
remember asking the
crazy.
guys, yo, how did that game go? And they said that NRG were always in control. The problem is that PaperX was getting a lot of momentum because at the beginning of each half, they were getting a lot of rounds on the board and bouncing back.
बाद
to
में
that.
जब तक
Was
सेकंड मैप
getting
स्टार्ट
more
हो
and
रहा है ना,
more
मैं सुसु
complicated.
करके आया,
And at the
पानी
end of
लेके
the
आया,
day,
पानी खत्म हो
was
गया है।
PaperX
स्टे हाइड्रेटेड
Fracture.
चैट,
So,
स्टे
of
हाइड्रेटेड,
course,
पानी
it's not
पीते रहो
something
मस्त।
that they were
मैं पानी
expecting.
लेके आया जरा ना।
Look, for me, I'm still believing in the
Yeah, yeah,
hero's
मैं पानी लेके
journey
आया।
here for Carmen Cole. You know, they faced that adversity. It's tough. Then the bounce back. We're on the climb. Just when it looks like it might all fall apart, that's when heroes are made. That's when stories are written, especially here at EWC. Carmen Core, they now have to pull off 2 perfect maps to get in front of that home crowd.
Well, I
Stay
feel
of
like
gay
there are a
propaganda.
couple of maps where, you know, shooter's gonna shoot, you can just play straight up and work through your gunplay. But I feel like there are a couple of maps where if you come in with such strategies, it gives you a massive advantage. Breeze being one, and I think Fracture being another one.
Yeah, I think Fracture plays so differently to all the other maps in the pool, right? That's why it's very Marmite. You love it or you hate it.
You're either very good or you're very bad. Like it is difficult to when there's two teams that are good at it. That there is, I would say, a bigger difference because you see who understands it better.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also the reason why a lot of teams and players really don't like this map because you have to play it so differently. You see, the roles have to shift around. It's the only one in the pool now where we see a lot of Brimstone. Very different for the Smokes players. Like it does feel different to play. So NRG, it did look like a weakness when we saw it from them last. It's more about if they were prepared for it coming up in this veto. How much work have they put in since we last saw it against Paper Rex? And for Common Core, how much have they been able to improve on what they were able to do in that great upset?
And Fracture, it's already a difficult map. If we think about it from the angle of all the metas that we've had, what has been strong, how Viper has been slowly, for some reason, leaving most of the maps now, how the double duelist is played, how you still have to manage to keep control of some part of the maps. Looking forward to see if we get Team Heretics playing on this map, because actually in EMEA, they had one of the better understandings. But on this one, I feel like I have to be on NRG's boat. I feel like they will continue that performance that they were having on Breeze, because seriously, they were just the better team.
Wow, that's some serious EMEA doubt from you. Not me, the truest of believers. Common Core turn this around. They run the bracket. You gotta stop believing people. Now is the time. I gotta give
them both.
All right, we're diving into Agent Select now. It will be Carmine.
कुछ देर में start होने वाला है,
double duelist, the same composition that we saw them run earlier against Paper Rex.
Yeah, so this is both what we would expect from them. The only difference here is the Raze versus the Waylay. Now, for me in general, I like how Americas uses the Waylay. I feel like they're the most ahead in terms of that. Look for these cheeky set places. The Saturate can find a lot of value on this map, as well as that double dash to create a lot of space. Raze is trying to do the same thing with those satchels, but ultimately, there'll be a lot of mutual understanding across this on how each team likes to play.
You need to control the map, especially when there are two Phoenixes on play. And I want to see players like Suigetsu, for example, stepping up a little bit. But KC, from this defense, needs to fight. If control of the tempo falls into the hands of NRG, this might be a quick map.
Backs against the wall, but the blue wall stands with it. It's Carmine Corp needing 2 map wins to make it to the playoffs. NRG have done the tough work of winning their map pick. Now will they be able to get the upset and move on to the playoffs? Let's find out with this Group B decider, map number 2, KC versus NRG.
A Fracture has been a tricky one for NRG, dominant regionally, but struggling whenever they get to the internationals. Dispatched on that map by Paper Rex, a 13-9 scoreline in favor of SEA squad. NRG not been able to find a win on it since playing back in Americas.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough go of them for a map I'm sure they felt very comfortable on coming into London, but ran into Foot, lost to them. They've lost to Paper Rex on this map too. Whereas KC, on the other hand, just beat Paper Rex and looked really clean about it. Had some really good anti-ideas, I think, especially with their rate, with the Phoenix using his ult to often counter Jing's Raze ult. Now, that's not going to necessarily need to be the case here. So then I look at Kiko, think, hey, man, you see what he's doing yesterday? There's a Raze on the other side there. Maybe. You can try and mimic some of that, but we'll have to wait and see. But KC, I just thought, had a really good general idea of how to play the map. Like they controlled space well. They took their moments. They were countering whatever Paper X wanted to do. They were able to kind of work the map in different ideas that kept Paper X guessing. So for NRG, was that what you saw the other day enough here to give you the read? Was Bonkar able to put together another masterclass?
Almada offering up that Sheriff over to Brock, getting that into his hands, ensuring that he's able to have those 3 Sky Smokes as well. Push at the corner, it's going to be Narrate taking that first kill. Levin, however, going to be taking quite a bit of damage, and Kiko will be taking both of them down. Kill found, Blaze Wall. As well as that Haunt going to be chucked out, Sugetsu just to stay tucked into the corner, but likely would have been spotted. Couple shots going to be coming through, and he's going to try to play the rest of this out a little bit more quietly. Flyer going to be cleared. Ethan staying entrenched here at the spike, has that frenzy, wants them to get up close and personal with him, but weapon now will be heard. Molly as well going to be sent out at his feet. Takes him a little bit low, but Kiko's able to find a 3rd kill. Ethan with 1 as well. And now it's just Sugetsu tagged to 24. Somehow try to pull A 3K out of the hat. Still has to re-clear the entirety of the site. Drops back down. Has not been able to hold this to happen. All the mollies layered in. Kiko gets a 4K. That is a scary way for NRG to start things off. Kiko's 2 charges from having that ult online.
It took me a lot of time.
I mean, you
to
basically feel like he's
call the
100%
water.
gonna have it for the bonus. It could even get it in the next round. Not
बारिश हो
gonna
रही
use it
है
most likely,
that's what
but
अरे finally.
it's a little bit of a weird start here. Nice high-low setup for KC, but this round to me was all
Easy
about
for
the
NRG.
counters from NRG. It's that flash from Kiko into the double
Let's go
kill.
NRG,
And then
NRG,
when there's
NRG
the
spam
molly
करो guys.
onto site, the prowler into the molly onto Ethan.
सारे के
That's when NRG
सारे
actually swings
कर
to
दो
bail him out.
spam.
Those are
Below
really
NRG,
good
bhai.
individual calls, individual decisions in the heat of the moment that win NRG that pistol and keep the ball rolling for them. Couple rifles, Kiko Brock gonna be swinging with the Vandals. Well, Sheriffs, and then Mata with the Marshal. Four-man
Will I
push.
be
DOS9 to get two,
pretty?
and immediately
Nice
down
one.
and dusted. Brock, Kiko, the Vandals making quick work of them.
Yeah, and with that kill, Kiko one away, so could just give him the spike, go for the plant. Meanwhile, they're gonna try to overwhelm Mata, who's having some uncharacteristic whiffs with that Marshal, just can't quite connect him.
Lamo.
As well as that kill over to the hands of the right, who's now also 1 charge away.
House to see.
Actually, that whip was
That
crazy.
Marshal to use, the players still working their way over towards B.
अभी कल से एंड शिप पे
Play a
तब
bit of
जाता मेरे
post
से
play
ना.
here. Have a lot for this. Sees couple mollies. The KC, I would think, just want to die to the spike at this point. Maybe narrate.
Probably for the best. Paint Shell to at least check the corner, see if they can get a freebie. Blazewall will be invested into this, but there's the molly and there's the spam. Brock, exactly who you want to be able to scoop up these remaining kills. Get towards that orbital. Second molly goes in.
मार्शल मिल गए उसको.
And
मार्टा की.
Aves and Levin will go down. No one going to be giving him the angle. Aves will just fall to the spike alongside the Rays, and that's going to be a clean 2-0 start for NRG.
Nice 2-0.
Now this next round gets really interesting because both Phoenixes have to run it back. So
Actually.
generally, as the defender, you're going to want to hang on to yours. You're going to want to wait until your opponent uses theirs before you start trying to make a move, before you kind of have to react, unless you've got some kind of crazy good set play in the back, which I wouldn't mind here as KC. I want to see them get a little bit more proactive on the extremities of the map. They've tried, they've been shut down, but you got to keep pressing as the defenders. You got to keep looking for those extra angles, extra advantages. So it looks like Aves, again, he was widely left pretty unchecked at Dish against Paper Rex, but NRG wants to test him early. I think this, again, screams good homework to me, because I think this was an opportunity that Paper Rex never really capitalized on, was how often Aves was just on his own. You could at least clear this space. You don't have to necessarily go for the big hit, but they're going to try.
Here comes that run it back, but Kiko will be grabbed by the C's. They're trying to counter spray him out. Aves on the reposition, just here alongside drop. Jumps up and over the top. It's quite a bit of damage, but will be able to get the jump on Kiko right as he snaps back. And Brock dead to the nade.
यार केसी ने कमबैक करा पाए इस राउंड में.
Lights out on this anti-bonus.
That's crazy. Scuba alone.
Completely smothering NRG and catching them off guard.
I feel like
We don't have a
I've seen
spike,
that
I
play
guess.
before. That's really nicely
पता था
done
मुझे.
by Aves.
Three scales
हाँ, ये
forward.
क्या ही
Once
दिखाने
they
वाला
get this
था मैं ना.
elimination. Extra charge towards the nightfall. Scuba doesn't even really go for this at all, or does he just drift back?
Torch ना.
In a 1v5, so it seems like
Calculator खोल रहा हूँ मैं,
wait, see if
सोचो.
anyone comes exploring, which Levin might just do.
पूछो. And as you got this for real.
He hears that noise.
Wait, मैं ना एक बार फिर वो कर लेता हूँ. जब तक इससे मतलब ऐसे भी कर रहा है यार वो मैं.
As here comes the spam.
Fish come on कर
will be
लेता
the
हूँ.
one to collect it. And KC get themselves on the board.
Yeah, this is what was working so well for
KC भी
KC
फिर
against
से आ गई क्या
Paper
form
Rex,
में?
was their ability to
We can
react
say
to the
that.
fast hits in really interesting and smart ways, and also it's just the tempo
KC
that
is
they're willing
also
to
back
play
in
at. Like, you
form.
want to play fast? We will absolutely be matching that with our rotations on the defender side, but Aves doing a great job again, buying a little bit of time and then making a cheeky little maneuver while NRG is dropping down into sight, uses that C's to stall them out a little bit. They just want to press forward. They're just committed to that hit all the way. Naves plays it beautifully. Tees up, I think it was DOS9 who got a couple kills on the backside there.
Okay.
Big round. Speaking of DOS9, gonna get his ult from that.
भाई टाइमिंग
Spot on
बच
this
गए वो
side.
बच गए
Prowler, I think, was not heard over at B, so the attempted fake not really going to be filmed.
एक्चुअली में वो बच गए फिनिक्स और साइफर वो अपने स्पॉन पे नहीं गए आई मीन वहां पे नहीं गए
Smoke's going down.
डिश पुश नहीं करा उन्होंने
Smokes as
लाइक
well as that double dash forward. They could become
साइफर और
increasingly
फेड को
convinced
मार
that this
सकते
is
थे वो
going to be
पता
a
है
hit.
टाइमिंग लेके
Spike could be passed over into the hands of Mata, try to get that convergent paths online.
ओके ही इज गोना अल्ट
Reassesses
फॉर
his plant
टॉप
spot, and that's going to be the orbital out very early. Mata can now go for this one safely.
Nice patience
तो
being
होता ही
shown
है
there.
इनमें
Can he escape is going to be the big question.
लिखते आते ज्यादा
Just be left on a bit of an island. DOS9 assessing where he wants to set up
वही
these
वही
smokes.
कि
Meanwhile,
हटा
the
दिया
fight
मैंने एक तो
coming in.
गलती से
Narade winning that one out. Kiko going to be struck down. Molly now forward at their feet, but Narade gets past it. Eventually going to be flushed out as Brock. He swings that corner, clears him out, but that is going to be significant damage suffered now by
Actually,
NRG. Scuba, however, on this flank could be their undoing. Finds the first, needs to look for a hell of a lot more though. The last one standing, the drop down to his demise, who gets from
एक्चुअली
Sands.
केसी इज अगेन बैक damn
We'll tie it up at 2-2.
This is great
मेरे को
play
लग नहीं
from
रहा था यार
Narade
केसी
again.
कमबैक कर सकती है
He is so locked in on Phoenix on this map.
पर एक्चुअली में बहुत
And
तगड़ा
he
कमबैक कर रही है यार केसी
Breaks out of a tough situation there. NRG
No,
throwing a lot
NRG
of
should be
utility door. The
careful.
smokes are there.
क्योंकि उन्होंने PRX
That
को
first
हराया था
flash,
यार
So good. Finally stopped by Brock. Scuba's lurk took a long time to really
Narrate is fully
come to
locked in
fruition. That's
Now
gonna be
he's
an
fully
early
locked
timeout
in.
here from Boncar. Already
NRG ने
seeing
फाइनली
some
टाइम
things
आउट
he
लिया
doesn't like.
बाकी मैं ये कह रहा हूँ इसलिए तुम लोग ऐसे भी कर सकते हो अगर देख बीस्ट भी कहेगा तो तुम लोग ऐसे भी कर सकते हो अलग अलग चैनल्स भी बना सकते हो लाइक कोई क्लचेस की रील डाल रहा है कोई उसकी वो डाल रहा है रील्स या फिर शॉर्ट्स जो भी डालना है तुम्हें कोई उसका डाल रहा है फनी मोमेंट्स डाल रहा है
Yeah, like you
अब
said,
मोस्टली मेरे को
let
लग रहा है
Mata
वॉच
to his
पार्टी
own
ज्यादा करा
devices.
करूंगा मैं
I think it
अगर
you know,
वीसीटी
if
का
you
मेरे को
lose
वो
that
मिल गया
three-man
एक्सेस मिल
stack
गया
trying to hold that door, that's just it. That post plant is cooked.
मस्त मजा आएंगे यार वीसीटी की तो वॉच
Especially
पार्टी
if
करने में
Scuba's just a little bit late on that lurk.
Something like that, if you have the refract set up and you can get the spike planted.
Right.
I'm not sure how the timing exactly works out on that one, but
It felt intentional that they were trying to bait out that orbital strike, right?
yeah. They got the tap, and they managed to get that out effectively. It's
यार
just
मेरे को लग रहा था
everything
यार
from there.
एनआरजी इजीली जीतने
Scuba
वाली है
just
यार
a
पर
little bit too
केसी
late
इज
to try to
बैक
get in to find that backstab. If he's able to get that right, is obvious about the drop down. He's probably going to be good for 2 eliminations, but the rest of the team is just already dead.
Right.
So the timing's a bit more
KC
wobbly
is
here
fully
for
back
NRG
again.
compared to what we were seeing on Breeze, and KC are also just a lot more dialed in and in tune with this map.
Yeah, and I love the way Narrate plays. He's such a
KC
good
यार
Phoenix on
हारी
this
तो
map.
चाहिए
He
यार
has
KC
such good instincts, great
NRG
timings
should
with the
win.
flashes. Reads his opponents incredibly well. This time, that Prowler is going to find the trip.
एनआरजी विन लेट्स गो
And a weaker buy. Funneling these into Mata this time.
थोड़ी सी ग्रीन टी पे ले जाए
Getsu into a swing there, but none to be found. Push past that.
Nice one, Kiko.
cage, and Kiko will be able to win the fight. Doesn't even take that much damage. Of course, has the heals. as
Mada-
well. Push
Mada
back
Vele
and
खेल
push
रहा है,
forward
okay?
very quickly. But spray and pray forward to Canteen. DOS9 going to be struck down.
Hello,
Narrade's-
Danke.
Oh! Pushing forward, looking
Danke
for more. Nearly has him
schön.
lined up. Can't quite collect it, but Aves still going to be good for one more. Nade to the corner. Kiko's going to be dead.
ओके भाई यस
Pushes
कैरी
forward. He manages to scale past that right before the explosion comes in.
कैरी लिखने वाला 4 घंटे और
While Scuba unable
The
to
shot.
win this critical fight. It's got to be a one tap from Kiko.
1v1
Can't commit to the plant.
कीको वर्सेस
He's gonna
11
swing all the way over to A.
मुझे
15
शायद से
seconds needs
गिफ्ट
to get
मिल
out of the
जाए
longer distance
क्या
to
गिफ्ट
go for
मिलेगा
sprint.
कैरी
And Levin is already cheating.
मैं ही भूल
back.
गया था मेरा बर्थडे लम्हा हो
Kiko just
कुछ तो मिलेगा
paused for now, and now we'll rescale
ये
it
मत
to be
बोलियो
able to
कैरी
brilliantly
GTA 6
play
मिल
whether
रही
or
है
not this leads to the round win. Still yet to be seen.
He's got to run it back after this, though.
क्योंकि फिर तो उसको एंजॉय नहीं कर पाएगा गेम को
For this, but yeah, if he can get the plant, get into a
कीमेरा
safe
क्यों ले रहा है
position,
क्या मेरे को ये बता
Levin has both blast packs, so he can get on top of wherever.
अच्छा
he
माउस है वो
commits to
एक्चुअली
this
में
right back
जिस
from.
भाई काजू भाई दोनों यूज
तो
करते हैं
We'll even get the chance
काजू भाई
now
दोनों
with
यूज
the
करते हैं
stop.
मतलब
और क्या काजू भाई के पास भी वही था दोनों ने साथ में मंगाया था
And KC with
जो उनके
the
घर पे
defuse
पीसी
will
था
move up 3-2.
Oh,
वो
boy.
बता
I mean, it's a hell of a go of it on what is effectively an eco, other than the rifle of Kiko.
नाइस ट्राई कीको
भाई कैरी तू 80 के
Definitely.
0 ले ब्रो
Found purchase in that round. Getting that first kill on a Sugetsu. absolutely insane. Sugetsu can't even do much out of that position. Barely touches
हाँ
him.
मैंने तो उसके
Then narrate.
अच्छे
2
रिव्यूज
fast
सुने
kills with the
हैं।
Phantom.
कितने का है? 1800 तक का है वो।
Beautiful work.
80 के वाला कितने का है स्लेस?
Can't quite answer back. They stack up a little bit there.
80 का 0
Scuba can't
मैं तो
win
उसको
that
बोलूंगा 80 का
1v1.
अल्टीमेट ले ले।
But
80
crucial.
का अल्टीमेट जो है ना उसका
प्राइस तो बता दे
Fishing
लेकिन
for
एक बार
hoping
उसको।
that
GPX का क्लोन
maybe Levin would get a little impatient.
उसका प्राइस
deny the
$52 होगा मे बी।
52
Not
मतलब
up, missed out now,
4500।
though. Save up. Big ult available. One
काफी
away
ज्यादा हो
from an
जाएगा
orbital strike
उसके
for
लिए
Brock,
भाई।
Kiko and Mata sitting on their duelist ults respectively.
जो
Narrate
मेरा
just
वो तो
spams
फिर भी
through.
थोड़ा
Gets Kiko
सस्ता हो
down
जाएगा।
instantly.
1800
That's the run it back
1700
on.
2000 तक।
You're kidding me.
Just another kick to the gut for NRG.
ओके स्कूबा मैन।
3-player stack now on this north side, just hugging this tripwire.
Lamau, they're gonna do the retake from
Still to be so worried about
Arcane.
Ray
Arcade,
and
Arcade.
Sugetsu. Here it be. There's just no
काई
easy
मेरा
way to
की
try to get
मेरा जो भी
access to the
बोलते हैं वो
site.
ले ले।
इतना तो
Run it back,
खेलूंगा
gonna be
भी
committed,
नहीं,
narrate, spraying
अभी
and
तो
praying,
पक्का
trying to see
नहीं
if we can find
है।
anything before this one
वही
does
कह रही
expire,
फिर
but there's the
उसी को लियो।
backstab. Levin arriving is instantly able to find 2
1000
players.
काफी
Brock
होता है
and
यार
Ethan will
DPI,
get taken
मतलब वो
down.
हर्ट्स।
The Phoenix ult gone. No, closer to trying to get this plant in
और
play.
अगर तू वायर्ड लेगा तो तेरे को 4 या 8000 का मिल
Completely
जाएगा
surrounded.
सस्ते में।
माउस बाय
Scuba
वाइड
lucky
लेके
to be
फायदा नहीं
alive,
है।
but with this operator, I mean, what are you meant to really do? The first shot ringing out on him.
Arey.
Now he's going to be struck down. Scuba
ब्रो
having to try to fight his way out of here.
ये knife out इतनी जल्दी क्यों हो जाते हैं?
There's just no way to rescue this round. He'll plant his feet, and looks like KC will show the respect that Scuba earned from that previous map's performance. They won't go chasing, but they say thank you very much. You just handed us an operator.
यार केसी काफी अच्छा खेल
As
रहा है यार।
well as a 2-round lead.
ये मत कहना है थर्ड मैप तक जाएगा ये मैच।
I mean, it's just crazy work. The way that they're able.
मुझे लैगी
then
से क्यों लग
maneuver
रहा
on
है
the
कैरी
map,
क्योंकि
they start
जीजी
just
होने वाली है
taking
स्ट्रीम फिर
space.
से ड्रॉप फिल्म शॉट हो
This is
चुका है देख।
exactly what you wanted to see out of KC on this defender
इसी
side.
टाइम
They
पे क्यों
have
है?
such a good feel for
इसी
the
टाइम
flow
पे
of
होता
this
है मेरा
map.
वाईफाई जाता है।
Meanwhile, NRG looks a little rattled now.
मैं वही तो इसलिए तो कह रहा हूँ मैं वाईफाई प्रोवाइडर ही
I mean,
चेंज
that
करूंगा
is
अपना।
a brutal way to start the round too. You throw up that
डिस्कॉर्ड
blaze
बंद कर दे
wall,
डिस्कॉर्ड बंद कर दे।
you just get spammed right
अरे उससे
down.
नहीं हो पाएगा यार
Lose
कुछ
that
भी।
key
फिर
ultimate
भी इसमें होता
that
रहेगा।
you're gonna have to chew another round through potentially. They are gonna buy into
मैं तो
this.
डिस्कॉर्ड पे भी
They
नहीं
had
था जब
enough in
स्ट्रीम
the
चल रही
bank.
होती है।
Operator actually not going to be carried over by KC. They opt to not go for it. Are we looking for some kind of wombo here? Convergent paths into the
या तो
orbital
मैं ये
strike
कर सकता हूँ
potentially.
अपने फोन का वाईफाई बंद कर देता हूँ क्या पता थोड़ा स्टेबल हो जाए।
Ethan starts out on the north side of the map, looking again for KC to get aggressive, but now
अपने फोन का बंद कर देता हूँ
play
मैंने
a little more
नेटवर्क।
default. Boombot's not going to see anything here though, so they're going to lean over towards B.
अरे
Scuba
बंद
starting to
करना है
clear
वाईफाई।
sewers.
फोन का वाईफाई बंद
I
कर
feel
देता
a
हूँ।
little bit uncomfortable for NRG. Like they're already behind the curve in this round.
और क्या एक्चुअली में टाइम सेट कर रखा है भाई
Trying to spread
बहुत
the map,
पैसे
they're
खा रहे हैं
trying to
नॉट
sell
इवन
some
गोना लाई
attention.
वाईफाई वाले
See footsteps
300 mbps कह के 80 mbps देते हैं।
sent out by Ethan. That isn't a ton of info there. So I don't
इसलिए मैं
think
सोच रहा
KC
हूँ
makes
एयरटेल
much of
पे
a
शिफ्ट हो
change.
जाऊँ मैं ना
That's a
पर
quick
उसका
back
महंगा
pedal
थोड़ा।
on towards that north side to make sure that they're not getting pinched here. So for now, because nothing spotted on Dish, they continue to just leave 3 players on
सिर्फ
B.
स्ट्रीम थोड़ी बफर करेगी बाकी सब सही है।
KC have a very strong understanding of exactly what
एयरटेल
NRG is
शिफ्ट
doing.
होने के बाद
They're in pole position to counteract this.
क्या?
Just have so much map control.
एयरटेल पे शिफ्ट होने के बाद
They'll run it back from
नहीं
Kiko's going to have to go
अभी
hard
का
to
बता
paint.
रहा हूँ अभी थोड़ी सी
Spade
लैग
Show's gonna be
करेगी
sent
बस।
out. Showstopper looking to go up and over the top, but Kiko will be able
अब
to find
इतना
the
पैकेट
one
लॉस
strike
नहीं
now.
हो
They're
रहा
gonna
कल
call
की
it towards
तरह।
Canteen for the push forward. Delzine able to find those 2 kills. Ethan and Mata both struck down now. They have to rescale forward. 13 seconds remaining in the round. Brock, the spike in hand, trying to commit in for that plant, but it's going to be Kiko at front gen. He's able to find one.
तो इथरनेट यूज करता है तो
और
But he
क्या?
cannot escape. The round is over. The spike just cycled to
Ethernet
the
यूज
ground
करता हूँ स्टिल
repeatedly.
देख।
As Narrate arrives exactly when he needs to. And that costs them so
ये तो
damn much.
स्कैम से कर दिया और क्या?
This is great stuff from a couple players. DOS9 just on the very edge of that orbital strike, able to push forward at the last moment when they least expect it, finds 2 huge kills.
मैंने बोला तेनू करना पो
Oh, that
Actually,
completely
KC
throws
काफी अच्छा
things
खेल
into
रहा है।
chaos for NRG. But the thing is from the get-go, from the beginning to the
दूसरा
end
भी
of
ले
this
लिया
round,
NRG ने अपना टाइम
this
आउट।
was KC on top of NRG the whole way. And that's going to force the second
पैसे ही
timeout
पूरे ले
already
रहे
for
हैं, नेट
Bongar.
भी स्टेबल नहीं और क्या, यही चलता है.
And it is so annoying how well KC plays this map on their defender side, man. They are so smart. They use their information, their space control so well. And then they kind of surprise you with moments like that where they're aggressively positioned
Yeah, actually.
when you least expect it, when you think you've been given the freedom to at least
Let's see
maybe
अब
get the
attacking में
plant
कैसे
down.
खेलेंगे ना कैसी वाले.
No, no, no.
That's just a
And
pistol
mostly
in the
देखियो अभी viewers आएंगे.
NRG have been
जब वो
struggling.
जाएगा ना मेरा, वाईफाई
And
जाएगा.
even with the immense amount of tools that they had available across all of these rounds, they've not been able to make anything stick. Orbital
Let's see अब पैकेट लॉस होता रहेगा.
back, all committed into
200
that,
ड्रॉप फ्रेम
to
ऑल
no
हुए.
avail. Just one little cheeky backstab from Narrate at main.
आउटपुट
Brock
वो
before
कर
that
देता हूँ
spike
मैं
can
ना,
get into play.
6000 कर देता हूँ.
You can tell that it's chaotic. NRG, they have no idea where their advantages lie,
Apply.
where they're safe on these sites. If they can't figure
अब
that
तो लगातार
out,
हो रहा है
then
लम्बा.
this is going
क्या
to
ही
be us
करूँ मैं?
moving over to Haven. Sugetsu
क्या ही
forced
करूँगा?
away.
Look at
in
the
tower.
reads. Look at the reads, though. They know as soon as that
पर
arcade
हाँ,
orb is
किसी को
tapped that they're going
स्टेबल
to be
चलता
given
है इंटरनेट
space
से. मेरा भी
over
इंटरनेट
towards
है सोच.
Dish. They throw out a haunt just to check. It's like
मेरा
they
भी
know what they're
इंटरनेट
going to do. It's just like Breeze for NRG, where it just felt like they know what their opponents are going to do before they do it. Same with KC here. They're mirroring them at every step of the way. So
Actually
now
मेरा
NRG
मेरा नाम.
going to keep going. See if they can make this
Uh-huh.
maze a little bit longer behind them to trace.
They want to keep trying to
क्या?
actually sell the fake.
उन्हें तो हो रहा
Maybe
कुछ
just
तो.
get a flank going.
मिररिंग
through, so
दम
Scuba
कह
is
रहे हैं
gonna be
ना
sent
कि
in
बिल्कुल
behind.
मिरर की तरह
Nightfall's
खेल
gonna
रहे
be
भाई, एक
exchanged.
दूसरे
Mother
का
one getting
पता
caught
चल
by
गया उनको
that.
कैसे खेल रहे हैं दोनों टीम्स.
As a paint shell towards
अच्छा,
Sands.
अच्छा,
Not
अच्छा.
going to be able to find any damage here.
केसी को देख पूरा एक्चुअली में देख.
Right swing in the corners, able to find
दोनों
Kiko,
साइफर
tucks
बी
back to
साइड
safety,
पे है और
and
बाकी
Mata's
सारे
just
के
not in
सारे
position
4
to
बंदे
try to
फाइट ले रहे हैं.
counteract that. No trade to
ये
be
पे.
found. Scuba now dead. The flanker absolutely noted. Sugetsu gets the neural out.
ऐसा बिट
And the jig is
बेटर
up.
नाउ क्योंकि मैंने
He's
फ्रेम्स
been able
कम
to
कर
find
दिए.
one with that Spectre in hand, but it's
6000 कर
going to be
दिया.
a hell of a lot more
Nice one.
necessary as he does manage to find yet another swap of the guns.
ईथन 1v2
1v2 for the two-time world
खाएगा
champion.
सुगेत्सु
No
एंड
more
नरेट.
util to speak of.
खाएगा तो
15
गरम है
seconds.
उसको.
Stays tucked away. There's been no tap at the
But
door,
it's
but
not
doesn't
lagging
know
out,
if that
ठीक है,
late
ठीक है.
flank could have come through from Sugetsu had he sprinted down towards the south side, so has to just wait this one out.
क्वालिटी
Will
का
this
लग
be
रहा वो
a
नहीं हो रहा
swing
फिर
at
तो सही है.
Sugetsu?
भाई इनका
Has
एम
him
भी
in
वापस
his
आ गया एक्चुअली
sights.
में. हम तो
62,
सोचे थे
the
एनआरजी के लिए
timeout's
इजी
not
है.
mattering. The money gone. NRG massively on struggle street as KC continue to run away with this map.
I mean, it's just so hard to find gaps in this defense.
अभी देखते
KC
हैं
has.
डिफेंस शायद इस पे
And again,
अच्छा
every
है.
step of the way, they're mirroring you. They're
डिफेंस
re-clearing space. They're
साइड
checking
इजी
to
है शायद इस
confirm.
मैप पे ना.
Okay, are you actually committing to that side of the
अटैकिंग
map?
थोड़ी हार्ड है.
Yeah, you are. You're not re-wrapping through the north side. Okay, that means you had to have gone through sewers. So now
Actually,
we can
KC
be
is
ready
back.
to pivot
KC
and
is
hit
back,
you
यार.
at ropes when you try
बहुत
to
अच्छा
break
खेल
through
रही है
there.
केसी.
And it feels like NRG just cannot respond, cannot recover. They're going to try another 4-1 setup. There's already a ping out over on this. Feels like KC has something ready.
अपना मोबाइल डाटा चला के.
It feels like NRG are just
कितना लाग हो
out
रहा
of
है.
ideas. 4-player push to arcade, trying to grab the orb, trying to make an exec happen, but Narrate just peeks
Nice.
out. He manages to find a second one as Ethan will
चार
ultimately
एक
take
मारा
it
यार
down.
माडा ने स्टिल.
Mono works up in
3,
the tower,
4.
grabs that phantom. Now he's
Recon
got
भी
Revan
है एविस
approaching
के
on
पास.
the north side, still going to be contained by that trip for now. Spike will be recovered.
यार पूरा रीटेक खेल रहे हैं भाई वो.
Slot forward. Lays up, tries to take some space, but even just the spam from Sugetsu manages to connect. Tag to 89. Swing in.
shot.
Mata will be able to find the first.
Oh,
Sugetsu
nice read.
is a little bit faster. Still found. Scuba trying to play.
अरे अब तो यही लैग कर क्या लमाओ.
A tiny little gap, nothing to be found, but it's going to be
अच्छा मेरा ब्राउजर इशू
swinging
दे रहा है.
right into the back of 11.
तुम्हारा ब्राउजर बीट ही दे रहा है.
ब्राउजर नहीं, मेरे को लग रहा है लैपटॉप क्रैश होने वाला है मेरा ना. या हाँ ब्राउजर दे रहा है शायद बीटी सिर्फ.
It was just ready and
चलेगा
waiting with that
चलेगा
outlaw in hand.
चलेगा.
Brock
क्योंकि
now.
स्ट्रीम तो ठीक ही चल रहा है.
There's one.
ठीक चल रहा है ना.
Yes.
ठीक.
I mean,
ड्रॉप फिल्म चेक करो चल
they're so smart this time.
थोड़े हो
Leaving
रहे हैं
that
बीच
extra
बीच में
player
अभी
out by the trip for a long time, playing a little bit of contain around the site.
भी बस ये मैप जस्ट
I
टेस्ट
mean,
करके
at this
निकल
point,
जाए
I don't know
भाई
what you do. Narrate starts this round off with a
और
bang,
क्या?
finds 2. He's playing so smart around that orb. This time they give him a different
यार
look.
एक्चुअली
They-
में देख इस
they're
बार
like,
ना
okay, they're
केसी
gonna
बहुत
tap
ज्यादा
this orb.
स्मार्ट खेल रहा है
We'll
एक्चुअली
give
में
it to them. We'll make them think
होल्ड
that we're
कर
not
रहे हैं, स्मार्ट
contesting
प्ले
it
कर
this
रही है, मतलब
time.
सोच सोच के खेल रही है।
Little do they
तो
वही।
पिछली बार की तरह गंदा गंदा नहीं घुस रही।
we lie
पिछली
and
बार पता
wait.
पिक्स वो
बेफालतू
पहले
पिक
में ही
देके
पिक्स
मार
दे
रहे
रहे हैं
हैं।
वही
वही
Streak
बेफालतू
together.
किसी का मार रहे थे।
The
इस बार
buys
इन्होंने वो पूरी चीज ही
struggle
चेंज
here
कर दी
for
अपनी
NRG.
इस
2
बार एनर्जी
Phantoms,
कर रही
2
है सेम चीज
Guardians,
देख
and a Bulldog. 11
वही।
holding that tight angle.
अरे एक बार जीत
Man.
एक राउंड
I
जीत
don't
गया
know
ना
what
पिछले
he
वो
saw
उससे
there,
ज्यादा
but he
वो
was
हो
ready
सकता
for that.
वही
That was just a timing.
डब्ल्यू
है। वो
शॉट
कॉन्फिडेंस थोड़ा सा हाई हो गया
Okay,
इसलिए
well,
मुझसे लग रहा है उनको।
One of the best starts that NRG's
Actually,
had for a little while.
Actually, man.
It's Narrate,
Deख,
the door's
माड़ा
gonna
को उड़ा
open,
दिया।
Amada's gonna be taken down before you can try to go for the dash. Narrate's still sticking
Deख।
around, still tearing them apart.
भाई मैं सच बता रहा हूँ
Outside
नरेट
every
बहुत
field
तगड़ा
in
मार
space,
रहा है
comes away with a kill, but will be traded back. We go into a 2v2. Spike still at Sands, now alone in the hands of Brock. Leg spotted,
Yeah, sure.
head clicked, but Sugetsu has him
यार मेरे को
outdone.
लगा एनर्जी जीत गया पता नहीं क्यों
There's
समाओ
too many layers for NRG to
तब
try
तक
to
थर्ड
work
मैप तक
through.
जाएगा ये ब्रो।
हाँ थर्ड मैप जाएगा ये
KC are looking bulletproof on Fracture.
It's a little mistake at the beginning. 11 gives away his position. Doesn't matter. I mean,
यार लेकिन
Narrate is
फर्स्ट
just
मैच
so
जो
good
आज था वो
on
जल्दी
this
खत्म नहीं
map.
हो गया था भाई उनका
It doesn't make sense. He is
Lamar.
outrageous with his timings. He just knows.
ईडीजी बहुत गंदा आ रहा है आज
And he's so fast to react. Cycle through those run it backs. They always seem to find just tons of value. And this is just
या एक्चुअली
so one-sided so far. See if there's any answer. Rock's got another orbital. Kiko has his. They're going to be
यार
some way
कोरोना में
that
वाला
they can
बंडल एक्चुअली में अच्छा लग रहा है यार मेरे को पता नहीं
squeak
कुछ
one out,
जाने के
make
बाद
this
इसके
8-3. Get 4. I don't know if it matters at this point. It feels like KC is too good on this map.
बोलो।
The up and over from Amada just landing out into the open. Saturate. Chuck towards the corner. Nothing to be found. In fact, it's going to be Ames finding him through the smoke. Sugetsu gets Ethan as well.
They missed.
ईथन को भी मार दिया भाई उसने सुगेत्सु ने
And nothing found. Run it back, committed to no avail. Only a smattering of damage onto the enemy fade.
ब्रॉक के पास अल्ट है He's waiting for his ult.
In the space that you would love
Brock.
to have for post plant,
Shit.
it's very much taken away as Brock will fall. Scuba
Nice one,
only
Scuba.
able to find the one, but
Nice try,
nothing
nice try.
more. 9-2. KC.
ऐसे ऐसा ही आयाकाशी के साथ हुआ था एक्चुअली में यार तुम लोगों ने उस टाइम पे मना कर दिया था कि आयाकाशी गंदा है मैंने इसलिए नहीं लिया और मैंने बोले ली थी शायद बोल्ट पर सही है बोल्ट भी अच्छी स्किन है
This is
आयाकाशी तो बाद में भी कभी
feeling
लेने
like
हैं
lights out. I
या
mean,
तुम लोग ले
NRG's
लोगे
been
तो हम
forcing
तुम्हारी
buys.
चला
They've
लेंगे
been
बस
trying to scrape together some kind of round, some kind of way in, and they just can't get much. I mean, run it back used. They at least still have the orbital strike. The problem is you gave Levin his ult off of the defuse. Sugetsu is going to be one kill away from the neural theft, so all he has to do is kill the lurker or just find a
बहुत
late
बढ़िया
flank and then
एक्चुअली में
throw that through and
Mostly
basically
VCT में
probably sweep through
Helix
the round, you would think.
रिकॉन
Push out
बोल्ट
here,
यही
though.
दिखेगी
This might be,
Yeah,
yeah,
shot.
this is a problem.
नाइस शॉट माडा इज
Lifeline,
बैक
one who's being
माडा इज
offered up
बैक
here by KC.
स्कूबा कैम
Beating
देख
the
रहा है
hell out of
यार
NRG so much that they started to get depressed about it. Decided, we'll give you a couple kills.
Bro is not gonna leave his camp. Bro is not gonna leave his camp.
Played a
Lamau.
little psychologist. That's nice of him. Appreciate that.
Well, it's both duelists down. It's a showstopper out of the equation, so one fewer thorn in their side. But, I mean, we've seen so many conversions already from KC that even in a 3v5, I'm not convinced that
Okay,
NRG
he's
have
going
this one
back.
No. The best news about this is you took out the showstopper. Like, that's actually
What?
the only reason I still have some
Sugetsu?
hope.
Bro, Lamau.
Abez
He
and
got
Dawson
into
nine,
4
surely
players,
not, right?
Lamau. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Convergent paths
और
with the
कैसे
orbital
लाइन
strike
में
and
बैठे
find
हैं ये
out
और
who's
क्या
around. Line them up, get the wombo combo. That should be curtains.
सोचो अभी जो वो था
There's
सुगेत्सु
the neural thefts, convergent
वो
paths,
3-4
gonna be
बंदों को उड़ा
separate.
देता
It's not the
सोचो
combination, it's a little bit disjointed here, a little bit too fast on the draw. Meanwhile, Brock is eating some damage in transit just to try to get that spike planted.
Kind of opens the
Actually.
door.
Silent push forward. Aves trying to isolate them, but
Lamau.
okay. The double stack will
He's
come away
gonna
with the
save.
kills, and now it is just DOS9.
They
looks like he's
already
kind
have a
of
lot of
accepted his
money.
fate in this
Then why
round.
is saving?
Doesn't want to give him the satisfaction.
Could just be a
Last round
KD
है, last
play.
round में save कर रहा है यार. It's the last round. Oh, वैसे
Is
Sliz
my Valorant?
देख
Yeah.
vice versa हुआ है 9393.
Yamete knows exactly where he's at, so convergent paths just to lock him in place. They know that they have this one under wraps, so NRG at long last here in round 12 are able to find their first round win since the pistol and the anti-eco.
No,
There's
actually.
9 in between for KC, a monstrous streak. And if NRG want to bring this one to a conclusion, then boy, it is going to have to be one hell of a defense for themselves.
I feel like going into stage 2 for VCT, Achilleos, that a lot of people are watching this, what KC has been doing on this map, and are going to be borrowing some of what they do and how they operate, and like the protocols they have are so good.
Actually, it's a vice versa kind of thing.
Because
क्योंकि
players like Narrate are so good at Phoenix.
जो
it's
NRG
unfair.
था
It feels
उनका
like
9-3
he's just
हुआ पिछले
better
मैप
than
में
you.
सेम इस बार
He's
KC ने
got
9-3
great
करा.
individual reads. I mean, this time it isn't
भाई,
even necessarily all the
मैं
utility. I
साथ
mean, he's had some
में
nice flashes.
थोड़ी
you
पढ़ाई ही
bet.
पढ़ाई
But
कर ले
he's
तो
just
ओके कैरी कर
getting
ले
good reads and
एक्चुअली
then
में.
clicking on heads with those phantoms. It's brutal.
फिर तेरा versatility भी
I
है.
love it. I absolutely love it. He has been just stellar to watch on this map here at EWC 2026. DOS9 had a few good moments. Sugatsu played great. He was
Actually,
constantly shutting down
Sugetsu
Scuba
का aim कितना प्यारा है
on those
भाई.
lurks. Won the
He just
Cypher
one-tapped
battle for
everyone.
sure. Yamete had a few moments, but haven't been able to see that Waylay really be the carry that it was in the past, like in 2025. Obviously,
Like
yes, there's been
Brock,
some nerfs, but
about
still.
this round.
not a very, very good. Had again a couple
Mata
moments. Sure,
capitalized
Kiko still
them.
putting up numbers, but that was just a masterclass. Both teams on their map picks have their defender sides absolutely exquisitely thought out.
Only pixel. Labao.
Well, as we so often say, it's got to start from the pistol. They have
Actually.
any shot of being able to get this back, but
By the way, subscribe to the channel, guys. Who's new to the channel, and please like the stream. We're so close to 20 likes.
I think even if you feel confident in your fracture, KC makes it through to the next round if they can complete this victory here. Probably gonna have to consider taking it off the table. It's just looking too clean.
I mean, yeah, it's almost a must ban for anybody else the rest of the way through. I don't care what your
Dare
program
to
is.
dream.
I don't know that anybody has
our future. Lamau.
Maybe heretics. Who knows? Vitality on the right day, but right now this team is incredible, absolutely incredible. And they go over to the attacker side.
Actually.
Just clear there.
उन्होंने हराया था ना उसको PRX को, so
So,
I can say KC can
little
still
bit of
come back.
Presence known, but it's just
And
a
then
cipher,
this
so
match
that doesn't give you a
will
ton of
go
info here
towards
as
the
NRG.
decider map Haven.
Still got the right read. I mean,
I think
heavy
so.
gamble stack on to be. Probably saw something in the VOD review and said, probably just going to try to NB a lot. Let's just gamble on it, but now they're getting impatient.
Lada does not have a refract set up, but
Nice
it
shot.
still will be good for the first shot. Wants to stick around as they continue to swing
Nice
forward. He'll
one.
give himself a second, but
Mada
looks
got
like the
two.
kill now, and the flash is out in the paint shell. Is at Kiko's feet.
Brock
He
got
gets
one.
struck down. Last pack
Nice
forward.
one.
Brock barely able to win that fight, surviving with 13 health. That
Then
does
it
leave
is
the
going
right
back.
now. A 1v2, but this
Okay.
is the danger man for KC.
Okay, he's going back.
Just a classic.
He got the spike.
Just the classic now. Clearing of that cam.
Trip कहाँ पे गई? What?
Over top of the tripwire as well. Swinging the corner, unable to find a kill onto the enemy Brimstone. Considering the Molly.
Actually, they are
9
trying to kill
bullets
Brock
remaining.
first because he's low.
Molly on the close side, trying to isolate here, but just not really given fantastic angles. The shots just aren't quite connecting for him. Finds the first,
Nice.
Brock dead. The swing in.
Nice try,
Scuba
Scuba.
will be able to persevere.
Nice try, narrate. I mean, Scuba
It's
is back.
damn close, but NRG will find another
I guess let's
pistol.
welcome back. Sliz मैं वो कह रहा हूँ, देख पहला मैप
Almost
9-3 NRG
A
ने
throw
करा
here from NRG,
और
who has
दूसरा
a
मैप
really
KC
good
ने अब
read
9-3
at the
करा है.
beginning of this round on the tendency of where this wants to end up. Then
Just
they get a
saying.
little impatient, start pushing out. The good news is Mata found the right timing there to get that first kill.
और एक और
And then
चीज
Brock's able to hold the line with the
इसलिए
Sheriff.
जितने टोटल व्यू आए थे ना
It's the bounding,
उससे
blast packing,
थोड़े से
Levin
ज्यादा व्यू आए अभी
right in the chest.
करेक्ट उतना ही टाइम होने वाला है
Very-
अभी 2 मिनट
I
बाद
mean, you never count him out. You just feel like he's good for it.
116 117 की थी ना
So
उसमें
fast,
या
so
18 पता
agile.
नहीं
He's still able to get those 3 charges.
Yep. I mean, I'm still not comfortable as NRG. Like, this still feels like a scary scary situation going up against an eco. Levin's the only one who buys up. Oh, there's a couple bandits in there. I take it back. There's 3 bandits. From a distance, they look like classics. Also, I'm old and my eyes are bad. Leave me alone.
Lamau, leave me alone. He just said leave me alone.
There's a couple shots out and a triple push down through this double push rather down to the inside.
Bro just says just leave me alone.
Orb to be collected and right now 1 away from having
Nah,
another
it's not
pack
bad.
available. And they're now going
Marder
to
with that outlaw.
take that as their prize and silently drift away over towards the A side of the map where
Marder is still
not
dish.
too far off, but
Okay.
Still,
Sure,
this
going
is-
attacking
yeah.
position with that outlaw is going to prove to be even more difficult.
this
They're
is,
going yeah.
in theory, plantable. It just depends on the timing here from Ethan. Nobody's going to open this door. They're just going to silently bypass it. Set up a player to watch the flank and throw some smokes and
Actually,
potentially get the plant through. Ethan
Okay,
just can't
they're gonna
contest this.
do the
He's all
retake.
on his own for now.
A reposition, scale forward from Sugetsu, spotting out 2. Mata now trying to scale up. Get onto an angle where he can put that.
oh breathe. यार वो नीचे चेक नहीं करा साइफर को इन्होंने.
Not suss this out quite yet. They have any way of clearing him whatsoever is going to be the question. So they're going to refight in towards halls. The haunt going to be destroyed.
Hello, I am back.
Narrate.
Welcome back.
Still there, ready to
अबे ये तो
strike.
देख ही नहीं रहे भाई ना नरेट को देखा.
He's able to find the first, looks for the second. He cannot make it happen. Ethan
Third
turns
map
back,
जाएगा.
finds
ये
the
देख
third
साइफर
map.
देख.
So now says hello.
भाई उस सुगेत्सु को चेक ही नहीं कर रहे.
Trying to strike, manages to find the one and Brock, the last one standing. Trying to bait him, wins the fight, has the time.
टाइम तो है
It ends
पर
up being so costly, you
तू
talked
सोच
about it.
सबके पास आउटलॉ स्टिंगर और वो थी सोच आउटलॉ स्टिंगर वेंडल वो सारी गन्स गई बस एक वेंडल
The
बची है
way that KC is using space against their opponents, they're setting themselves up in all these
जस्ट
tricky
थिंक भाई
places. And
बहुत
it's
गंदा लग रहा है मेरे को
making
पता है
NRG
एनआरजी
have
के
to
लिए
think about so much. Then they use their own smokes against them.
एंगल्स भी
In the
चेक नहीं कर रहे
backside, they hide in them, wait for them to come through. Cut right down the middle of the NRG formation. It even narrates frustrated, man. He wanted that one so bad, and they were oh so close.
एक्चुअली
A really good attempt.
फिनिक्स के पास
from
अल्ट आ गया देख
KC.
नरेट के पास अल्ट आ गया
NRG.
भाई
Start
पता है
throwing
सुगेत्सु और
money
नरेट
into
बस ये
this.
दो केसी में बस ये दो
Want to get this bonus to go. They know how crucial it is. If they can get this round to go it started, they could maybe offset KC enough. But
ना
narrate
शॉट देख
sharp
नरेट ने क्या मारा
Ethan
भाई
down.
There goes the IGL.
ईथन को ही उड़ा दे भाई सीधा जाते ही
Dead off the rip. Spotted that tripwire.
थर्ड मैप जाएगा
His way back
थर्ड मैप
over,
जाएगा
trying to
हेवन पे जाएगा
reinforce
ये
this A site, 'cause again, KC
हेलो
starting
गाइस
to
भाई
creep
राम
their
राम
way
पे
back.
मजा आएगा
चाल
ना ब्रॉक कभी ओडिन करेगा भाई.
Seems like
एंड
overall
कर ही नहीं
do
रहा
have
भाई
the
वो
right idea. It's
हेवन
just
पे
a
शायद
question
कर
of
उसमें
सकता
थोड़ी
है
ना
line,
करेगा.
can they stave them
हेवन पे
off?
करता है ना वो हर टाइम.
हेवन और उस पे करता है
This
वो कौन सा
bonus.
मैप था
मैं तो भूल गया.
Run it
एबिस
back.
एबिस पे करता
Push
है
forward over towards Sans Laurent, just getting spammed a little bit.
माडा
Right
बेचारा
by Mata.
feeling
Through
bad for
that
माडा
smoke, Scuba
with 69
able to
others
snap him back. He's able to find Levin on top, but he and Brock will both fall, and now suddenly it is just Kiko.
देख
Just a
फिर से
guardian
सिर्फ
in
की को
hand.
बचा है
Given the money,
भाई
given how much they
साहब
had
क्या
to
करना है यार
invest
इनका
because
ये
of how
क्या सिस्टम चल
close
रहा
that
है
previous round was, he has to save this weapon. Rotates over, can swap over to the Phantom, at the very least get that upgrade. And perhaps just find somewhere to tuck away and try to play this out quietly. It's going to be a 5-round
सेव कर
advantage
रहा है वो
here in the hands of
DC
KC once
हाँ
again
कल
as
सुबह
they
भी
hit
डीसी
double
बैठे हैं
digits.
वॉच पार्टी के लिए
And,
फिर उसके
look
बाद
at the
स्ट्रीमिंग
money.
करूंगा
Look at the money for NRG.
It's gone.
They bought into this.
हम भी
They-
बातचीत
they-
करना
they
चाहते हैं आ जाओ आ जाओ
felt like they had to convert this bonus if they were going to have any chance in this map.
पर वॉच पार्टी
They
से
can't do
रिलेटेड
it.
होनी चाहिए क्योंकि फिर
So it feels like this is
माइंड पूरा डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएगा
certainly KC's, and
आ
we will
जाओ
certainly be
वैसे आ
going
जाओ
to
डिस्कॉर्ड
Haven.
आ जाओ
Just so impressed.
यार लेकिन पूरा हो रहा है एनआरजी के
Love
साथ
the
ना
way this team operates, the
ये राउंड
protocols
भी
they
गया
have,
यार.
individual play, narrate.
एक्चुअली
Again, outrageous how he understands what's going on.
केसी
10
सच्ची में
5
स्मार्ट
knows
फिर
खेल
भी
what
रही है.
थोड़ा
players
सा
are gonna
हो
be.
सकता है, थोड़ा सा फिर भी हो सकता है.
Just seemingly
देख थोड़े से चांसेस रहते हैं क्योंकि ये
Has
गेम में बहुत वो हो जाता है. मुंह में
a
बैठा
vision
हूँ
in his
कि
mind.
वो
There's a
इसलिए से एक
technical
बार उनको
pause,
ट्रैक कर लियो. आपके पास था
but
तो सही लेकिन
अगर
काजू भाई.
एनर्जी
my
थोड़ा सा
goodness.
तो संभाल के खेले ना निकल
So
जाएगा.
good. So good.
Well, hopefully something
Technical
quick
pause
and
हो गया.
clean like we had previously
और भाई कैसे हो भाई?
already.
पर यार बताओ काजू भाई क्या हाल चाल.
It feels like he's backing off a bit,
बढ़िया
so
बढ़िया.
hopefully be able to get
सो
back
वो
into this
इससे पहले वाला मैच देखा काजू
NRG. I
भाई.
mean, they're holding
नहीं रे
on
मैं
by
तो
a
उधर
thread. This
से
is
आया
still possible. We know that this is
आया
a
हूँ
team that
इतना
is
बुरा
capable.
तरीके.
देखते
Getting
ना
themselves back into
मैं
a
क्या
winning
बताऊँ
position.
बीबीएल ने ईडीजी को 2-0 हरा
Just
दिया.
given how
Yeah.
if map fluency
Right.
makes sense to say.
Sure.
KC
अरे
मेरा-
मैं तो
perfectly
आया
fluent
घर
Flash.
पे इतना फुल
Absolutely.
देख के आया, अभी नहा धो के आया हूँ मैं.
They're
से
linguists
मेरे यहाँ
on
पे
this
भी
map.
ऐसे ही मौसम हो रहा है पता है, बारिश का पूरा.
They're poets. They have more than a fluency in the language. They're experts. And it's just fun to watch them on the map because I'm just like, no, I get it now. I see because you
Technical
have that
pause.
Cypher Util over there.
Mouse
You know
तोड़
that
दिया
they're not
किसी
coming
ने.
that way. Okay, you threw your
किसी ने
hook
अपना
deep that
पीसी
side.
पटक दिया.
The player there lingering
एक
a
बार
little bit
सुना
to get
था
some
ये लोग
info.
के
Okay, now
कोई
you
तो
can wrap
ऐसा
out down to
प्लेयर
the other side of the
वाला
map. You can make
इंटरव्यू
these
दे रहा था.
fast rotates.
हाँ
You're always
वो
all over the
वो
place.
कहता है कि अगर अपने को
And you're doing
टेक्निकल पॉज
such a
करवाना हो ना
diligent
तो माउस
job
तोड़ देने
of
का. टेक्निकल पॉज हो जाता है.
keeping track,
लगाओ एक्चुअली
keeping
में.
track, excuse me, of every single little thing on the map.
फिर दूसरा माउस मंगाओ.
And then you have some great ideas yourselves in some of these post
अब मेरा भी बफर होना
plants
स्टार्ट
and
हो
other
गया
things
थोड़ा
that we've
बहुत.
seen.
यप मेरा बफर
That have
शट
been
जाने वाला है गंदा.
Really,
और
really.
एक तो साला वो लिफ्ट की लाइट चली
Is
गई
KC
थी.
gonna be
मैं
able to do it
आया
again?
लिफ्ट में टक गए फिर आप.
Lose the first map, run
नहीं
back
7
two,
वाला चढ़ के आया
take
मैं.
the series win.
लम्मा
Granted, it was their map pick last time when they
Sure.
they dropped
काफी
the first
बुरा
map.
हुआ.
But I think they realized, oh, hey, we're pretty good at this fracture
अभी
thing. And
कौन है?
NRG
एनर्जी
lost to Paper X on it, so
Carmine
surely
Corp.
we're gonna
Carmine
them
Corp.
on it too, right? And yeah, that is 100% correct so far.
TRX को हराया इन्होंने. एनआरजी से भी अब सेकंड मैप पे लड़ रहे हैं. अच्छा
And that is looking to continue here for
मैंने
KC.
देखा नहीं है नया रोस्टर कार्माइन का क्या हो.
नरेट है इसमें. नरेट और सुगेत्सु मार रहे हैं, बाकी 3 तो मेरे को भी नहीं पता.
Slight little investment
डॉस
of the
9 का
share
नाम
from
सुना है,
Mana.
बाकी दो का नहीं सुना मैंने. 11 और
But I mean, it's
अवेस
just
का.
been few and far between for NRG to be able to find kills.
हाँ उठाए होंगे.
Yeah. In this map.
असेंशन
Yeah.
में
See
से
just
उठाए
how
होंगे.
outfragged
वही.
everybody is at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Kiko's been trying, but
क्योंकि नरेटर वही खेल रहा है पता है सुगेत्सु. वो
Pack it up!
कहाँ से
वो
तो
के थ्रू
वर्ल्ड चैंपियन से लड़ेंगे ये लोग.
Move on!
वही तो.
let's go.
स्टिल 10-5 और का भी
even.
स्कोर
Yeah.
सेकंड मैप.
ये
Poor
नहीं है
Kiko.
मतलब
The
इनका
Phantom will
एनर्जी
change
का
hands.
वो नहीं है उतना स्ट्रॉन्ग ये
The
प्रैक्टिस.
question becomes, can Ethan
वही.
ये
find
प्रोबेबली
value with
कितना
this?
कार्माइन का ही पिक होगा ये. हाँ
He passed it
फ्रैक्चर
on to
इनका ही
Brock
पिक
now.
है
Can
कार्माइन
Brock
का.
find
Wahi.
value with this? Ethan on that peak, probably wishing that he still had a Phantom. It's going to be zoned away. Molly down to 71. Mana at the
एनआरजी का
same
अच्छा नहीं है
time.
मतलब इतना ये फ्रैक्चर.
Position in halls. Two players
नहीं
on the
नहीं
opposite
तभी
side.
तो
And
ये लोग ने पिक किया
they're
रहेगा.
just going to back off.
वही
Say,
ब्रॉक
okay,
तो
we
बेचारा
can't
ऑर्डर निकालने का
control
इतनी देर
this
से
side
वेट
of the
कर रहा
map.
है.
We have full control of north
इसमें
No
side.
तो
shot.
उतनी फ्रूटफुल
So
नहीं
let's send the
होती ना
spike
ओडिन
there.
ज्यादा
Mana
वॉल बैंक के
gonna
स्पॉट्स नहीं
find
होते
a
ज्यादा.
second.
What?
That opens up weapons for collecting.
ब्रो
कितने क्लीन शॉट्स मारे माडा ने.
को ले लिया.
Ada, all of a sudden,
लो भाई.
क्रियाक्रम कर दिया भाई उसका तो.
Find this thing, well,
लम्माओ.
barely wins it out. Perhaps the
इसलिए वो
gun-
टेक्निकल पॉज हुआ था.
to be found
ये
after the
भी
start.
कोई बढ़िया खेला.
Still not out of the woods
वो
yet. Levin
फंस गया
will be
उसके
able to
बाद
collect
भी
that
मार
spike.
दिया भाई उसने.
Get the plan to
वही.
play. Obviously, we give him a showstopper, but he's still going to have to try to take control of the side
स्टिल लो
itself.
है अब दोनों ना.
Ethan tucked into the
अरे
corner,
यार इसको
picking
भी
that
कोई
out.
फ्लैश कर
अरे.
दिया.
Convergent path's going to be sent showstopper.
गंदा गेम
Now
प्ले भाई.
Tron gets lobbed in.
गोल्ड है भाई वो गोल्ड है.
अल्ट हो गया भाई उसका.
Smata. He's been given such a lifeline.
आ गया
But
मार.
he's going to be
Shit.
caught with util in hand. And what a roller coaster of a round. A
यार अभी ऐसा
devastating
लगा था
start
कि एनर्जी
into
जीत गया पर
what
हो
looked
गया
like a
इतने में तो.
guaranteed thrifty. Then wrested out of their grasp again. KC. They might stumble along the way, but it feels like they're always reaching their destination here on Fracture.
yeah, Mata.
कोई
has
नहीं.
to start
हेवन है
reclearing
इनका
that
मैप.
space
हेवन पे
because
करेंगे अब ये.
there wasn't a commit from KC, and he's going, well, they're either taking a pause, and I have to find that out for my team. So I have to throw my body on the line a bit.
Heaven
And he
to
gets 2 big
decider.
kills. That
वही
actually gives them hope, gives them a chance, and then nope, dashed forward.
जो इनमें से जीतेगा वो उसमें जाएगा सेमीफाइनल में.
Moving a little bit further.
But this is an all
forward.
in. Okay, spotted the
No
one.
shot.
Saturate gonna be chucked in. Can still take the dash out the same.
Tom, Mada is back.
Find another kill.
माडा इस पर रिवील हो गया. बच गया.
Will be able to do so, but Kiko can't say the same. Tries to go to the rescue, pushing forward, and Aves will be able to strike him down.
मेन से जा रहे हैं 3v2 है.
Trail leading the way at the top of the plant. Not being fully committed to yet, NRG.
वो पीछे से आ रहा है.
He might be able to find a monster timing. They're not watching for this at all.
देख ही नहीं रहा भाई उसका बंदा पीछे.
Stabs him in the back, the neural depth now. Invested to reveal the final 2 players. NRG, they go from a favorite situation to now back into a 2v2.
Because of थोड़ी background was.
It's gonna be really tough.
हाँ हाँ मैं
Gonna try to double up.
एक बार म्यूट कर दे मेरे को.
Mute कर दो. Okay.
Scoop on the push, and Aves.
Phenomenal awareness from Kiko.
Tonight.
वाह. Refresh कर देता भाई. Sweat करो.
NRG.
मेरे को ना ये नहीं दबाना चाहिए था.
Cannot rescue that operator, I don't believe. It gets taken into the hands of DOS9.
गलती से साथ दबा दिया मैंने. म्यूट करने की
Away
जगह.
from these players.
वो तो मैंने देख ही लिया.
All right. Starting to feel
My
like
bad,
maybe
my bad,
there's
chat.
hope if they can keep that operator. What a nice little setup they have there.
अबे लेकिन माडा के लिए मेरे
Just
को बुरा
outside
लगा
that
भाई. वो
cyber
पीछे देख
cage
सकता था.
gives
ईथन था
himself a
कौन था
little bit
उसके
of a
साथ.
window, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's a flick he's practiced.
Yeah, we
Still
did get
निकल
the
गया
glimpse of it
round.
there at the
काफी
very
अच्छी
end.
बात
The
है वो.
operator does get carried over by DOS9, now into the hands of Levin.
Right, so now is NRG not going to have enough money for another one. Mada's just going to go pushing again. Feels like big part of the success for them has been taking control of this A main space. Meanwhile, Aves, well, hold on.
They are still so very at risk. Back in the back of that box. Curveball in hand. And they will make their exit. A lot of KC now wanting to try to potentially re-clear this. As Haunt over the top. Has to be cleared by Aves. There's some presence on the north side. Going to be noted. And this is starting to make NRG feel like perhaps this is still going to be an exec onto this site. Especially as the Nightfall does get invested. And that's got the rotation coming out from Brock.
It's a beautiful sell.
Paint shell now coming through. And quick pivots back.
Okay.
Having to be done. Scuba still just watching on the camp. There's a boom
Scuba
box.
के killer.
Nightfall now going to be going out. Brock with the spray.
यार
full
Scuba
flash
थोड़ा
connected.
पहले
Scuba gonna
spam कर
be
देता.
Ethan dead as Dawson
काश.
finds that elimination. The neural depth now invested. Getting the ping reveal here is KC. Spotted on all the players.
Shit. बच गया.
Able to cover the corpse. The snapback on the ultimate Mana. Now able to expound. Finds
Nice
one
try,
of
Mada.
Aves.
Mada nice
With the
try.
player advantage.
They still have the spike.
Going to be dropped on the ground here. Just alongside Generator. 2v3, the operator. Dialed in from that main angle.
Nice one.
The tap. Kiko
Nice shot.
drags across, finds the third, and that should be round done. Levin bound forward, but no real way.
Nice
I'm
round.
not sure how we stayed alive
Finally
for so long.
NRG is back. Finally NRG is back,
Cannot
guys.
rescue the round. It's Kiko with a massive 4K to keep NRG in this game.
And also, Mada to the rescue here to bail Kiko out. He was dead to rights on that run it back. They thought they had him. But just enough there.
Just enough to call the timeout for KC.
I mean, you get the op back here, too. That's huge for NRG. That big piece of the puzzle, seemingly, again, is going to give them, I think here, coming out of this timeout, probably something Casey's talking about is, you know, if that op's going to be an A main, what are we going to do? How do we want to maneuver around the rest of the map? You know, maybe Zipes feels like they saw some of that space being given up at Dish. That's something they could play for a little bit more. Leave an extra player to try to go for the lurk through main to maybe deal with Mada when he's busy trying to help out. Defend the execute from that direction would be something I could consider happening here, or maybe just some fast B hits.
Okay.
Just really put them to the test. Right now, NRG found their groove. They found their answer temporarily, and that's that A main setup. Just either being aggressive or having the op there. And they're not going to go for it this time. They're going to show a very different look.
Analysis.
And I think this is wise. Unless, well, they might try to set up a bit of a sandwich outside of the door.
And Sugetsu, though, the Outlaw, 4 half armors, 5 with the regen. So, yeah, everybody going to be susceptible to this.
Smart buy. That's something that, you know, NRG is constantly doing, is going for those half armor buys. So he's looking to try to
Okay, let's go.
outduel Mata, and he's going to.
He's got it.
Mada.
Shades of Nats. Operator on the floor. It's now a 2-2 split for NRG to try to keep this
NRG का
going.
मैप भी
Molly
नहीं है,
getting
still
spotted off
NRG
the
इतना
cam.
close आ गया, काफी अच्छा है ये.
Rock trying to scale on this angle.
Please
He's gonna
बताइए
have
मेरे
to
को
use the
अगर
Molly
क्लासिफाई
just to
किया
cut
नहीं
off
के लिए.
access from that RK side. Meanwhile, Pivot's
कर
going to be
दे.
coming in, and Ethan wisely does back
कर
him
दे.
away.
करो रुको. कर दिया.
Sends out that operator shot, trying to scare them off, usher them back over towards the head
कर
of their stack.
दे.
अरे कर दिया.
कर दे.
Ball in the right of
Lambo.
the tower, the jump on the corner, and Levin's going to be taken down. Back into a 4v4. Drop down from Kiko, playing this one very boldly as Narrate tries to take a space, can't quite clear the
Nice
corner, but
shot.
still will be
अरे
able
लेकिन ये तो नरेट था
to gain
ना.
line of sight.
मुझे
Keeper
लगा
Kiko
किको ने मार दिया यार.
back into the player advantage, the back stab, getting ready to come in, but Brock can't even
Oh,
hold his own against the
shit.
player right in front of his very
कोई
eyes.
बात नहीं, we
Alves
go next,
comes
we
up
go
with the
next, we
goods,
go
Scuba
next.
dead, and Ethan now
Third map पे ही होगा इसका ना
just grab
decider.
up that operator. Hold on to it for dear life. KC will move up 12-7. NRG are going to have to run 5 in a row just to get this into overtime. The money is just not on their side.
No, let's see if he's able to even keep this. Sugetsu, isn't going his way just yet. Still a little bit time before it explodes. 2 are going to come.
They have to know he's going to have the op. You have to be suspicious about this angle.
Actually वो बनाना चाहिए, पता है
And
इनको.
they are.
भाई
Group बनाना चाहिए.
We're revealing the haunt, and Ethan still
Hello,
trying to go
it's
for
real,
this
Alex.
peak
Welcome to
and
the
nearly
stream.
gets punished.
भाई आपका
Now it's
नासा
none the wiser whether or
रॉकेट
not he's
जैसा
been
साउंड
surrounded.
करने वाला लैपटॉप कैसा
He'll
है?
be able to
काफी
retain this
अच्छा.
weapon after all. But even then,
काफी अच्छा. उससे मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ, देख ले.
Well, I am so impressed with this timeout, and it's they
उस वाली
identify
शॉट
the
से
problem
नहीं है
and
इसलिए.
find the solution. It's that
Thanks for
A main
subscribing, by
op.
the way. The
They
real
needed
Eric.
something, and they found it. And it's a simple little trick. The outlaw into Sugetsu's hands to deal with that. And it makes the map so much more difficult for NRG to read and to control. And they start getting
एक
put
राउंड
into
और चाहिए
awkward
यार.
situations
जल्दी
that
खत्म
orbital
करते हैं.
strike.
नहीं
Kiko
जल्दी
knew it was
खत्म ही नहीं
coming,
करना चाह रहे.
और
had
क्या?
to get out of there. Narrate just too
तो भी नहीं
sharp with
करते
those
भाई,
phantoms,
तो
man.
भी नहीं करती.
भाई तो
Just
भाई
so
एक राउंड बचा है,
impressive to
जल्दी
watch him
खत्म करो.
operate with it.
फिर ताकि एनआरजी
Speaking of
हेवन में
which,
जल्दी
it's
से खत्म
power
करे.
from Mata. No one playing on that side, at least at the moment.
जीजी कर दो भाई कते एकदम.
Some early contention around.
उसमें निकालेगा
Hey,
तो ब्रॉक ओडन.
वही.
And this is KC now just starting to probe a little bit.
ऐसे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है यार, ब्रॉक को बिना ओडन के खेले देख.
Push NRG in towards the sights.
Ethan's at risk here.
Nice
Now
shot.
he's dead. Elbow spot. Sugetsu clips it. Kill is found. And now Mata
Mata
could be
still
left on
have
an
the
island. Spike
operator.
is still going to be dropped back over in the attacker spawn, but right over the side, Alves can recover that. The
तो
question
वो लोग
is,
हैं यहाँ पे, ठीक है.
which do they decide to go for? They've got more
क्या
players
मार
scaled
पाएगा एक
forward
को भी?
outside of B, so they're going to look to attack into this one. And Mata, yes, he does have the full health. Almost certainly would still be dead on the swing.
Okay.
Looking for that shot.
बच गया.
Critically for him, it does not come through.
क्या perfect slow डाला है.
Ava's going to be held at bay. The rotation's coming in. NRG trying to get their players clustered together to hold the line and keep this map going. But Mata's just given absolutely no
तो like
sight
Mata
lines.
कुछ
Meanwhile,
कर नहीं
Brock
सकता यार वहाँ
still
पे अभी.
waiting for this late flank. He's reading it well, but this still keeps him contained away from the
Actually,
rest of the squad who are falling to the wayside. Peek in. Brock
he still tried his best, उसके पीछे से भी आ गया.
Takes the op into his own hands, and at the cost of
ब्रॉक ही
all his
बचा है
health.
सिर्फ 5 HP.
That's what it took for Brock to win that with the Spectre.
Damn.
And now, it would have to be 2 of the fastest,
NRG
crispest,
भाई.
cleanest shots that we
Nice
have
for
ever
those
seen
GG's.
to keep this
भाई
map
उसकी
going.
पोजीशन देख लेना साइफर के सिर्फ. क्या ये
They
देख.
all know that this is
देख
an
भाई
absolute
साहब.
beast, a
जीजी भाई
monster
जीजी.
in these last several rounds for KC. They clean house on Fracture, and they send us to map 3.
Actually, map 3
It
start
is
होगा अब.
amazing to watch them operate. The best defensive side fracture I can think of that I've seen does KC have right now. They are so smart, so with it, and on top of their
so
opponents
smart भाई
from the
एक्चुअली
get-go.
में इस मैप पे जो तो उन्होंने अपनी
Other than the
स्मार्टनेस
pistols,
दिखाई
they
है
look
बिल्कुल
really
पेशेंस
darn
के
good
साथ
on this
खेले हैं
map.
ओवर पीक ही नहीं कर
And
रहे
that's another thing to take into consideration. NRG, so many of the round wins, just the pistols and those anti-ecos could barely find any gun round wins.
जी यार भाई एंटी एनर्जी
Carmine Corp was otherwise.
मेरे को लग रहा था एनर्जी के लिए इजी होगा पर कोई नहीं हेवन पे वो खत्म करेंगे एनर्जी
Pushing forward and which one is going to be going home. But for now, we'll allow for the analyst test to break down that fracture.
मेरी स्ट्रीम आ रही साइड पे लगाओ एक्सटी
I still just can't believe that Carmine Corp with a terrible start to the year have found the form against these level of teams. Fnatic in the qualifier, Paper Rex, Vitality, and now coming up with the map victory against NRG and one win away from playing in front of the blue wall here at EWC Paris 2026. Welcome back to the desk, Digon alongside Kakuka and Big Time. And Fracture, yet again, was a trump card for KC.
Loved it. I love their fracture. I think they're so good on it. They're really smart, especially that defender side. That's where a lot of teams get tripped up because you have to be aggressive. You have to shut down the map. You have to deny information with your body. They did that so brilliantly. They understood where to fight. Kakuka,
मेरे को तो केसी वाली बात पे ऐसी आ रही है भाई जो लास्ट में ब्रॉक के साथ करा है ना उन्होंने बेचारा ब्रॉक 5 एचपी पे था पूरा एम लगा के आधे घंटे बाद शॉट करके मारा उसको
This is not like in log. It's not like the last thing I say is the one that goes. Okay,
अभी
I've
जस्ट
been
मैंने
for the
ग्रीन टी पिया
entirety
पानी
from
पिया
day one saying wouldn't it be great to
कॉफी
have all
लेके आया
5 teams, especially coming into today,
लेके
having all
मैं भी
5
जब इनका ये
NBA teams.
खत्म हो जाएगा थोड़ी एड स्टार्ट हो जाएगी तो मैं भी शुरू
Realistic,
करके
at the
आऊंगा
end
इस
of the
बार
day, it's NRG that they're going
क्योंकि
up
मैप से
against.
स्टार्ट होने
This
में
is
तो
a
थोड़ा
wounded
टाइम होगा ना
KC,
10-15
and where
मिनट
will
आई
they
गेस
be? It's been a terrible year for them. So do I know that the caliber of the players is good, but listening also to Avis and the interviews that he's been given, it is a mental problem.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of sad that Fracture's leaving the map, oh man.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna go to him. Yeah,
Where's
we're gonna
this
be
beat all the time?
Yo, you were insane on Fracture, and
Which
it's
isn't
gonna
there
be KC
anymore.
again.
Yeah.
But jokes aside, and focusing just on this map, there is something that I think is the most
actually
promising.
even NRG tried to fight them but they were so good in Fracture
As you were saying, not only how you interpret this map from the defense is the amount of refracts that we saw during this game. So many of those duels were traded. So many of those half mistakes, half gambles go in the way of KC just because there's someone to battle next. Yeah. And if you add that on to a narrate that decided not to lose against Americas today.
Yeah.
Actually.
I mean, that's exactly it.
Formula, innit?
You complained after map 1 about how Americas had stolen away Keiko. That he'd been poached away to the other region. But
they did.
We all, you
Bro,
guys
actually,
poached Narrate. Narrate was
KC
over
is unstoppable in
comes
Fracture.
back across for KC. He's ready to go.
No, that is a myth. Nobody wanted a narrate on Americas, and we gave him a chance. And then when he was good, Sentinels came knocking on his door.
They're rage betting her on a live stream.
Sentinels, and he appears. You haven't been gone the entire day. Anyway, and then when they didn't want him anymore, we took him back. And this
we took him back.
Great welcome home for Narrate here in Paris. I think they're trying to do everything they can to get across. Play in front of the crowd.
Narrate is playing so good.
So much energy,
Narrate
so
and
much
Sugetsu.
passion. One map away now from deciding that final spot here in this group and eliminating NRG. Could this be the second international in a row where they crash out in the group stage?
Nice.
Yeah, 7-1 on opening duels for Narrate, and that was
चलो फिर मैं भी guys थोड़ा ना हम भी थोड़ा ब्रेक लेते हैं और वो करके आते हैं थोड़ा ना सुसु से करके आते हैं भाई अपना भी थोड़ा हो गया बहुत देर से बैठे हुए हैं
and this being KC's pick showed exactly why they felt
हाँ
comfortable
हमें थोड़ा सुसु ब्रेक करके आते हैं
felt like NRG got in positions where they felt comfortable.
Yeah, I mean exactly.
चलो एड्स आने वाली है इसलिए बैठा हुआ हूँ फिर मेरे को ना म्यूट करके जाना पड़ेगा
Fracture's a very different map. You have to watch it very differently, and I feel like I'm always a little bit worried about NRG whenever they're not being able to play their signature roles. When Brock is having to play the Brimstone, things like that, it always just has me doubt a little bit that this team is running at 100% efficiency, and I think that's true. I think they couldn't go toe-to-toe with KC in this one.
also to me, there was a little bit of a disappointment in this map. I kind of expected more from Mata, especially when
Absolutely.
we're talking
Mata
about the
was
attack.
down
He had
in this map.
incredibly
He tried his
quiet
best,
half.
though.
We were saying how
They
when
tried
Breeze
their
kind of
best.
like waste having here on Harbor just because of what he can do. But yeah, at the end of the day, did KC actually fund this? Like, did they pick the Fracture, not the Haven, to secure it, and then
Been
Haven
playing the
seems to
long
be
game.
this-
Maybe.
I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees.
The
I'm on my
Riz
knees.
waiting a love.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You look okay.
We'll have time to go ahead and figure
Let's
out
see.
if was this the KC long play. Give them map 1. We'll leave the map pool open, get Fracture, leave Haven there for the decisive map. Well, that is where we're going. Map number 3 after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Actually.
You're watching EWC 2026.
They're also taking a short break, and I'm also taking a short break. I'm just gonna come back after a small break too, like them. So make sure you like the stream and subscribe to the channel. I'm just coming in 2 minutes.
लेके आ गया भाई आइस्ड लाटे लेट्स गो हा 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 Thanks for subscribing, duelists. अरे अक्की किधर गया काजुबा को पता है अक्की किधर गया
हाँ वो बोला आ रहा हूँ 2 मिनट में
हाँ ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है कुकीज
यार लिफ्ट बंद है तो अगर मैं अभी कुछ खाने का ऑर्डर करूंगा
ओए होए काजुबा ये तो बोल ही मत हमारे इधर भी लिफ्ट खराब हो गया पता है हमारा अपार्टमेंट का
भाई साहब, मम्मी के फोन में इतनी तेज वॉल्यूम पे मेरी स्ट्रीम चल रखी है, मैं सीधा मैं वहीं से कह रहा थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग।
क्या क्या क्या
तो मम्मी के फोन में बहुत तेज वॉल्यूम पे स्ट्रीम चल रखी थी मेरी, तो वहां पे तुतरू की आवाज आई, मैं कह रहा थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग।
मैंने भी कह दिया रे
लो मैं पता क्या सोच रहा, मैं सोच रहा मैं स्ट्रीम पे बैठे मैं वहीं से कह रहा थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग, वॉशरूम से निकलते ही
लॉल
एक से
लॉल
क्या लगता है वो अगर मैं ऑर्डर करूंगा कुछ खाना
हाँ
वो 7 माला चढ़ के आएगा देने?
सातमाला उसको आना पड़ेगा, उसका काम है बेचारे का, या तो वो कहेगा
Exactly,
नीचे आ जाओ,
exactly. नहीं आप
हाँ
कहना
मैं
ब्रो, इट्स जॉब भाई।
और अगर वो नहीं माने तो वो कह देना कि तू 5 बजे तक आ जा, मैं 2 मंजिल नीचे आ जाऊंगा।
और
And
क्या?
a
Like that
representation
will be
will go
wise
from
enough.
one team to 2
मैं तो
teams.
20
Yeah,
रुपए का
look,
टिप
for
देना
me,
ना,
I
वो
think
ऐसे ही पड़
NRG
जाएगा।
struggled in that
हमारे यहाँ
map.
पे तो है
We
नहीं
know
भाई
that
टिप सिस्टम।
Haven is a
अरे
map
ऐसा है
KC
भाई, अल्लाह
routinely
अगर
will
आएगा
like to go
7
to
माले
back
तक
in
तो
EMEA.
मैं
It's
20
where they
रुपए
feel
दे
very,
दूंगा
very
मैं
comfortable. So
yes
I
carry
think you have
KC
to
जीत
ask
भाई।
bigger questions over onto the NA squad there of NRG.
Yeah, absolutely. For the side of
Actually,
KC, as
KC
you
just
say,
won
it's
this.
somewhere where they're comfortable,
है
it's
तो
somewhere where
नहीं
they
पर
know what
ठीक
they're doing,
है
and it's
ये
somewhere where
काम
actually the
करते
change
हैं
and putting
तो
Aves
मैं
back
छुट्टा
into
कभी
an
भी वापस
initiator, moving
लेता
him
नहीं हूँ।
away
जो
from the
20-30
duelist,
अगर
has
मान
worked
280 या
wonders
300
for
ले
them,
लिए तो मैं
especially
वापस 20
if
रुपए
now
लेता
Raids
नहीं।
is able
बढ़िया।
to keep the
मैं
same
तो उतना अच्छा
performance.
नहीं हूँ,
On
मैं
the
1-2
side
रुपए छोड़
of
देता हूँ।
NRG, we did see
love
the
it.
last time that we saw them play in this map was in London against Foot.
भाई
Overtime
मैं
did
और अपनी तो
not
बात ही नहीं
go their
करूंगा।
way. But I think that the composition is something that they might stick with.
मैं तो
Maybe with
300
all
300
the
400 छोड़
wailing
देता
that we're seeing
भाई।
in Mata, that
Yeah.
might be a
अकी
change
तो
to
भाई
consider.
But if he does want to
उससे
roll
एक्स्ट्रा
with it, we
मांग
have
लेता
to
था
see him
भाई।
step up. He
तो
was
जितना
slow in
ऑर्डर
that
का प्राइस
fracture.
होता
He
200
couldn't
रुपए,
land those
वो
shots with the
199
operators. Not
देता
in the
था और
right
100
positions,
बोलता
and he's
था भाई
not
आ
being
गए।
able to make that space. I really do have to ask what they have in store here.
Big sis.
Over on the side of KC, Narrate, we have to give him his flowers. In
Let's
that
go,
second
final
map,
map.
he was absolutely
Chat skip करो इसको,
spectacular.
इसको
Look
नहीं
for him
डालना,
to be able to try and
skip करो इसको।
continue
Decided
that
भाई,
form,
let's
because
go.
if he does, things start to
We are
get
only supporting
really
NRG.
scary over there for the squad in white.
I think for
भाई जो
me,
भी
it's
सपोर्ट करो एनर्जी को
Kiko's
भाई, चैट पे
performance has
एनर्जी
been
स्पैम करो।
fantastic. on
ये यार ये
both
उन्हें
teams.
पिक्सल का
In
भाई।
that map one, he was dominant on
पूरी
the jet
टीपी
and needs to have a performance like that here
पूरी
on
टीपी
him.
उन्हें
Oh,
पिक्सल।
भाई।
Yeah, I mean, one thing's for sure, they need a
Oh,
hero
wow.
right now. They need somebody who's going to electrify.
Brock
this
is
team,
locked in.
who's not gonna
Lamau.
let them go down
Brock is
without a
locked
fight. That
in.
goes for both sides of the board.
Now
here,
he's gonna
because
spam
we don't
Sabodin.
know how this Haven will begin to shake
Lamau.
out. Both teams look
Lol,
very
okay,
confident
भाई।
on their
एनर्जी
own
एनर्जी
map pick.
करो भाई।
Now we're on the neutral
Last
ground.
chapter, let's
It's
go,
all
Gary।
to play for.
और किसी का
Players
बर्थडे
on
भी
the
स्टार्ट
line.
होने वाला
Win
है।
and you're in, lose and you're on that flight back home.
इसका
I
बर्थडे
was
है भाई।
highlighting how
Carry का।
KC was not given
Oh,
untraded
happy
duels,
birthday,
something
Carry
that, of course,
भाई।
on the side of
मैं
NRG
तो ट्वेक्स पे
was
देखता हूँ,
highlighted.
नाइस
Something to
लगाओ।
work on, and
Same,
Kiko's
I do the
actually
same।
वाला
going to be going on
birthday।
to the chamber. Mara on the Phoenix, and now
यार, काजू भाई।
Ethan. back on
Finally,
the
Mara's
update.
playing
Not
Phoenix.
bad.
Yeah,
अरे मैं
Ethan
आइस
on the
कॉफी पी
neon
रहा
is
हूँ।
one that, you know, we scratch our heads a little bit. He's
Oh,
not
उन्हें पिक्सल।
not normally the
पूरा
type of
feeling है,
guy
पूरा
you would
view जैसे,
expect to
पूरा
see on the
समझे।
neon, but let's see what he's
Like,
got
bro,
in store cooking up here
absolutely,
over
bro,
on the
Latte
side
में
of
ice coffee,
KC.
ice coffee।
Double duelist that they seem to love so much.
बड़ा
Narrate
सा
once again
इसमें
on
हो
that
जाएगा,
Phoenix.
nice करिए।
Fantastic
पूरा
map,
same।
map 2.
क्या,
Can he
बिना
do it
skip?
again here?
It was third
थोड़ा
in
break
America's
लेके करियो।
kickoff,
हाँ, हाँ,
third in
I will recommend
Santiago,
that।
third in stage 1, and third in
पूरा
the
same to same, भाई।
EWC Americas qualifiers. Will it be
Dark-
a
Let's
map
go।
number 3, the magical number here
Final
for NRG to
countdown।
get in the playoffs? Or will the blue wall be unstopped into the playoffs in front of the crowd here in Paris? It is
Actually।
final map number 3. Let's send it on
67
over to
minutes।
Let's
Julius
go
Big Mom.
एनर्जी भाई, एनर्जी
इसलिए
जीतेगा
आएगा,
भाई।
लेट्स गो गाड़ी, कोई बात नहीं,
Even
आराम
the
से
last hurdle for
ब्रेक
both
ले
these
लेके
teams.
फर्स्ट।
They try to work their way forward into
NRG
the playoffs.
easy
The barriers
जीतेगा, easy।
about to drop.
एनर्जी,
First on
लेट्स
the
गो
attack
एनर्जी,
are
सब सपोर्ट
KC,
करो।
and of course, now Raid
Everyone
still
support NRG।
on that
सब
Phoenix.
एनर्जी स्पैम
Saw
कर दो
how
भाई चैट पे।
impactful it was on the previous map. We've seen it this whole event through.
लेट्स गो ऑरेंज
Can
आर्मी।
that continue when it now matters the most?
अरे कहूँ तो
Best
ब्लैक
of
है।
one.
वो
See who
कंप्लीट
moves
करके आया।
forward.
ओके कह रही हो,
But
ओके।
it's a quick exec
That will be
onto
great।
an otherwise empty A site.
अभी ब्लैक
Yeah,
एंड
and
व्हाइट
this
नहीं
is
होगी
going to be
वो
one of those
नहीं
big moments for NRG.
कहा वो तो ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट है
Good
ना
towards
एनर्जी
Ethan on that neon again. Kind of a surprise to see him on a
हाँ
duelist
अभी
role. Here we
अब
go.
लेकिन मेन तो उनका फेमस वही था ना।
A little bit of damage going to be suffered there in
हाँ
response.
ऑरेंज भगवा कलर
As
का
Ethan, the first
Bro.
to fall, just trying to put his body on the
Nice
line
one.
for his teammates to go
Murder
ahead and
got two.
succeed. The drop down from Score,
Nice.
gonna be able to find it now. Is it
1v1
gonna be
well there Kiko, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's
Let's
go।
go guys, let's go।
Let's go, NRG।
Continuing to be perfect in
Finally they are so
missiles.
back, they are so back,
Can they
finally।
expound from here?
Yeah, it just
Sit on them.
comes down to that
Sit on
gunfight
them,
at
bro.
the choke.
Let's
who's going to
go,
be able
bhai.
to get over the line, and it's frankly Ethan here who does create that little bit of extra space. A really
Mara
nice
got
flash
2. That
behind
was
him.
straight.
Ethan's like, just throw it behind me. I'll take it. Nice
But
job from Mara.
but actually, what
Picking
Blood
up
was
2.
doing?
Scuba
Not
as
even
well,
gonna
getting
lie.
involved, and then Kiko good for it with
Carry
the
तो
headhunter.
NTG लिख रहा है.
Buy up for KC. Just gonna be a
Auntie
sheriff
ji.
and a bandit. Oh, nope. No sheriff. Never mind.
Wow.
Levin changed his mind. Aves,
W.
just the bandit. little bit of noise being
बेचारा
made.
कैरी मैथ्स पढ़ के
आरपीजी लिख देता है, फिर
towards
कुछ
mid.
कुछ 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 होता भाई।
Ethan
नहीं कैरी का मैथ्स पढ़ के थोड़ा चल गया
unsure about taking
यार
that fight.
उसने कल
right at
यार
the
भी
front of
ब्लैक
garage.
चिकन लिख दिया, आज आंटी जी लिख
Ethan
दिया
with the
यार,
spray
क्या हो
and
रहा है
pray.
यार?
nice one Ethan got one Ethan is
There's
playing
Hurt.
Neon that's
Plenty of
crazy
damage going to be dealt as well as that
स्ट्रीम
kill
कैसे बंद हो
found.
गया?
Right, just going to go.
Network
अबे
was
इथॉन
not
नियॉन खेल रहा है।
actually
Just about to point that out. Thank you, observers.
Jai
It's
Jagannath
the trip there, set up by Kiko, being observed by
What the
Sugetsu.
hell? इथॉन नियॉन खेल
Meanwhile,
रहा है।
whoa that was a nice
the
shot
whole rest of the team.
Good shot, good
Yeah,
shot, good
heels
shot.
being
let's
jammed,
go
Oh, nice
Kick
one.
Looking to tear them limb from limb.
now they're gonna use some
That's
different
something
guns
over here at long. Now with the clear of the recon.
Now they're gonna use every gun.
It's their map, भाई. It's their world now.
Trying to.
whoa he got
Oh.
Not enough
I thought-
shields remaining in the
I thought he
chat.
was
By the way,
emoting
it's a few
IRL.
hours for NRG to start things off.
Okay.
I just thought he was
It's a good
emoting
start for
IRL
them.
but
I
he
mean,
died
traditionally,
in the
Haven, a map I
shot
always
actually
really
Gary
liked.
Crazy.
The NRG,
this was a
especially
nice
when the
shot
Waylay
though
was in the mix, but now feeling like this map just
he got
isn't gonna be
Sugetsu
it.
and narrate both
without the way, without with the changes to Waylay, they try it on
Kiko
Fracture.
got them both
But here on Haven, having
off
to go
guard
in a very different direction
well great actually
Sturdy
man let's go
stuff.
NRG
from Ethan. Good decision making. Got the little
Yeah,
bit of
blue
a spot
NRG,
out
bhai.
there before the smoke bloomed. Able to spray down one. Kiko,
nice turn
reliable as
Ethan is
always.
going back
Halfway to that tour de force.
Ethan is
Now
rotating
with the change up.
like they know.
Just wanting to continue to play angles where this judge is going to be able to find a good amount of value.
And this should be pretty readable from KC.
They're actually out of
Almost always that judge ends up right in this spot.
Are they
here in
going B
garage
or
behind
what?
those doors? It's just how quickly is like Mata
NRG,
gonna be able to
let's
pivot in there
go.
if there is contact, or if they try to clear him. Instead, Mata now going in a bit of a different direction. Have to assume Aves has a pretty decent idea. It's just how do they want to clear it?
Okay.
They're going to use the drone.
Smoke falling, not sure.
Bro.
But spotted on the side there by Ethan.
they know there's a
Sprint
judge
across
there
now knows that Narrate has scaled forward.
now they're not gonna enter
The trip around the corner, Mata.
they're gonna enter B they're not gonna
Consideration.
enter there
Will just be the hot hands first. Most of that smoke to get layered in can still hold
Okay,
the curveballs.
they are
Meanwhile,
still going
Sugetsu
back.
has just been taken
They might
down
go
over
A
in
now.
lobby. The late linger from Brock being rewarded with that guardian.
yeah
at
they're
range.
gonna go A
Now they're all going to go pushing in towards that Sova.
Brock is picking him in like okay
Shot out.
they're going
Finds
A short
connection. Aves tagged to 70. Shock darts down towards Seward. Narrate curveball over the top, trying to breach this position. Meanwhile, Kiko will be found in
Aye.
garage. And that's going to be a repivot now
He
over
got
towards B.
the
That trip
blind.
no longer in action.
bro
Buy to
Okay,
try
okay,
to
deep
offset
in
them
here.
here.
Okay.
Paranoia.
Okay,
now
they're
is
blinded.
as well, and Scuba collecting one.
Nice.
Lamau.
Mata able to
that
find
was a
Dawson.
nice energy
And now it's just Aves and Narrate to try to clutch this one out.
KC is low.
Let's
Oh!
go.
Able to strike. Aves still very low.
Always actually low but narrate is also alive so it's hard
They're holding on to this one, trying to buy the time. Late drop on the smoke. The TP up and over the top. Scuba now going to be taken down.
now
to
it's
the 1v1.
everything on
Narrate still
Brock.
relatively healthy as the curveball goes out. Second and
Five
final.
time, yeah,
he's
time,
gonna
yeah.
play for
Tap
time
it
actually
infused. Brock knowing that he needs to start sticking this one sooner rather than later. Narrate going to be forced away, and that should be the round. done. And
it's
Dustin
KC's
Brock
round.
knows it. Narrate knows it.
nice try energy nice try
KC.
nice try nice try
Able to play anti.
It's actually NRG's round.
Still able to get an immense amount of damage dealt.
Yeah, this is really good work from both teams.
no one can
NRG doing such a nice job with their rotations, throwing up a ton of resistance at where they try to get through at sewers. There's two walls used there, the Phoenix wall and the fast lane. Both thrown in.
actually just see this energy by Mata
Good eco, good eco, good
But
eco.
it just was there fast
I
enough
didn't see my
from
bad
KC.
I'm just
They
saying
just
energy
made that
energy
pivot.
to
Narrate
everything
sold it as the Phoenix
Good
is
eco
able to
though.
close out the round.
actually
A
bro
little
they
bit
have
of a lead on his
Emmet
face, but-
they have Emmet spray like
It's going to be tough now for KC. Still going to be
They
able
are
to get the
KC.
rifles to go in this one. But on the back foot economically, if they can't find a win here.
scuba
round.
scuba
Similar scenes, except now,
bro
Yeah,
is
Kiko-
camera
or
conscious
excuse me, Mata,
he's
at the front
watching
door.
himself on the camera
is just holding a little bit of an off angle there.
okay nice
Spam
Mata
catches a lot of
they're again
11.
going mid
Down to 56.
11 ने डरा दिया अभी उसको narrate
NRG
को
not wanting to give KC anything easily.
they're gonna
anything
hit
for free.
They're
Molly
gonna
gonna
hit
be set.
garage.
Blaze wall as
Nice.
well. And that's Aves down to 59.
Nice wall gulf chalai.
Still the neutral damage being found in the fights here. It's looking
Damn.
good for NRG.
Narrate sound.
Turn back over to the side, able to find the one outside
Nice
the
shot.
garage, but Kiko quickly to scale.
Kiko is
Chasing
playing with his
forward, prevents
brain.
him
Not
from
even gonna
escaping.
lie. He's playing with 150 IQ, I guess.
See now, let's get to an Aves clustered here
Or
on the site.
106, 7 IQ.
That would give him a Hunter's Fury, but in a 2v3.
Okay.
So Getsu would need to find an elimination, trying to make it a little bit more comfortable for them to try to
2v3?
make a play off the ult.
Where is Odin?
He's going to be holding out into the open. Finds that first elimination. Brock dead.
I want to see the Odin.
Take under from
स्कूबा मेरी तरह टीपी क्यों कर रहा है भाई एक जगह पे?
Actually.
मैं बोला डबल टीपी करता हूँ भाई करे एकदम you know.
Face forward,
Bro,
Kiko.
Kiko बचा.
Rendezvous over to the side.
कहीं ना सीडी के तो बना.
Finds them
What the
both.
fuck?
Bro, actually, Kiko got this.
Gets them in quick succession, and NRG persevered.
Bro, that was something crazy. They just got lined up.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker for KC.
अब वो उसका मॉडर उसके मुंह के कितना पास है
They
बाप
played
रे.
this really
कि
nicely
भाई
at the
Kiko
end.
का माउस 14,000 का
Did
है.
such a good job in that 2v3 holding
कह रही हो
the
तो
line.
21-20,000 वाला
Get it down to
मिलेगा.
the 1v2.
30-40,000 वाला मिलेगा.
A scrape that doesn't go
उसका तो
their
पीसी
way.
देखते
Some
उसका
really
जो
nice util
टैब
used
तो
here.
इसका जो स्पेक्स रहेगा ना.
Good relay.
और क्या घर
Get
जाएंगा?
the kill on the narrate. Good paranoia there on the dot
Kiko
side.
को गई.
उनका
And
ग्राफिक
it's
कार्ड मेरे
Kiko
लैपटॉप से ज्यादा प्राइस का
heroics
होगा.
on the chamber.
लैपटॉप से ज़्यादा प्राइस था.
That is unreal.
और क्या?
Tosses the weapon
Bye.
over to their teammate. Grabs the outlaw.
और क्या?
He's gonna have free reign
कितने
here.
मेरे जैसे तो भाई कितने लैपटॉप 20 के
गाड़ी से ज़्यादा प्राइस है
Mata just
भाई.
taking a couple taps out into the open.
Nice shot.
Walk down to sewers. Aves dead. The spike.
Narrate भी half HP है.
Should be a
He still kill Mada?
No.
भाई माडा मार दिया
Gateway
उसने.
shot on Amada.
मादा को
That
मादा
goes his
कर
way out of
दिया.
there,
वो
but Sugetsu's still going to be caught at the same time.
Dude, narrate is just incredible.
Excited.
He is a
अबे!
beast.
नरेट ने ये क्या मारा उसको?
सबके माउस कीबोर्ड and
Yeah,
game
went to
settings
pilot this
plus
from
so
here.
very nice.
Spike can be planted.
यार माडा को क्या मारा एक्चुअली में उसने ना
पर
नरेट
ज्यादातर
ने.
ब्रोस ना वो यूज करते हैं लॉजिटेक जी प्रो.
एक्चुअली में मोस्टली यूज
Logitech.
लॉजिटेक.
Quite just yet as narrates the one slowly.
ओडिन आ गई. ओए फाइनली ओडिन आ गई. बी पे देख.
ओ नो 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 नो.
Tuck back, paranoia, ready to fly.
उसको देना था अभी.
Swing out.
Let's go. Odin out.
The Odin, Old Faithful back in hand.
Good shit bro.
Levin feels the pain, and now it is down to Dawson to try to see what
कोई
damage
तो
he can
किसी को तो
get.
मारेगा ये. नहीं
All
मार
of them
पाया.
spilling forward.
नहीं मार पाया.
From Kiko still
Dawson was like what?
constantly thinking about these angles of approach, constantly reading his opponents on these flanks. Stops them from suffering any more damage, as now it's 4-1.
Looking into this next round, it's going to be a lot of ults on both sides. Is there going to be a timeout called here by KC?
Finally,
Talked about this.
KC got
Yeah,
their
I think you
time
have to.
out.
You have to ensure that this
Brock's
half
wife
starts
is Odin
turning.
for
I
real.
mean, unbelievable work with the bandit there by
Brock
Nary.
is gonna get married with
Ethan
with
looking
Odin.
pretty okay. He's in the right places at the right times. You would expect that out of the IGL.
यार मेरे पे पता है.
Finding his kills
मैं
where
सच
he
बता
can,
रहा हूँ.
3-3.
Valorant की एक रील आई थी. Valorant
Doesn't
के
have his
ऑफिशियल पेज
overdrive
की.
just yet,
उस पे
but
पता
they're
है.
all available. Sketsu went away from his,
ओरे
and then-
पिक्सल ने ब्रो को प्रेग्नेंट कर रखा
There
है.
you go.
भाई AI से ऐसी बना के डाल रखी है लोगों ने पिक्स.
Immediately invested. It has a judge behind it.
Bro, I was like, what the heck?
Fall on being. Plan to come in, but Hunter's Fury is going to be far too late. Not able to be committed fast enough. But meanwhile, Mata, he's able to shut down and raise all this.
और एक में तो ओडिन ने कर रखा था. ब्रो को प्रेग्नेंट.
Cleans up DOS 9.
I was like, what the heck?
3 kills for him. Meanwhile,
Okay, Ethan knows he's there. Nice shot, Kiko.
Open for Kiko to collect that kill. Molly out from Narrate.
Wait, Narrate want to watch.
Sugetsu, however, just too many
Kiko.
angles to try to clear to try to protect.
वो मार देगा शायद ना साइफर. नाइस मादा.
केस हो सकता है
This
क्या?
cipher
ठीक
contains
हो गया.
Bro, वो देख Kiko बच गया.
He has to hold on to the
Wait, wait,
weapon.
wait.
He's gonna try to. Scuba will find him, and he is surrounded.
Scuba.
And finally,
Nice
nice
one.
Mata will find a four.
Finally 4K
NRG
by Mata.
Tie themselves up by 4.
ये क्या
What
सुन
a
लिया?
pincer setup here
कैरी
for
मैंने तो
NRG.
देखा है. तुमने तो सिर्फ सुना है.
I
मैंने
mean,
अपनी
they're
आंखों से
happy to
देखा
give
था.
up this B space because they
और
have
अकेले
so
तो सेव
many
किया था
layers
भाई.
behind it.
क्या?
Pushing out
What?
From long A, from long
ताकि
C,
वो बाद में देख पाए.
immediately
तो
off the
save
rip.
करता.
नहीं.
I love the way
सेव
Ethan
नहीं करता भाई मैं कुछ
just
भी. बाकी
waiting a
गाइस
little
6
bit
लाइक्स
there
और चाहिए यार.
for
20
Kiko.
लाइक्स के लिए आज हो जाएगा 20
And
लाइक्स.
on-site Mata goes absolutely crazy with that run it back.
Cuba.
But
क्या
so
लोग हैं
bad
20 लाइक्स करने
ultimate.
का.
Multiple kills. Shuts down narrate's ultimate.
ये
Now the
क्वेश्चन देना
timeout.
तेरे तो गंदा ही
Seemingly going to be here.
अगर कोई हो ना हमारे जैसा कोई हो ना तो तू
Shadows as
बंदा
well as the run back to try to make a go of this, and now you're going to be on a weaker buy. There's a lot to
मेरे को
discuss, a
150
lot
भी
to try to
चलेगा।
figure out here because
ना भाई
for KC
Super
coming
chat,
into this,
super
starting
chat.
on that attacker side, this is where you should be finding an immense amount of value with that Phoenix Neon.
Shit.
For sure. And you're going up against a Phoenix Neon too. That's the concern here is that, you know, the
भाई पता है
in
कि जब से
theory,
तूने
the
वो
attacker
स्टार्ट किया ना ये वॉच पार्टी
power
तब
should be
से
there
मैंने
for NRG as well
एक
when we
सीरीज है
flip.
फ्रॉम करके ठीक है
हाँ
Just
उसका मैंने एक सीजन खत्म कर दिया बैठे बैठे
KC has been
लमाओ
कतई 10
मैंने
एपिसोड
it's
देख लिए
really good
बैठे
stuff
बैठे
from
मैंने भी
NRG.
उसका
I mean,
याद है मैंने
taking
ट्विच पे
control
स्ट्रीम
of
करी
long
थी
A
फ्रॉम
pretty consistently, and when they do give it
अभी
up,
तो मैं
they're quick
सीजन
to
3 देख रहा हूँ
rotate
भाई
back
कतई
to it.
एक्चुअली
for the
फ्रॉम इज अ
flood
गुड
retakes.
सीरीज पर वो जो एडल्ट सीन थे ना उसकी वजह से मेरे को वो बंद करनी पड़ी
हाँ
for any
वही
kind
वही
on Twitch
Early Hunter's Fury, maybe that's what that
वरना मैं
really
डिलीट हो
drone
जाता
was
यार
for.
ट्विच से
Try to clear some space.
Brock is here, let's go. Oh, Ethan got 2.
Just go sliding in the long. Cleans up that
Bro.
kill. Levin will be able to peel one back. Knows that that enemy Neon's still going to be in
Oh,
position.
nice.
Has to try to take him down, but Ethan holds
Ethan
his
got
own
3.
for at least one more.
हाँ पूछो पूछो किसको
Bro.
किससे
ये सेंधा
Was eventually able
नामक
to
पिंक
get
सॉल्ट
that
होता है
elimination. Gets a ton
हाँ।
of damage on the Brock, but just cannot
Rock
confirm
salt
the
होता है
kill.
वो
हट।
रॉक सॉल्ट होता है
So
और
narrate
पिंक
again.
वाला काला नमक होता है ऐसा
पिंक वाला
हाँ
हिमालयन सॉल्ट
Rounding
होता
up
है
that
सब
Phantom has the spike.
हाँ वही ना वही तो पूछ रहा हूँ
NRG.
Confused.
For now.
मैं
अबे
तो कह रहा
पिंक सॉल्ट
Playing
जो
together,
होता है
not
वो ही
wanting
सेंधा
to
नमक
give
है
him any potential.
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ वो करो मैं तो कह रहा हूँ चैट जीपीटी करो
अरे मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वही
Isolation
है
on
ब्रो
these
मैंने
kills.
खरीदा है रिसेंटली इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ
अरे
तूने
मेरे
क्यों
को
खरीदा है?
Noise and that
अरे पिंक सॉल्ट
sends
डल ले
narrate packing.
Half of this and
अभी तो मेरा इंटेंसिटी नहीं है लेकिन
He's got
पता नहीं मीम फैला था उस टाइम पे आई डोंट नो अबाउट दैट
all the way to
तू
see.
तू
Starting
तेरे को
to run
उल्टा
out of
सीधा
time,
चीज ही
especially
आता
when
है
you have
भाई
to clear
तो
so many
किसको
angles. Trademark's still available as well in Garage.
चैट और 2
That's
लाइक
exactly
बाकी
where
है
he's gonna
20
be
करने
going.
के लिए लाइक कर दो भाई
लेट्स गो
Clears that out. And now, I mean, if he pivots back into B, these players are going to be in transit. They made him think a bit of noise. Perhaps he was just on the outskirts.
This is
भाई
Hear
ब्रॉक
that
खड़ा है
either
साइड
way.
में ओडिन
Just
लेके
looking for the
2
spot.
एचपी पे
Brock has seen him. Tries to clear the
नहीं
recall.
टूटा
Here
उससे
comes in Brock, despite being at 10 health still.
ब्रोक
he'll
नहीं
be
पड़
able
दिया
to limit it up with that
भाई
Odin in hand.
चमत्कारी पापा लेट्स गो एनर्जी
There's no one else like him.
थोड़ा तंत्र कर दो चमत्कारी पापा
That is very true. He is
आंतरिक
a
कर दो
maestro
आंतरिक
of the
क्या होता
Odin.
है
11.
थोड़ा तंत्र कर दो
Almost.
कहा
If
मैंने
he
मैंने क्या
doesn't-
कहा
if he
था
gets Ethan there, I think there's a real good hope.
तांत्रिक कर
But
दो
once Ethan's able to hold the line, I mean, a big 3K
मेरा मतलब
for
थोड़ा
the
कुछ मंत्र
duelist
मंत्र फूक दो
IGL
एनर्जी जीत
of
जा जल्दी
NRG. Who would have
आंतरिक कर
thought
दो
we'd ever be saying that?
लंबा
2026. Still, Hunter's Fury, Neural Theft. Oh, Ethan has his ult.
11
Oh,
Oh,
that
what?
just missed Levin.
स्टिल मर गया वो 11 बेचारा
Mata able to find Levin.
नाइस शॉट
Solid shot though
खड़ा को
from
निकाल दिया इस
Sugetsu.
भाई क्यूगेत्सु
Gets rid of him.
वो
Denies
सुगेत्सु
that
एक्चुअली में
run
से
it
खेला
back,
यार
being
एक तो
able to
क्यूगेत्सु
be
वो
effective
था
in
यार
this
पता नहीं
round.
किसी एनीमे में
Wow.
कैरेक्टर
The neural theft
इसलिए मैं
getting the
सुगेत्सु
reveal,
बोले जा रहा हूँ
Brock
बार
with
बार
the
सुगेत्सु
trying to
को
escape. Paranoia will
Brock
connect.
is-
Only pixel, bhai.
Frantically does manage to backpedal
Only
away.
pixel, you can do
There's
this.
going to be further presence at Sewer.
ब्रो नरेटर भी निकाली ओडिन
And the right can't keep it.
still he died
Trying
with
to
the
sell a bit
Odin
of a fake over at A. But NRG
you
has been
ain't
really
bro
aggressive
you
on this defender
bro
side.
you
Times
ain't Brock
picked our moment to push out B and profit.
नरेट को लगा वो
Now
ब्रॉक
look at
है
this. I'm pretty convinced that A is no longer
भाई
going to be
नरेट का
the destination.
37
They're
एक्चुअली
gonna group up and oh man,
बेचारा
Dawson.
ट्राई कर रहा है यार
अबे
Just around the corner. I mean, he could
नियॉन देख
absolutely
11 को देख
ruin their
11 को
day here. Gun barrel, I
वही
think, yep,
तो
just
48.
about spotted. Two of them, in fact.
As one,
Scuba
that's
will
nice.
be the one paying the iron price back. into
डॉस
the
ने
3v3
किसी और को
we
ढोस
go.
दिया
Now hearing the plant.
कुबा को पेल दिया
Getsu works his way up into window.
विंडो पे है एक बंदा
Ethan on the approach. Gonna draw this attention, but Sugetsu for now trained in towards that defender's side. Goes to the peak, and Ethan will fall.
शिट
Brock just not in any kind of
shit,
angle.
we go.
यार
Trying to
सुगेत्सु
counterswing this
इसलिए तो अच्छा है पता है
meanwhile. Oh, an attempt through the wall. Kika will
that
steal
was
the fight
crazy
with
that
the
was
headhunter.
crazy भाई
Back into
साहब
2v2 with the
किको
Hunter's
पागल हो
Fury
जाता
is
बीच बीच
available.
में
Have to get the tap to try
तो
to
मैं
draw this
stream में
one
delay
out.
में चला
There it
गया।
is. Kiko is
कोई
gonna
बात
be.
नहीं थोड़ा आगे कर ले
Oh no, he's okay. Now he's hit him. He's just gonna stick it.
तेरा
He's gonna
नहीं
try
है
to stick it. Doesn't have
अपनी
quite enough
PWC
time.
अरे
Oh, but for a
डिले में है
तो late
नहीं
हुआ।
डिले में नहीं है
They almost
अरे
squandered
AWC
that
वाला मेरे तो
completely.
डिले हो रहा है ना
अच्छा तेरे
The
वहाँ पे
initial person, the Hunter's Fury, had not gotten the tag.
यार वो हो जाता पता है
This
डिफ
is a wild round. And it felt
Okay.
like, again,
थोड़ा सा रह
NRG
गया
was just going to be a step ahead, but DOS9 tucks in there. Right outside of
लमाओ
grass.
आज
चैट
That
में
was the difference
इधर चैट में
maker.
लोग लिख
This
रहे हैं
right
ब्रो हम
here
वेट कर रहे हैं
completely set
लॉल
NRG off
देख
balance.
एक्चुअली
They were
देख
grouping
ब्रो
up.
क्या
They
कर
were
रहा
trying to
है
have some free reign. Try to maybe spread into long and into
ब्रो को या तो
garage.
पुश करना था या तो उसको वो करना था
Got
पता है
shut right down.
आगे जाना था
And they had to scramble a little bit. Brock.
भाई ब्रो कोडिन
भर दिया भाई नरेट भर दिया
बाप रे बाप रे
What a big play.
पता है अबे रुकिए वो तो हील कर लेगा उसके पास मॉली है
Is
अपना
not
एक्चुअली
ideal.
स्टिल देख एचपी देखना स्टार्टिंग में ही
वो फिर भी हील क्यों नहीं कर
What he's
रहा
found, Sugetsu trying to tuck away.
क्योंकि अभी यूटिल वेस्ट हो जाएगा ना उसका
Oh, goodness.
Molly Blazewall chucked into the garage. Will
मारा
taking
हुआ
it
टे
down. Level with a nice shot. As really Bolt gets sent over towards Platt. but
जब उसको
it's
पता है वहाँ पे बंदा है
flush
ऊपर
against
तो
the
वो
wall.
ले
Spots
11 को
it
फेल
out.
दिया
Levin just not quite looking in the right
True.
direction. Scooting
Nice
out,
कर रहा
moving
है।
down to the sewer, trying to see what the support is going to be. but
nice
Kiko
one.
भाई
Johnny on the
कीको
Oh, what a paranoia.
लेफ्ट में
Saw the hand, the curveball will connect.
NT,
He'll
NT,
Ah,
run
nice
the
try,
rate,
Kiko.
he'll run him down. But look at
3v2
this round.
is still
Scuba
3v2
in around the back. Here's the tap, the check.
दिखेगा उसको
Dawson
मैन
now watching the window.
Ah.
He'll be able to find that kill, and suddenly, round win back on the menu for Carmine Corp. Ethan tries to play this one quietly, knows that they're going to go re-pushing back at it.
let's go Ethan let's go IGL plus GOAT
Wow.
ईथन एक्चुअली
It
में
looked like
ईथन
maybe it was gonna be
रेजिडेंट
another round
इविल
where KC
विलेज
was
में
gonna be able
भी
to
गोट
salvage
था और
his early disadvantages.
एनआरजी में भी गोट है
Narrate tagged up, but he can heal himself. Sugetsu down.
ईटान ओके स्लेस ओके
Losing players.
अबे गलती से यार कीबोर्ड में वो हो गया यार
Garage
मैं सही
window.
लिखा था
ईटान
Nice little play there by
अरे,
Scuba.
keyboard
It
यार, तू
hedges his
sorry
bets.
यार।
He can go back to sea,
लवाओ।
or he can stay in sewers if there's confirmation.
यार
on this
बुरा
speed
लगा
and he
इसके लिए
throws a
मेरे को देख
paranoia, but
कीको के लिए
Kiko not able to take advantage of it, and that opens the door for Narrate. Then Ethan
बस चलो ईथन
just clean with it.
Ethan Winters did his job
KC from here, I mean, even if you can get
इधर
up to
लोग लिख
5,
रहे Ethan the
still
goat
going to be a pretty
एक्चुअली
damn
भाई
rough.
मेरे को निको जैसा लगता है पता नहीं क्यों वो
I think they won it
Ethan.
all. Not satisfied after that
लिख
previous
रहे
map.
KFC is not winning
Their only reason to get
लवाओ
a smattering of
KFC को
success
KFC कर दिया
outside of the
देख
pistols
मेरा
of
भी थोड़ा हुआ
Antique. They are
लैक्सा
running away with this Haven. Jonas is absolutely on KC to do
उनकी
something
साइड से
about it.
हुआ है ना
From the
हाँ,
shadows,
पूरे
put
जिला।
back available.
ना
Not a similarly
ना
has his on the other side. Currently positioned
हाँ
at
मेरा
garage.
हुआ थोड़ा देख डिले में जा रहा है क्या मैं एक बार वो करूँ रिफ्रेश करूँ
That trademark for now. Relay bolt going to be dodged. Now the answering run it back going to be sent, and that's going to be him dead.
ओ बाड़ा को लेगा वो ब्रॉक
Revenge for a fallen teammate is DOS9. Noted in the spike.
Narrate is only inside the side.
ओ रे
भाई मैं सच बता रहा हूँ ब्रॉक पागल हो चुका है ब्रॉक पागल हो चुका है भाई पूरा का पूरा
They really have to try to assess. Swing in, Ethan. He'll get the goods.
Wow.
The final two yet
Wow.
again. 8-2. NRG. So firmly in
ओने
control
पिक्सल
of
पानी
the
पीने
KC.
लग गया
I mean, I think it already might be too late to try to call that second time out, but it feels like they so very much need it.
और मेरी स्ट्रीम हो रही है क्या
maybe they will, maybe they won't. I mean, even though
खत्म हो रही है क्या
Brock
मेरी
shows
स्ट्रीम
up to the party just a split second late, he still does that
एक बार बताइए मेरी
jumping
स्ट्रीम सही चल रही है फिर नहीं चल रही
out into the open moon maneuver. I mean, the maestro in full swing
क्योंकि
there.
मैक में बहुत वो हो गया मेरी
Beautiful.
स्ट्रीम
चल
बिल्कुल
रहा है,
ब्लर
That is so hard to do, and he makes it look easy.
परफेक्ट ही चल
चल
रहा
रहा है ब्रो मैं तेरी स्ट्रीम ही देख रहा हूँ
ओके
Oh,
फिर
this
मेरा
is
शायद मैक
Kiko.
में दिक्कत हो गई फिर
Hadn't
से
gotten spotted.
ब्रो का शॉट मारा
The
Back
rate goes
take
back for a little bit more, a second glimpse, a second peek.
मन तो यही
तो
करता है
दिलाना इसको नया M4
And
वाला
hits the floor dead.
M4 वाला मैं सच बताऊँ कुछ भी फर्क नहीं है ज्यादा इन
Not
लोगों
sure if
में
it's
ना
just the
मैक
map,
मैक
but
ही
अभी
रहेगा
तो अभी तो
The
ऑरेंज दिखा
experience of
सकता
playing
भाई
against the Phoenix on the previous, but it feels
अभी
like
तो प्राइसेस और बढ़ गए ना
NRG
वही
figured out how to deny narrate
तो मैं बोल रहा
value
हूँ
at
तू
every
नया
twist
दिला
and
दे
turn.
फिर फेंक दे फिर तो कुछ भी कर तू जला
That was a
इसको
देखो काजू भाई अगर मैं कमाता
लॉल
और
Pain in
अगर
the
प्राइसेस
butt
में
for
से
them
सेम ही
on
रहते फिर
fracture.
मैं दिला सकता था फिर भी
Narrate has got to be
भाई बंदा
so
बिना 18
frustrated.
साल का
उसका
हुए
तो
कमाना
वही है
चाहता है
ना,
और वो भी इंडिया में।
It has been left sort of open.
दिक्कत वही है कि मैं भी
Ethan is
बच्चा
kind of
हूँ।
watching
कंटेंट
it.
क्रिएटर बनता भाई, उसमें एज नहीं देखी जाती।
ले भाई कभी कमर खेलना पड़ेगा मेरे को तो।
Nobody home.
Volley out.
ब्रो अपने बंदे के ऊपर बॉली डाल के वेट कर रहा है उसको।
Eats the damage from his teammate. KC think, well, no one's gonna go pushing that angle. Incorrect.
भाई ईथन से पिटेगा ये।
Able to find another
ईथन
one.
देख
That
कीको
stinger,
को
but
करा
now
वेट।
11
अबे साइरेक्स का स्टिंगर है
building
क्या?
on his shoulders. Trying to get
और
this
क्या
kill,
है स्टिंगर
trying to get
उसका?
this catch, and he will
ब्रो
be able to do so.
उसको
Scuba
शॉट
gonna be
मारा।
taken down, but Mata is there to cover it, preventing him from scaling over.
इसका अल्ट नहीं है
एनर्जी
शायद।
का इजी।
इसका अल्ट नहीं है, वो ठीक बात है, अच्छी बात है।
Travis with an opportunity. With this sheriff, it has to be two crisp and clean
सोच एक
shots.
क्लीन शॉट मार दे एक्चुअली
ग्राब
में।
भी
Go
है
of it.
रे।
The first player going to be spotted out over
पर
top.
बस की नहीं है भाई
Bomb shot,
इसके।
tries to soften him
कहा
up,
था
but
ना।
it's gonna be Ethan
अल्ट कर दिया।
sprinting at him, running him down.
अबे तो राउंड चाहिए उनको,
Steamroll
10-2 करना है
sandwich,
उन्हें।
NRG have been steamrolling KC.
What Ethan is
on
doing.
Haven thus far. They are looking to make this 10-2.
What is he doing?
I mean,
Lamar?
some of these mid-round ideas from KC are quite nice in the scramble, but it's just not enough.
अभी मैं फिर से गलती से एंड
You're
स्ट्रीम
just
दबा देता।
hemorrhaging too many players early.
लेट्स गो भाई।
Giving
एंड कर दो
over.
भाई स्ट्रीम।
2 बार बच गया मैं।
So much to NRG. It's the pick. It's the setup here. Disrespecting your own util to go for the kill. DOS9 finds 2 nice ones,
End
and then
कर
that's
दो
opened
भाई।
up the map. It's given a bunch of
एनर्जी
question marks
जीतने
for
वाला है
NRG
ना,
to have to
एनर्जी
deal
की
with,
विन के
but
बाद करेंगे भाई।
superior weaponry, superior numbers. They're able to get the job done.
W एनर्जी
Trying
लास्ट
to
को।
utilize an Odin against them as Hunter's Fury is going to be going through. The relay bolt committed in.
Nice
Ethan's
one,
gonna be
Ethan.
for one,
Nice
but Levin
shoot.
has the trade. Spot out onto the enemy sofa at the walk forward, but Kiko's
Bro,
gonna be
he
a little
thought
bit
he's gonna
trigger
peek.
happy. Will not be able to find it. So NRG, the trap play, not really going the way that they would have liked. They do critically get the smokes player out of the hands of KC. That's going to make for very difficult.
Actually उनका स्मोक प्लेयर मर गया। DOS9 is dead.
Now you can be a little bit more aggressive as NRG, especially with
W
that
एनर्जी
spot.
लेट्स गो। Nice shot Brock.
Easy for Brock.
Here's being revealed.
Narrate is also spamming.
They could get pushed from behind like that. Jump to the corner of the op in hand. The curveball going to be sent out. Kiko does get blinded up, and the spike can be planted.
Let's see.
3v4. Mata and Scuba going to be taking their time. They know that Sugetsu's going to be somewhere a little bit more unorthodox, a little bit more
माडा को डालना चाहिए
unexpected.
वैसे ना। Oh, nice shot. What?
Fully ready for Aves, and now they know the Odin is here as well.
Lamau narrate.
Sugetsu now.
Oh my god.
He's got to make his presence known. He's got to find something, and he's got to do it right now. The defuse is just going to be stuck, and that's it. 10-2.
Bro, 10-2 was crazy.
A couple clean shots from Sugetsu, but to no avail. NRG
This 10-2 is crazy still.
up by 8 at the half.
Yeah, really impressed.
NRG only
with
need
how they're
3
able
rounds to win.
To handle
From
this,
power
and
for
look who it
real.
is at the top
ये तो
of
होना
the
ही था।
leaderboard. It's none
वही।
other than Ethan, the
Fracture
IGL,
में
the new duelist.
हरा क्या
NRG.
दिया उनको?
His second
इको आ
time.
गया था
He's playing it
केसी
on
में।
Ascent. He's playing it here now on Haven. Both this very tournament.
I love it, man. How
Lamau.
fun is that?
See how the first outing went.
But you and Brock for real. पता है वो जो नरेट है वो बार-बार ओडिन करने की ट्राई कर रहा
It
है।
wasn't great,
Yeah.
but he's done a lot. He's done a lot of the selfless plays where you're gonna run in there, try to set up
एक
for
तो
your
मैंने एक भी खोल
teammates.
दिया।
He's kind of been that player who's holding down mid for
मैं
this
बहुत
squad
पानी
on
पी
this
लिया, मेरे को
defender
बहुत
side,
सुसु
and
आ
doing
रहा
a
है।
really nice
मैं
job
सुसु
of
करके आया।
it. Has really good protocols for when he wants to use his relay bolt.
Actually, you went
Very smart player.
only Odin pixel.
You know, may not be the
Hell no.
flashiest, but because of his brains, he's able to make it look like Braun.
तेरे को पता है
Of course, the other layer to this is
मैं actually मीठू बोलता
because you widely do have these mirrored compositions, just the difference in that Sentinel.
Right.
And how many times have we seen it? How many times have we talked about it? The Chamber being able to very much help contain the double duelist. It's got a ton of firepower in its own right. And NRG, they've widely been winning a lot of these rounds from the outset. The barriers drop, kills are found, and KC just haven't really been able to put anything together. When you have a player the caliber of Kiko on a Chamber, and he can pretty freely and easily fight forward, take aggressive positions at the start of these rounds, come away with opening picks, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, for sure. Kiko is so good in so many different aspects. Unbelievably talented as that player. What a great pickup for NRG he has been. And then you always have that threat of Brock. Never know where that's going to be, where the Odin's going to be. He doesn't even need the Odin, to be honest. He's incredible with every gun. That's something that I think is underappreciated about Brock because he's so good with the Odin that it overshadows how good he is at everything else. Saw even in that last round, teed himself up for a kill. Used his util, catch a player as they're trying to escape long A.
If memory does serve, it's 5 for 5 on pistols. NRG looking to make this 6 now. As KC, they do want to get proactive. Quick exploration out of garage. Meanwhile, drone to try to keep that interest.
Like I just came back on the good time.
Aves on the peak, able to spot him out, and now KC
just
getting
so
bad news, having to
certain.
go for a quick pivot. Fast lane going to be set by Ethan. Aves tucking back, takes a couple shots. Now they know he's on that sewer side.
This is the most important round.
Spike in the hands of Ethan, but it's going to be Scuba able to find one.
Oh,
Aves
nice
quickly
shot.
trades it back as Kiko will fall.
This
The
was a nice
headhunter
shot
now
too.
out of the equation. It's just a bloody back and forth.
Bro,
between these
3v2,
teams.
okay?
Brock, however, this late linger, he's going to be spotted.
Oh, he know. Brock is
Levin,
there.
He's just going to leave him there. Fake the
Ah, shit. He fall for that.
Gets it back into a 2v2.
Brock just fall for that.
Ooh, I'm
What?
not sure where he's going.
Evans is so
Ethan now.
clean.
Try to clutch this out all alone. Spots them both. Fakes the one side, the frenzy.
Bro.
Can't get drawn up fast enough. Aves will be able to find the 3K KC.
This was
Get
so
a
clean.
pistol under their belts. They still need 7 more just to tie this up.
This
Yeah,
was
again,
so
the
clean, actually.
individual
Not even gonna lie.
play from some of these players on KC today has been really, really good, even on the maps where they're getting beat by NRG. This time it's Aves.
Actually.
Plays that so nicely. Tucks himself into sewers. Does a great job just being patient. Nice little outplay from Levin onto Brock. And Ethan not ready with the frenzy in the right position of that. Had a
Actually.
chance to maybe get one and then dash back behind the dice, but didn't have his
Bro's telling
crosshair
the
in
whole
right spot.
stat.
Wasn't able to convert. No buy up at all here for NRG. They know that KC's going to be pressing, so no reason not to save a little bit extra money.
Oh,
DOS9,
God.
hello. Oh, goodness.
Bro.
That was close.
Yeah, not much damage going to be suffered after all. They're right now sprinting in. So far, this has been unread, so he will be able
What
to
are they
take down
doing?
two. Ethan as
What
well,
are they
trying
doing?
frantically to find anything
Still,
else.
it's okay. It
Nothing
was their
else.
eco round.
It's
It was
not
their eco
flawless,
round.
But KC still do keep 4 players
It was
alive
their
and
eco
carry
round, so
a
it's
ton of key
good.
weaponry into the bonus.
For sure. DOS9, a big sigh of relief there.
Lamau.
Can feel the pressure mounting. Their tournament lives on the line, and they are very far behind right now. Our Carmine Corp.
Common Corp is actually good.
Air 8, nice timing. And just nothing really for Ethan left to do at that point. Rifles in the hands of NRG now.
Yeah, मेरा कुछ ऐसा
Bonus,
खाने का मन कर
very
रहा.
strong. Or KC. They're going to really, you almost feel like they need to convert this. Get back into this
Bhelpuri
map.
type.
Put them 5 down if they can.
Like when you
Just be
snack
hitting B
type.
again, though. Give it a second go.
Peanut
Narrate, the
butter
only player
मंगा
nearby
रहा हूँ.
enough.
Well,
मंगाओ.
yeah, you're right.
इस सबसे बढ़िया
Curveball
peanut
through.
butter
It's going to be a
आता है
shallow
इसका.
molly, just trying to prevent
किसका?
the potential scale over towards that A connector side. But Ethan,
Actually, मैंने भी try करा
counter
उसका.
frame from backside. Narrate going to be taken down. Shotgun's going to be lobbed in. But
Hello, hello, I am
Gomez
back.
Welcome back,
will end up
welcome back.
losing his life.
भाई पापा ने बुलाया था भाई पराठा ऑर्डर करने के लिए.
Peanut butter है.
So
NRG
ready.
now firm control.
Yes.
So ready for that double shock.
उससे ऊपर कुछ चीज नहीं है भाई.
Actually,
avoided all
मैं
of
भी
it,
उसका ही
KC.
खाता हूँ.
हैं?
Peanut
दोनों
butter.
किसी बैक
Trying
टू
to make
दोनों
the
जीत
play
गए.
of it. Just don't really have the numbers on their
Actually.
side. Ethan's at 4 HP. Still able to find
A
another.
shot. Still not shot.
ये राउंड तो
It's
एनर्जी
one
का
rival.
पक्की बात है.
अरे लास्ट राउंड का वो था ना सेव राउंड एनर्जी का इसलिए जीते ये. अब बाय राउंड है तो देख हार गए.
They know that they have to abandon this.
बट
go their
स्टिल
separate
ही
ways.
उसको वो मिल गई पता है. एक गन मिल गई.
Just suffering the one casualty will keep
सुगेत्सु को
4
गन मिल गई
alive
तो
as
वो
they
सेव
deny the
करने
bonus
जा रहा है.
conversion. They move up 11 to 4.
Starting to feel like the end is near. Just a little bit of a pause here taken by NRG
दो
to
राउंड
talk
जीतना
about
है
how they
जीतेंगे
want
ये लोग.
their util to land on that
एनआरजी ने ले
execute.
लिया
It felt like
फाइनली.
once it ripped, Ethan gets into the back and he does the heavy
NRG,
lifting again.
NRG
He
for
has
the
been
win, let's go.
stellar. I
पुरगिर
mean,
खा
again,
लो
it's
कह रहे
more
नहीं खा
about
सकता ना वही
using
तो
that
बात है.
speed to get into an optimal position, and he's able to win that
मेरी
spam
तरफ तो
fight.
मैं
What a turn on
घर पे बना
11.
लेता हूँ भाई.
Sure, he ends up dying in the long run, but
बढ़िया.
he'll take that round
मंगाओ,
every day
मंगाओ.
of the week. 16-9 now.
क्या मंगा रहे हो
That's his
काजू भाई?
overdrive already.
बना लेता हूँ मंगा.
क्या बना रहे हो?
KC,
बना कुछ नहीं रहा हूँ.
be
Peanut
able to
butter
get
मंगाया
rifles.
है. Bread पे लगाऊंगा.
a
खा
little
लूँगा.
bit of money on one
Yes,
player
bro.
behind all
खाना
that.
ही है
It's
आपका.
got to be. The round, it's got to go their way.
अबे एक्चुअली में अच्छा लगता है मैं भी मोस्टली रात में एक खाता हूँ
A bunch of cash still remaining.
रात को मैं ज्यादा खाता नहीं हूँ, मेरे को पैनक्रेatitis है भाई,
Clear out that trip. Fastly gonna be set up, and Kiko, okay, not ready for the scale forward. Alves with a very nice start. Meanwhile, Ethan gonna be overwhelmed here outside of B. A lot of just a slump
Dodge किया लेकिन late
quiet.
dodge किया.
Curveball does connect. Pushing forward.
Arey, around-
Trying to scale on this angle. Levin missing him. But if he continues to scale, if he just checks back over towards long, he'll have him dead the rights, and he
अरे
does.
यार
So far, so flawless for KC, exactly what they need. Gotta jumpstart that engine and roar their way back into this.
I mean, honestly, you might just save at this point.
I think you are.
It's NRG. You don't really necessarily need to, but you might as well
The
because
rates one away. Alves is one away.
yep, that's just it. No reason to give over any more orbs.
Okay, 11 to 5.
Yeah, I think here just NRG. It is a different look than the previous round. Of course, they're not going for the fast B hit.
मैंने
but
सुबह से फोन में पता चार्ज नहीं दिया, मेरा फोन पता कितना % चार्ज है अभी?
this
कितना
time around,
परसेंट
12%.
KC kind of goes
Yeah,
back to
मैंने भी
something
लगाया
that
सुबह
worked so
चार्जिंग
well
पे
for them on Fracture, which is
मैंने सुबह से बहुत कम फोन यूज
being
किया आज.
aggressive on the defender
से
side.
मेरे में भी
and you're gonna need to
27%
be,
बची है मेरे में
just
पता
like we
नहीं
saw with
48
NRG on
शायद
their
I
defender
guess.
side of Haven. When
मतलब
you're running
स्क्रीन खत्म
double
होने के
duels
बाद
like
मैं
this, it
उधर
requires you to
जाऊंगा
be.
टीवी के पास, लैपटॉप कनेक्ट करूंगा,
Step
मैच
ahead.
चलाऊंगा 12:30 बजे.
This time they were.
अबे
उसके बाद
केसी
Find a
जीत
bunch of
गया
big
रहा
kills
हूँ
because of that.
11-5
And we go
मैं ओट्स में पीनट
another round.
बटर डाल
Should
के
be
खाता हूँ
okay in
नाइस
the money
करी
department,
एक्चुअली
I
में
would
दैट्स
think,
गुड
for KC.
बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोटीन मिलता है मतलब लगता है डार्क चॉकलेट वाला बढ़िया बढ़िया
यार मैं तो
एक्चुअली
स्कूल
में
में खाने नहीं लेके जाता यार.
स्कूल में भाई कौन लेके जाता
Piloted
भाई
NRG. Ready for
मेरी
these
कोई
backstabs to
बहुत
come
सारी
through.
मेरे
Something to
मेरे
be
बहुत सारे
assessed.
दोस्त हैं.
And I said,
उन
let's
लोग
try to close
खाना
this one
खिला
out, but
देते हैं,
Alves
जल्दी
now,
खा
the
लेते हैं.
Hunter's Fury going to be online. That
वो तो
overdrive still in the back
normal है,
pocket, can
लेकिन
save that in
खाना
case this
लेके
round
जाने
doesn't
का
go their
सब
way.
वो तो शेयर करके ही खाते हैं, देख भाई.
वो भाई मैं मेरे को खाना खिला देता हूँ, मैं खा लेता हूँ, बस वही है.
लगा
मेरे को और
रखा है
कुछ खाना नहीं
इसको
पड़ता.
And now just some early fishing and very slow approach overall for NRG. Just grab that orb outside of C-Long.
एक्चुअली
और उनको मैं बाहर
Scooby
जाके
get
खाना मतलब कोल्ड ड्रिंक
from
वोल्ड
the
ड्रिंक पिला
shadows
देता हूँ मस्त
online.
एकदम.
हाँ,
Yeah, and this
ऐसे ही
time
होता है.
NRG
वही करते हैं हम
makes
मतलब
the
रोज.
adjustment,
देख,
realizing
मेरी
that
मम्मी ना
KC had
पास्ता
found
बड़े
a
अच्छे बनाती
potential
थी,
weakness.
ठीक है.
And that
तो
was
मैं
just
जिस
to
दिन भी
be
मैं
a little
पास्ता
bit more
लेके जाता
aggressive
था ना,
off the
मैं
rip,
2
but
टिफिन
instead
लेके जाता था.
they fortify B
एक
early.
दोस्तों के लिए खुद के
They're
लिए
gonna fan out 2-1-2.
मैं तो जब खुद से खाना
नहीं,
बनाता हूँ
दोनों
NRG
ही
begins to
दोनों
explore
ही
the map
चले
somewhat
जाता था मेरा.
themselves.
अबे
Got
सुनो सुनो
Kiko
लो
tucked
अबे
in the corner.
अकी अकी
तुमने देखा कि
CB
बहुत
inside
भी
the spot of the
Nice
back
one.
line.
एक
This is
मस्त
as
चीज
well.
मालूम
Now the Hunter's Fury does get
तेरे को लग
committed.
रहा है ना
Kiko
लास्ट
trying to scale up
हाँ
into C, trying to break things open.
सुन ना
Hits
एक
a bomb to the
इसको लास्ट
wayside.
दिन जिस दिन मैं
This
स्कूल गया
pivot
था
could be
तो
absolutely devastating as the
उसका
range
मैंने
is
बैग
completely
खोला ठीक है
unknown.
मेरे
It's
को
coming out
इलेक्ट्रिसिटी
dead.
मिला था
And
बहुत
हाँ
NRG
ज्यादा और वो
scattered
क्लास
to
में
the
था नहीं
winds.
और उसका बैग खोला एकदम
Spike needing to be
एक
rerouted.
कॉपी है ठीक है बस एक कॉपी
Called
है
back into the B
हाँ
site.
मैंने बोला
Levin
ठीक है चलो कोई ना
waiting at A
इतना बड़ा बैग है
connector.
दूसरे चेन में देखता हूँ भाई मैं दूसरे चेन में देख रहा
Can
हूँ
they clear him
दो
out?
टिफिन
Yes.
बॉक्स और पूरे बैग में एक कॉपी और
Able
दो
to find the
टिफिन
kill, but
बॉक्स
do they go for the pivot? No.
लंबाओ
We'll pump the brakes and maybe look
भाई
to try to get this
साहब
plan on the A connector side of B.
उसको उसका मकसद उसने क्लियर
But
करना.
defending from
और
here.
क्या
क्या
Gonna be damn
भाई
difficult.
वो
cost
देख के
9.
जो तो हम हंस रहे थे भाई क्लास में
A lot easier.
XD
On a back, gonna be committed.
मैं भी पता वैसे एक ही
Offside
रजिस्टर
now,
लेके
gonna be
जाता था और वो भी
contained.
रफ
Ethan
कॉपी
gets the shutdown. The rates all
और
gonna be
कुछ
denied away.
नहीं
His offense gonna be spammed out. Ethan
मैं
finding the other,
बुक्स नहीं
another
लेके
yard,
जाता मैं
but
कॉपी सारे लेके
Kiko
जाता हूँ
cleans up
ब्रो
the
इतना नहीं सकोट एक्चुअली
looking for a little bit more. Mono will take
हम पता है
Sugetsu
बुक
and
मतलब वो
DOS9.
तो वो करते हैं
His
ये
presence,
कभी
his
ये लगा कभी वो
position
लगा ऐसा करते
known.
हैं
वही
अबे
शेयरिंग
इथन क्या
टाइप
कर रहा है भाई
The
भाई
reroute
3
through
बंदे
lines
मार के
out
भाई
into
इथन
mid. Even for DOS9, a player of his caliber,
डब्लू भाई
this should be
ब्रो को देख एक बार
impossible.
ब्रो को देख
He
कैसा
knows
बता
it.
तेरी शायद दिले में है
Just try to back away, maybe
आज
get a
मैं बोला ना
final
वो बफर
elimination
वाला
there
बिजनेस
onto
है
Brock, but they will go their
वही
separate ways.
क्योंकि वो जो
Ethan will
10
be
है ना वो
hurt.
सेव करने जा
DOS9
रहा
wants
है
to try to
यार
get that
इथन को
kill,
मार
but
देगा क्या
Ethan's cleared
नहीं
the
बच गया
corner.
जीत
इथन
गया एनर्जी
And
बच
NRG
गया भाई
will
इथन
move
अभी
up
मार
12
देता है
to
इथन को
5.
पीछे
The
से
match
गोली
point is theirs. KC
एक बंदा लिख रहा है इधर
needs 7
टीथन
in a
कैन नॉट
row
बी
to try to
स्टॉप
take it to overtime.
लंबाओ
Otherwise,
उनको वो
their
एक्यूज कर
run
रही थी
here
वो
at
चीट यूज कर
EWC,
रहा है
their
लॉल
dream of playing in front of this Parisian
करने दे
crowd
भाई
will absolutely
रैंडम चैट की कौन सुनता है तू
collapse.
खुद बता
It's just got to be heartbreaking when you have your strength
कोई किसी को पसंद नहीं करता तो उसके खिलाफ
Ethan,
बनना
oh my
चाहता
god.
Isolated and
Yo,
dealt with.
KFC, wake up.
You know, they saw DS9 on his
Wow.
own. They knew that the other three had to be over the other way. So
Finally,
NRG
last
has
round
to
we
make a
can say.
decision in that
Fans in
moment.
shambles
Do we
right
try to
It can be
spread?
the last
Do we
round.
try to play
और
someone
उसके बाद मैं stream
one-on-one
बंद कर
against
सकता हूँ
DOS9?
बस।
Try to get
और
that
सोच
1v1. DOS9's really good in those scenarios. Or do we just group up as three? Ethan is his overdrive says, guys, when they come at us, we're ready. And we can just hit the nitrous and go right at them.
I mean, hindsight is 2020. But
KC
again, feels like
पूरा
this
का
is
पूरा
the
स्ट्रेड
timeout that needed to
वो
be
स्ट्रेस
seen in
होके
that
बैठे
first
हैं।
half, when NRG was just running away with it.
देखिए रहा Logitech Super Lite।
Not enough wiggle room. Your back is up against the wall. Granted,
क्या
yes,
तू
it
देखा
is
Logitech Super
possible.
Lite
7
अगर मैं मेरा
rounds in a
माउस भी
row.
दूं
It's been done
तो
before.
उसका
It's been
डिफरेंस
done many
कुछ
more
ढूंढ ही नहीं
times
पाएगा
across
डिफरेंस क्या है
future
और
tournaments,
क्या
I'm sure. Even at
अटैक
this one.
शॉट
पूरा same
सेम
mouse।
भैया। अरे वही तो होता है
पूरा
कंपनी में एक में ही बनते हैं बस ब्रांडिंग अलग हो जाती है। That's the thing.
पूरा सेम माउस और इतना चीप में मिला, पता है कितना में मिला मेरे को?
I mean, the funny thing is it wouldn't even be
और
the
तू
most
सोच अगर चाइना
ridiculous
जाके
comeback
लेगा
we've
तो
seen
और
in this
कितने का
event
मिलेगा
so
तेरे को?
far, if it happens.
भाई वो तो फिर
So we'll
900
wait,
रुपए
we'll
मिल जाएगा
buckle
मेरे
in.
को।
और क्या
We'll have to see. Alt cycles.
उससे भी सस्ता मिल जाएगा। इतना पैसा नहीं लगता है इनको बनाने में। अरे माडा को मार दिया। कीको भी गया।
Whatever was in that timeout seems to be working. Ethan.
इतना टाइम लगा दिया भाई इथन ने वो तोड़ने में।
Curveball fully connects. Narrate will strike him down. Scuba has to backpedal away from the blaze wall.
इतना टाइम लगा दिया भाई उसने वो तोड़ने में।
ये राउंड थोड़ा सा
KC.
नेक्स्ट राउंड पक्का।
Actually.
Again, slated to try to find a flawless round win. Exactly what they need to try to snowball from here.
Back to a save.
Should be.
Bam bam.
Some of the more critical.
भाई ब्रो कोई कैसे देख रहा है वो?
Getting ready to be cycled up aside from Sugetsu with an
ना
arrow
पीछे
dash.
दी थे लिंक थे।
भाई सेव करना पड़ेगा इनको।
Spurned
क्या होगा
along now.
स्लेज़?
दंडू बम।
Well, gotta check this angle.
कितनी
Beat
तेज
Aves.
चिल्ला है स्लेज़ ने बहुत।
Just maybe.
दाव 2 मिनट रागू
The face in, fadeaway
Nice
shot,
shot.
doesn't suffer any damage. And they're off.
तो चलो ना।
Sprint forward, going to be coming through.
हेलो
Paranoia, gonna
ब्रो
be
कोई
chunked
कर
in the
दिया
zone.
उसने ब्लाइंड।
Blinded up for the moment. Molly does land.
All
One
three
player
there.
going to be spotted out. The TP up into heaven for Scuba.
उनको पता है स्कूबा
They're
ऊपर
gonna
है।
look to double re-clear this. Smoke going to be cycled in, but now it's just Scuba.
What?
What?
Scuba, hello.
What?
Scuba. The spray and pray
Bro,
rewarded with 2.
ये क्या?
Up to a third
hello?
now in this round. Make the TP.
But still, I don't think
To
so.
close this out if Scuba could get it done. So very unfavored. Spots him
Same
out. The
TP
counter
कर रहे
spray.
हैं।
looking
Nice try,
They
Scuba.
will get
Actually,
over the line, but Scuba
bro,
makes
they
it
got
costly.
3. That's good enough.
3 players lost, but the round goes to KC.
They got 3. Boy,
All right. Again, KC matches some of this early B main pressure. They want to take the fight at grass.
Oh, they picked.
They're going to be successful in this one. I'd like to see a change of ideas again from NRG. Feels like to me they're trying to close this map out by just brute forcing their way onto B one way or another. Scuba able to come up with some crazy
कौन सी वाली ब्रेड?
in the kills up in heaven there.
हाँ हाँ.
Yeah, okay. Timeout NRG. Yeah, I mean, I think this at this point, like, just say, hey, let's go back to maybe playing a little bit slow off the rip. Let's spread out a little bit. Let's give Kiko the opportunity to maybe win some 1v1s at long C or long A. He's had a rough go of it, to be fair. KC has done a really nice job of shutting Kiko down in the early parts of the round, which is complete opposite of what we're
Actually,
seeing
crazy idea है ये.
on the first half of this map. So credit where credit is due. KC's been able to keep the chamber in check.
ये ट्राई करना पड़ेगा मेरे को. Actually में.
Beyond that, it's actually been the neon that's been a huge problem in some of these rounds. So, I think as NRG,
Thanks for watching.
I'd like to just see a little, frankly, a little more defaulting, a little bit more just kind of respect being shown at the early parts of these rounds. KC, when they're finding value, it's when they're getting aggressive early and catching players out. Stop that, and I think you're probably okay. Or maybe just rush A. Who cares?
Hello.
Run it down.
Actually, they're gonna.
This we'll see, but ping reveal out.
Bro, he got saved.
No damage to be suffered. Playing back on safe sight lines.
It's a neat little setup with the relay bolt. Makes it hard to clear that dart.
Let's go, NRG.
They still are able to get slotted decently far
Can be the
forward
last
with
round.
Lada. One charge.
मुझे लगा फाइनल स्कोर 13-7 होगा.
Around mid.
Look
Making
to
sure that they haven't gone for this deep forward scaling. They now know that there's a camera somewhere out in the mid.
पर हो सकता है ये वाला राउंड जीत कर
Haven't
दो
quite cleared
easy.
it, and there you
There
go.
it is. Well,
क्या पता 13-8 हो जाए.
NRG. It's just you don't have long C, so
देख फिर 13-8 भी
KC
तो हो
can
सकता है क्योंकि
lean a
देख
little
पहला
bit
मैच
more VA.
13-6, 13-7 और 13-8.
वो 13-7 हो
I
सकता
mean,
है.
the
हो गया.
funny thing is they've left
Okay.
Sugetsu over here. A lot of times teams will just leave that player in the cubby by themselves. But with Sugetsu there, this makes this actually really tricky to clear. You smoke the front of the choke here, you can maybe isolate this, but you know Neri potentially good for a lot, and Sugetsu's going to be able to give him the early warning.
It's all a bit of a bait for Narrate, and there you
Lol,
go.
मेरे साथ बहुत
Swings
होता है
out,
ये.
finds a kill. Kiko going to be taken down.
Nice.
Is able to find Mata as well to boot.
Nice one, nice
Turn
one,
to the
nice.
side, and Narate
Bro.
holding his own.
Bro.
Eventually will be flushed out back into a 2v3 as it's Brock and Scuba yet
वाह.
try to make a miracle happen. The plant.
Oh, nice one.
The paranoid fly. Scuba not going to be caught by that
Nice
final
shot.
first. Looks for the second.
Bro.
Connected. Swing it.
Ah, nice try, nice try, nice try, nice
Has the
try.
follow up again.
ब्रो के पास ओडे नहीं थे वरना वो जिता देता राउंड है ना.
और क्या?
But they
तब
cannot close it out.
Nice try though, nice try though.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just maybe overthinking things a little bit for NRG. Even though Kiko's been kind of in the vicinity of that cubby, and they know
वो
they're
देख
like
स्ट्राइकर 2 यूज कर रहा है.
somewhat aware of
Wait.
it. It's just the execution here from Narrate and
Striker
Sugetsu
X2.
is just way better. And they're ready
क्या
for that
फायदा
extra
स्टिल
player
एनर्जी से
that
हार
inch
रहे हैं.
in through
Lol.
the double doors of
Just saying, just for
just
fun.
the garage
It's-
itself.
वर्ल्ड चैंपियंस है भाई. एक्चुअली मैं
Okay.
रिस्पेक्ट फॉर देम कि उन्होंने थोड़ा तो
Now
कमबैक
what's
कर
the
रहे हैं.
answer behind this?
the
I
world
mean, Mata's got his
champion,
ult. Brock has the Hunter's Fury, but Narrate has his ult. Sugetsu,
PRX को भी हरा दिया
Levin,
भाई
Levin
इन्होंने
with an
केसी ने.
operator too with the overdrive.
Casey, you got to keep this going. Do not let the thrifty find the value.
Okay,
Do not
11
let
is
that be
doing
the way
operator.
that you drop this series. You know that NRG are more than capable of it.
Okay, मॉडर्न ने अल्ट करा.
Backpedal going to be coming in. And Kiko
वो नाइस शॉट
finds
किको.
a headshot. Levin dead.
ब्रो क्या मारा
Heal on the
उसने.
one with the space already taken here on the side is the run it back. Going to be committed.
Oh nice.
Out now expiring. Shock darts out. Avis
GG's.
will fall. Narrate going to be snapped back. Scuba finds him with a stinger. A 4v3. The Hunter's Fury going to be called in.
GG's.
Nice
Looking
one.
for that
Ha,
kill.
GG's,
Kiko's coming
guys,
to the
GG's.
operator.
GG bro, GG.
KC, I begged of you. But it feels like
Narrate
it's fallen on deaf
versus
ears as
the
of right now.
whole
Has
NRG.
to pull off a 1v4. NRG looking to make this a 13-7. And
GG. Nice
Kiko
try,
has
nice try,
him
nice try.
pinned.
Nice try, nice try.
NRG
Respect for
will
both
take
teams,
it
huh?
2-1 as they will advance and eliminate KC from EWC 2026.
Actually.
And for the second year in a row, NRG will find themselves in the playoffs of EWC. Really nicely handled. A great game by KC.
मेरे को लगा कारमाइन वाले रोने लग गए.
Their individual play,
बस nice try, nice try,
very
nice
high
try,
level.
nice
Their fracture, some of the best you're going to see, period, end of story. But NRG just a step ahead on the
यार मेरे को वो ओरी पिक्सल जैसा लग रहा है यार बार-बार.
starting, I think you should start to have a little bit of hope.
चलता हुआ भी.
Really, really strong.
Yeah, I mean,
देखिए यार साइड से.
should be an inspiration for the fans of this team, of this organization, as they get ready to go back
Love
over
out.
into stage 2 at EMEA. Unfortunate that they won't be making it onto the big stage in front of all of the fans here in Paris, but it is NRG. At the end of the day, you have to know who you're playing against. There is
यार मैं
no
क्या बोलूं, ओरी पिक्सल लग रहा है यार पूरा.
There's no real issue here. I don't think you should ever feel too bad about dropping a series to a squad of this caliber. They are the reigning world champions for a reason. They managed to
Actually,
punch their way through.
and this
They
is
showed
the
their
reason.
perseverance. Yes, some things to certainly work on when it comes down to that fracture, but they're trying new things as well, and it's looking clean. Ethan on that neon, something that needs to be discussed more, so we'll let the analyst do that as we pass things back over.
Thank you very much, Achilles and Paper Thin. Great cast on the day as it went the distance here between KC and NRG, and it is the reigning world champs moving on to the playoffs. America's now 2 teams in with EMEA 4, but the final one just a bit short with KC falling here. Welcome back to the desk, Kakuka and Big Time joining us here to give some context on that last series.
Yeah, I mean, look, heading into this, I was excited about KC. I felt like Haven could be their map. You know, we've seen them do so well here in the past, but then we see the agents that are coming. Ethan is there on the...
भाई मैं क्या बताऊँ एक्चुअली में हो भाई साहब इजी था ना
वैसे कह रही है अगर तेरे को माउस खरीदना तो अभी प्राइम डे चल रहा है, प्राइम डे पे खरीद लियो भाई।
क्या रही है स्ट्रीम पे
प्राइम डे भी चल रहा है और एक्चुअली ना क्रियो का भी सेल चल रहा है अगर तेरे को उसका
वही समर सेल्स हर जगह चल रहा है स्ट्रीम पे भी चल रहा है
वही
थोड़ा आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट हो गया मैं
वैलोरेंट का तुम कार्ड भी ले सकते हो भाई।
कौन सा कार्ड है?
वैलोरेंट का वीपी कार्ड
क्रेडिट कार्ड
अमेज़न पे
इसका क्रेडिट कार्ड मैं पता
अमेज़न पे ऑफ में मिल रहा है।
मैं सच बता रहा हूँ पता है वैलोरेंट को एक चीज निकाल देनी चाहिए इनका क्रेडिट कार्ड और लोन
ठीक है भाई ठीक है
भाई प्लेयर्स के लिए एक्चुअली में यही चीज बची है
लोग कर्जे में चले जाएंगे बुरे वाले।
वही तो
ठीक है भाई ना ठीक है भाई
सबसे ज्यादा बच्चे जाएंगे
बच्चे तो तू छोड़ दे वो लोग बड़े बड़े ही बुरे कर्जे में चले जाएंगे भाई।
वही इसलिए तो कह रहा हूँ
सबसे पहले कर्जे पे मैं ही जाऊंगा।
क्या मस्त आइडिया है बे उससे पहले CS2 को लाना चाहिए
स्किन खरीदूंगा
हर रोज भाई साहब
Like they were 12-5 up here, they couldn't make it happen. They deny it away from
it's okay बंद कर देते स्ट्रीम काफी हमने देख लिया पूरा मैच एनआरजी फुली डोमिनेटेड तरीके से जीती केसी ने भी अपना बेस्ट ट्राई किया एक्चुअली दे ट्राइड देयर बेस्ट पीआरएक्स को भी हराया और एनआरजी को भी काफी अच्छी टक्कर दी पर एट द एंड एनआरजी जीत गई
चक्कर हो गए
वही एलिमिनेशन था वो बाहर हो गई घर गई सीधा केसी दोनों अमेरिका की टीम है दोनों अमेरिका गई
तू बोला सेमीफाइनल में जा रही है लोअर ब्रैकेट में
लोअर ब्रैकेट उनके हो गए दोनों के हो गए एलिमिनेशन अपर ब्रैकेट और लोअर ब्रैकेट के ये आज ये लास्ट था जो वो होना था एलिमिनेशन
लेट्स गो 20 लाइक हो गए
लेट्स गो फाइनली स्ट्रीम बंद कर सकते हैं भाई साहब अब जाके कमर सीधी करूंगा मैं लेटा नहीं हूँ पूरा दिन
जल्दी बंद कर दे मेरे को व्यूज देखना है
वही सो गाइस आज की स्ट्रीम के लिए बस इतना ही मिलते हैं कल एक और नई स्ट्रीम पे तब तक के लिए सभी को टाटा राम राम गुड बाय हैव अ नाइस डे गुड नाइट सभी को राम राम
BBL ड्रीजी